should have been feeling something. Lately I've been putting it off to see if you'd come back crawling. The floor is falling now. So don't you hold me if you don't wanna know me. Don't you play dumb when I see where you run from. So don't you leave me empty when it's only in my eyes. How do you feel the same without me? How do you feel the same when I don't sleep? Somehow found me, but you still doubt me. How do you feel the same without me? Call me when you know that you're feeling lovesick, or you can call it off when you see that I ain't shit. Lately I've been putting it up to see ya. Don't come back crawling. The floor is falling out. So don't you hold me if you don't wanna know me. Don't you play dumb. How do you feel the same without me? How do you feel the same when I don't sleep? Somehow found me, but you still doubt me. How do you feel the same without me? So don't you hold me if you don't wanna know me. So don't you leave me empty when it's only in my eyes. How do you feel the same without me? How do you feel the same when I don't sleep? Somehow found me, do you still doubt me? How do you feel the same without me? How do you feel without me?
Hello. Hello, friends. Oh, whoops. How is everyone on this fine, what day is it? Tuesday? Tuesday afternoon. I didn't wake up that early. That's why we're here now. I had some catching up to do with lolcout because someone, by someone, I mean a group of people, decided to do a 24-hour stream this weekend. And because I'm autistic, I had to watch every single second of it because I gotta have the lore. I gotta know everything. So, I've been a little behind. So I haven't watched anything from yesterday. So this is gonna be like the original lolcout catch-up streams. We're gonna take with the happenings of the day, the important happenings, as in not nerds, not cafe, not Madhouse. Even I do want to watch Madhouse. I just got other things I have to do, and not Milkers, because anything that happens that's important on Milkers will be talked anywhere else. So we got Live Queens, and maybe we'll watch part of Rewind. I'm not sure yet. Why are the people in the LCU more shocked than me? Yeah, I don't know. I tweeted when Wings was first fired, I was like, he'll be back before the end of April. And I was right. Who would have knew? Who would have known? Wings is back. I knew this was gonna happen. I almost wanted to say the first week of April, but I didn't. Yeah, I knew he would be back. It's Boy Who Cried Wolf. We know how this stuff ends, you know. We're done drinking the Kool-Aid. The tier list Xylee did was really good. Her stream overall was really good. The first one was just regular rewind, with like reactions stuff. It wasn't bad. Xylee, killed it though. Like the drinking stuff was great. Her telling Zay that she was like talented and all that, and her trying to be nicer to Glammy. That was nice. Yeah, that's basically, whether it was acted or not, the wing stuff. Um, you kind of just have to take everything with a grain of salt with this show. And honestly, when you do that, instead of taking everything so serious, it becomes more enjoyable. You know, you gotta take this show, um, not look down on them. I mean, you could, but you can't apply the regular YouTube rules and stuff. Because if any other YouTuber comes out and throws their wife on a table or whatever, you know, it's game over, right? They have created this universe where you can just do literally anything and be fine. Anything. Yeah, money. Name one thing. Anyone. Name one thing that would happen that would get you one of the main hosts, I should say. Like, you know, you can get rid of the Thorpes, you can get rid of Lynx, you can get rid of the minor characters in the grand scheme of things, but what could Boogie do? What could Wings do besides go to prison that would get them legitimately kicked off the show? Yeah, Xylee's great. Like, I can see there was things when she was regularly streaming on her channel that she would do to hold hold herself back, right? Like I don't know why, it's just the first thing like the whole umbrella drama thing that happened, right? She didn't want to do that. Fair enough. I wouldn't want to either. I think if that happened now, she would do it. I think she would 100%. Maybe not in that circumstance, but she would have done that. LCU is Jerry Springer? Yes. Literally. Jerry Springer, WWE, whatever you want to call it, that is locale. Even prison, yeah. He'll find a way. He'll smuggle in a phone. I believe it. Alright, let's go ahead and crack this seal here. So we got Locale Live right here. And Wings is back. I haven't seen anything. I've heard what happens. I haven't seen it. And I'm just curious how the donations come. I'm curious the conversation. I'm just curious to see how all this goes. Also, Queens, I want to know if that's clickbait or not, because if it's not, that'll be interesting too. So let's see how Keem does this intro, because he's got to be dramatic.
Tonight on Locale Live, special guest, Wings of Redemption.
Special guest is a way to put it. They're basically just testing the waters. Is this okay? Are we allowed to have Wings back? That's all this is.
Returns to Locale Live and an exclusive interview. It's going to be emotional.
Eh.
Tears laughter, and rage.
You watch the small channels? Yeah, I'd rather not. I don't believe them, though. The people who say they're going to cancel their membership just want to feel like they have power. I don't think they will. And if they do, it'll be like 5 people. Out of what? Hundreds? Like, I hate to break it to those 5 people. But Keem doesn't care. He cares about the majority. Like, if it's not, like, he's going to follow the money.
But somehow, some way, things just might work out. Large animosity coming from both sides of this debate.
Are there any hosts that say they're going to quit? That's the interesting part. Because I think Mr. Moral on the morning show, Mr. Morning Morals, Ken, you know, for him to be consistent, I wouldn't really expect him to, you know, stick around. But then again, it's locale, so I'm going to treat them all the same. Ken is on the level of Boogie to me.
Can this friendship be healed or forever destroyed?
Tina and Xylee? Oh, they're worked up? Xylee's worked up about it? About Wings being back? Oh, we might have to watch Rewind.
Tonight on Locale Live, Keemstar, Boogie 2988, and Wings of Redemption, the reunion that everyone said would never happen.
Who's everyone? Who said that? What? I think that was just you, Keem. I think most of the replies, when you said he was gone, said he would be back. I had 8-Bit Eric liking my tweet saying he would be back. That was pretty funny.
Or everyone said would happen.
There you go. You fixed it. Sorry, I paused in the wrong spot. My bad, Keem. You got it.
All I know is it's happening right fucking now.
Did I not watch Rewind last night? No, I haven't seen any of this. The last thing I saw was the 24-hour stream. I watched all of that. And then I watched the Queens with Rastov and Tina. I haven't watched anything from last night, which is what we're watching now. Oh, she's pissed? I don't want to say good, because I like Xylee. I consider her a friend. Drama-wise, which is what it has boiled down to in this community, good. Alright, we can skip this. Do you really think they're going to change the iconic intro song? Just, you know, come on, you can't do that. You can't fire Wings and then have to change that song, and it's not locale anymore.
Nice one. Locale Live.
Thanks.
I needed that weekend break. I truly needed it. I was sad. I was depressed. The current state of everything just got to me. And then, of course, Boogie covered for me on Friday and ate food after Fat Cam, just stuffed his fucking face with calories.
That stream was wild. It was gross. It was so gross. Because you could hear the puke hitting the floor. Oh, God.
Like a tard, all right? It is the most disliked stream we have ever done on this channel. Thanks, Boogie. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is time to jump on the live on air with the Boogie 2988 and Wings of Redemption.
Good to see you back in my little squares here.
I almost wanted to do like the punch at the camera thing I did sometimes, but I thought that would be in bad taste.
Wow.
I mean, that's the problem. Like, everything is so sensitive right now. It's like everybody has to tiptoe all the time.
I think a punch would be better than a push.
Right, yeah.
I think it would be better.
What it?
If you went like that, maybe it would be a little worse.
Well, I've just come off of vacation, and I feel good. I truly needed that weekend. Wings, you've also been on a vacation. How's your vacation going?
My vacation's not been going very well.
We called you yesterday, and you've been picking up DoorDash again.
Don't do that.
Oh, what? Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
Have fun cooking.
The thing about that is, if my trolls know I'm doing it, now they're going to try to get it taken away from me again. Because I had somebody in Jester help me get it back.
Nice job, Keem.
I fucked up. I didn't know. Yeah. I wanted to talk about why you like it so much and you know, the human side of things. That's the only reason why I brought it up. My bad.
Let me say this: full mask off, undisclosure things, right?
Well, the joke thing has always been an inconsistent thing with me. I don't understand that, right? Because everyone's been cracking jokes. The donators have been cracking jokes. Sometimes I'll laugh at them. Sometimes they'll get upset by them. I don't know. They can't pick a side with what they want. They have no idea. That is one of the most inconsistent things in this entire situation.
I went broke in 2015. Absolutely broke. I had $400 to my name. That's it. I had $400 to my name, and I needed a set of tires on my truck because they were just completely waxed. Right. That's when I started streaming.
Hey, Super Chatted $20. Wings wants Piggy Smalls. Not even Kelly can stop true love.
That's not true. But I made a promise to myself when I started streaming, because I went on stream that January of 2015, and people donated enough to get me a new set of tires. And I seen a new revenue source in streaming, and I'm like, I'm not going to fuck up again. I'm not going to go back the route I did with like the PKA and like the machinima money and all this other stuff. So from 2015 onward, I've been super conscious about every dollar I spend for the most part. So I have a very nice nest egg squirreled away. And part of that nest egg is, and this is where we come around to the DoorDash, is I generally keep $5,000 to $10,000 in a savings account that is funded completely by DoorDash, right? And if I want to borrow money, I don't go to the bank. I borrow it from that account, and I pay myself back at 0% interest.
Interesting. That's an interesting way to do it. Dust Bucket, thank you for the one gifted.
Okay.
And recently, since I thought I was off the show, I took the money out of my DoorDash account and I paid my truck off, and I'm rebuilding it again.
Oh wow! Didn't you say that you also just like drive it and helps you, like,
what's the logic behind that? Why would you, if you're off the show, you decide to pay your truck off? You're about to lose, allegedly. I mean, I didn't believe this, but I'm just going with the story. Allegedly, you just lost your main. Not that he doesn't have other avenues of income. You just lost the biggest piece of the pie, and you decide to pay off your truck. Interesting decision.
Super Chatted $20. Bring Wings back.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Thank you, Empire.
Wait, I'm confused. How much did you own
You
the
don't
truck?
have DoorDash? I love DoorDash. I love it. I don't use it a lot, but I love DoorDash.
About 18,000.
And you had 18 grand in the DoorDash account?
I had 10, but I have.
Hold on. Did I hear that right?
Thank you, Empire.
Wait, I'm confused. How much did you own the truck?
About 18,000.
So you lose the biggest piece of your pie in income, and you decide to throw $18,000 to pay off your truck? What? Now, I know they're making stupid money on this show, so I know he has it. Wings isn't hurting for money because he stretches every dollar. But if you just lost, I don't get it. I don't get it. He probably knows he'll be fine, but still, that's a wild decision to make.
And you had 18 grand in the DoorDash account?
I had 10, but I have a good savings account as well, and I also have money in investments that I could cash out, which my investment's been taking a hit the last couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, yeah. The
Oh,
charities. Thank you, Charity. I do not know how to pronounce your last name.
I mean, if you want to get technical,
He
like,
saw some money from the boxing match. That was 2 years ago. How much did he get paid for that? Jesus.
I still have every dime from the boogie fight.
Oh my God. I should have just... Okay. Every dime? He didn't spend any of it? Huh. Jesus
Every
Christ.
single dime.
I thought I was cheap.
Damn, I do not.
Super Chatted
I
$20. Wings, I hope you're here to stay.
And I've only spent 10% of the locale money. So I have almost every dime of all the checks we've made.
I spent all that
What?
too.
Gamers.
With I mean, what does he buy? Besides his theater thing that he made, like, there's nothing visibly changing. Like, he's making good money. He doesn't need to upgrade anything. Like, I guess that makes sense. But that's wild. I guess he is right whenever he says he doesn't need the money because he just makes everything stretch. That's insane. I have no words. I'm never going to call myself cheap again.
Asylum, welcome for the 5 gifted. Look, you said
D-Train
something.
Hyatt super chatted $19.99. We love wings. Bring him back.
No, there's been no negative donos to Wings yet either. I know there's only been like 2, but still. Something I want to keep track of.
You said something that has kind of resonated where you said you don't want to fuck up again after PKA. There's I don't know after this reads. I'll explain my point. Thank you to Tufu
We super
for
chatted
the one gifted.
$64.34. Local live scammed Jordy. He's the absolute best part of the show.
But it's impossible. It's impossible. I go out of my way to never fuck up again, and I always fuck up. It's impossible.
By the way, chat, I'm training you to watch things, because I know Xylee was talking about it on Rewind. I'm training you to watch things at faster speeds. I'll start it at 1.5, and then I'll slowly move my way to 2. I don't know if anyone ever picks up on that. Right now we're at 1.75.
I know it's impossible. And like I don't know if you ever
Our Wings kind of ruined it. He started talking fast.
noticed. Like I always wanted to keep doing my own shit, and a lot of that's because I know if anybody gets fired, it's gonna be me. Because
now since you off the locale show, maybe Kelly can get some money being Chris Brown's sparring partner. Polkagaga super chatted $19.99.
You
You
better
can't
wait a
eat
minute.
too much takeaway. I can. I'm trying to be healthier, but I like to eat. I love food.
Guys, we appreciate all the support. We truly do. But ease up unless it's like a red dono. Then go ahead and interrupt us.
Kyle Seidel.
Yeah, the Boogie Dog was. They really stretched that one out. I bought some old Pokemon games for my 3DS, and I've been playing those. So when they started reacting to the Boogie Dog, I just pulled out Omega Ruby, and I just started going.
Super chatted $19.99. Welcome back, pimp.
You should be good now.
I forgot what I was actually saying. Thank you, God, Della. Big ups, Della.
I said something along the lines of like, it doesn't matter how much you try not to fuck up, you're gonna fuck up.
Oh yeah. That's why I always did my own shit, because like I knew that if out of the 3 of us, I was the one that's gonna get fired at some point.
Alpha Sci-Fi better? I agree. The Squatchin', here's the thing. When I bought my 3DS, I bought Alpha Sapphire. Too bad I came used, and I don't have the real case for it. But I agree. That was my main game. I had Mudkip as my starter. I really like the remakes. Anyway, it's not a Pokemon stream. But yeah, I bought Omega Ruby a while ago. And I've been playing through that now. So.
Point, because like I've always been bullheaded, and I've never been the type of person that would back down to anybody, and I've always said my piece. Like even when I worked outside of YouTube, that's one reason I stay on YouTube.
Omega Ruby has the real case. And my Sun and Moon Steelbook. I have to keep bringing it up because I'm really happy about it.
Because I hate authority 100%. Like I'm the kind of person, like you can ask me to clean the bathroom, but you never tell me to clean the bathroom, right? Like you ask me to clean the bathroom and it's my turn, 100%. I'll go scrub that motherfucking toilet. But you go clean the bathroom or go home, I'll show you
What's up, Stars? I don't know what to call it. Your name is too long, so I'm just gonna call you Stars.
fucking go home.
Yeah, you are probably one of the most stubborn people I've ever met. This whole scenario where it all fell apart after, and I've said this a million times, and like for some reason the internet doesn't believe me. When me and you got in our scuffle, we would have resolved that. I know 100% we would have resolved that. It's just all the shit after, right? Where it just escalated to a whole different thing. But it is what it is. You know, people forget that me and you have been butting heads for 15 fucking years.
Yes, dude. Yes, I agree. That's how my streams end up. And then occasionally we'll talk about locale, even though we end up playing hours of locale content. Also, speaking about games, I don't know if you keep up with the modding scene, but there's a way you can mod your 360 without opening it now. And one of the games you use for that is Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. See, I own American Wasteland because whenever I was rebuying all my old games, I bought it, I think during COVID, around the time of COVID, and it was like $40. It was a pretty expensive 360 game then. You have to, one of the ways you can mod your Xbox now uses that game. It's that or like Rock Band Blitz. So now, American Wasteland is like $120. I am very happy about that. Good times. Background noise? Listen, I'm in Florida, it's hot. That also comes with the streams, okay? You leave my fan alone.
Longer than that.
Like 2009, we've been butting heads since then. So
Yeah, so was that 16, 17 years ago?
Is it the Slim? I think the modding works with Indie 360, but mine is the Slim.
long fucking time ago. Long fucking time ago. I could stay on this topic, but I want to change topics. Boogie, you tried to destroy Local
it's
Live
not,
with your fucking...
the thing about the mod is you have to redo it every time you want to use it, which sucks. But if you ever want to mess around with 360 modding, you know, you could do it.
Eat food stream. What was that garbage?
It was Billy's idea to begin with. I thought it was a good idea as well, so I'll take full responsibility because I'm the one who hosted
yeah.
it.
That's background content that I happen to also brand my show after. You don't hear the fan? It's because I'm using my headset mic. When I talk through Discord, I use my other mic, my USB mic, and I swapped over because I was recording some video game stuff for like my Last of Us playthrough, and it just felt easier, and I felt like it didn't sound too bad, so I'm just using that right now for that, and I think I'm going to stick with it for now, at least while it's hot.
I was going to say, how the fuck are you blaming Billy? Okay, it might be his idea, but why? He probably set you up to get in trouble.
Yes,
I don't
agree.
think it was that type, but I will take full
Background
responsibility. I thought it was funny because number one, people wanted wings back on the show, so I was going to bring in chicken wings.
$19.99. It's so frustrating because as I was so on your side, I don't like the scripting, but when you got physical, your point went out the window.
I feel you. Like again, I'm taking full accountability. I put somebody I love in a situation they never should have been in. Like we have disagreements on what it was, but I never.
Still all pro wings.
Never should have got to that point. Like honestly, like what I should have done is when I fucked up with the Becky shit, I should have just apologized. And I see this in hindsight in 2020. But like I was so anxious, and like even like the day, like up to the 0 hour, Boogie and Keem were on the phone with me trying to get me to come on because like I didn't feel like I'm in the right headspace to go over this just yet.
Super chatted $19.99.
But you felt like you were in the right headspace to go live on your own channel? Didn't he say he completed his anger management classes in a day? And then after he completed the course, he went live on his own channel? Just saying.
Report the abusive dasher.
Stop that one. Stop that one. That's
On
not
the dasher
I
app,
don't
click the help icon.
have
That's retarded. You're a retarded person.
Select
Stop being a
chat
retarded
support.
person.
Share your
Stop being a
concern with
retarded
the support
person.
team.
I don't even know where my fucking hub is anymore. I think it got moved.
Person. That's
On the
not
dasher app, super chatted $19.99 to report the abusive dasher.
Stop that one. Stop that one.
Oh. Well, remember I was saying there was no negative one towards wings? Yikes. Yikes. 5 hours? Okay, so he just rushed through that. It was an 8-hour course. How do you even offer an 8-hour course? I feel like you... I don't know.
Stop that one. That's
On the
not
dasher
I
app,
don't
click the help icon.
I don't have
That's retarded. You're a retarded person.
Select
Stop being a
chat
retarded
support.
person.
Share your
Stop being a
concern with
retarded
the support
person.
team.
I don't even know where my fucking hub is anymore. I think it got moved on my computer. Bear with me, y'all.
Well, Tennessee donated $5. Did I practice on Kelly for the boxing match? No, but Kelly was my my glove partner.
Yeah,
Like, she would hold the mitts for me and stuff like that. And like I didn't have a man around, so I let Kelly hit me in preparation of taking punches. Because like one of the things when you get into a fight is you got to go ahead and accept you're going to get damaged. You're going to get hit. And I didn't want to go into the
Was
fight
it
and find out
online?
what getting
Yes,
hit was
it
like.
Online. I agree. They should be longer. I feel like you can't do much with a day.
Because it's been like high school since I actually got into a fight before I fought Boogie.
Like break it up into like an hour or two across multiple days.
And like you don't remember, you forget what it's like to be hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Don't like it.
As far as the situation goes, I feel like you've talked about it at least 5 different times on the internet. We have talked about it at least 5 different times, right? I don't think there's more that truly can be said, right? Everybody has their opinions on it, and it's all been expressed. And to even go down that rabbit hole again is just not going to be productive, in my opinion.
No, I do have one thing to add, if that's okay, on the topic, and then you can tear into me about Friday stream. And I just want to say personally, Jordy, I have gotten very heated here. I've said things and done things that I truly regret. I've tried to be your friend as best I can, and I understand why you wouldn't want that right now, especially with some of the things I've said and done. And I just wanted to apologize to you. I shouldn't let my emotions get the better part of me, and I sorry I was such a cock, but I do.
That might work.
Phone call you guys when we were on the way back home. That hurt my feelings so
Because then you can come up with a fresh head each time.
badly.
Yeah.
And I know why it happened, right? And look, I've said it 1,000 times. I said it before. Like I didn't know who
Insane
grabbed me. I was
super
grabbed
chat,
from behind.
$20. Full accountability.
I don't have the
Lol,
fucking- I
you
gotta-
flip flop so much.
For some
wing.
reason, I don't
You're
have
a
this
terrible
hub
and
pause
useless human
donations.
being. You forced Kelly to
I don't know
stream
where
with
it is
you
on
for
my
damage
computer.
control like you did Aaron. You have crocodile tears only for the money. CYA.
First off, it's saying that's
We started off with pro wings. Now we're getting to the muddy waters.
not true.
Barely.
I mean, these guys will back me up. I didn't want to come on tonight.
That's
Like,
true.
I wasn't in the right headspace. And these guys are first today. I'm the last one of the 3 here that's motivated by money.
Yeah, I've been watching your streams, and I can tell that you have regret, but also on the phone
I
calls.
100% regret, man. Like I never wanted to be what I was painted out to be, and it's like it's such bad optics. It's so bad. But I love my wife to death. Like Kelly is my better half, and like I hate that I put her in a situation where we were
6
at.
foot
And,
Jake
like,
super chatted $20. To all the people judging wings, you should take a good look in the mirror and see if you've ever lost your temper. Wings is the best part of the LCU, and he was obviously seeing red. You can't judge a man off the worst moment.
That's a little bit of a stretch. A little bit of a stretch.
And like the whole like
Go back to the call that we had when we were leaving Fat Camp.
and then y'all called me about the Twiggy video, and like you just didn't believe what we were telling you. Like you just absolutely did not believe it, and I understand why. But that and that next stream hurt my feelings so bad. I'm like, I don't want to work with these guys again. I don't. You know, it's like you tore my whole life apart with like the reflection of like maybe 5 hours. And granted, I was a huge part of that, right? It was my actions that caused this conversation to happen. I want to take full accountability for that, and that's one thing. But there's so many other things if you sat back and look, like, is this really this person or is this just really bad optics? Because like I said before, like we had one of my ex-girlfriends come on here and she was dying of cancer and I was mean to her. Like I was cold and I was mean to her. And if I beat women, which I dated her for 2 years, she would have been like, well, you're an abusive piece of shit, which she never did. I've had other women I've dated publicly on YouTube that have trolls
It's
that fuck
not
with them on a
about
regular.
it being a
At no point have they-
regular thing. It's the fact that you did it once. Questionably twice. Arguably twice. Like, it's not a matter if you have a history of doing it for years. That was an interesting stream too. He'd bring on his ex who's died actually now. She's no longer living of cancer. That was wild. Wild time.
they ever said that I hit them or abused them.
Control plus Alt plus Della super chatted $19.99. Wings, you are missed by most of the fans, and we support you. And
He's missing the point. He's missing the point completely.
Kelly, you three guys are the LCU.
Well, I had a conversation with Wings before we went live today, and I told Wings, I go, me and Boogie have had multiple conversations about how the dynamic is not right moving forward. It's not right. This whole situation has literally made me sad. And I know I sound like a little bitch, but it's the truth. It literally just makes me sad. The anger and shit is a short period of time. The sadness of the result of what took place lasts much longer than your fucking little short anger that you might have. And I understand that you feel truly betrayed by us, but when we saw the Twiggy video for the first time, we felt betrayed by you. We were like, whoa. I understand where you and Kelly are coming from. You're coming from a place of like, hey, you know me. But if you really think about it, we don't. Like, we know you, but we're not living with you, right? So when the push thing happens and it's like, oh, maybe he was seeing red, right? And then we see this other clip and it all happened within the span of a week and we're like, whoa, maybe we don't know Wings, and that's kind of, and also we're in a room with Tina and Xylee who've, kind of experienced domestic violence and whatnot. And at that point, groupthink has kind of taken over. And we saw that clip as being way worse because of the context of what happened to her.
Yeah. I think the sound's what makes that clip as bad as it is.
But it doesn't matter because I've never done it before. It was my first time. It's my warning shot. Boogie got his warning shot on Frank Castle. This was my warning shot on Kelly. You guys can't cancel me, alright? They got to laugh at the jokes. I can make a joke, alright?
It is. It's like,
You can clearly hear it. It's like,
yeah, but it's a skin on skin. It's like the same thing as it's like a slap, like open hand slap. It doesn't, just because skin on skin makes a noise. That's like even in the video itself, like she continued to blare the horn and have a conversation with it. She never reacted
and I
to it
guess all
because it
that
hurt
was
her.
needed, and that was an apology, but again, everyone needed to cool off.
the cool-off period was very, very necessary for sure. I can tell you that much.
People say no accountability. 100%
Richard,
accountability. Like
here's how I'm the victim of me pushing my wife and trying to choke Keemstar. Bro is a grown-ass man rolling on the floor.
Shut up. You have some accountability, but you're missing the overall picture.
Or laughing, rolling on the floor, 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 laughing, rolling on the floor.
Skipping this. Okay, guys, if you do an insane troll like Dono, I'm gonna have to skip it. Right? We're trying to have some like a bit of a productive conversation.
Yeah. He's gone on record saying that he doesn't believe in therapy and all that. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Keem knows that. I bet Keem doesn't even believe in therapy. He doesn't believe in medicine. Or he doesn't want to take it, or something. He might believe in it, he just is against it. I don't know.
I'm not trying to silence anyone, but like if you're doing real trolly stuff like that, like I'm gonna have to skip it just so you know.
I have an opinion I'd like to share if that's okay, Jordy.
sure.
So
Insane
Nintendo
super
Mail.
chatted $20. Last one to be motivated by $. Lol, all do you
Nintendo Mail, you're being cancelled because of your bad decisions with Switch 2. It's over for you, pal.
all day on stream is beg to make your dono goal. You say all the time you only stream for money. You end the stream once you make the goal. By the way, you're useless and a wife beater.
I never thought you were a wife beater. I did think there's room for improvement in your marriage. There's room for improvement in Keen's relationship. There's room for improvement in every relationship, my relationship. And I see you making an effort towards that. And that's the one thing I've said over and over again I wanted. I want to see you and Kelly be happier, better people. And that's all I've ever wanted. I wanted to motivate you to do that, and you're already doing it.
Yeah, but it also shows like how like biased you were at the time. It's like you brought up the story of Niagara Falls, but you left out that I had COVID-19.
I didn't know you had COVID-19 at the time.
You also
Yes,
left
right, you were sick.
You also left out that I went to Amish country the next day because I felt bad that Kelly went to Niagara Falls by herself.
Well, I have apologized, and I'll apologize again. But Keith, right, we had this.
But leaving those facts out makes it look so much worse.
Right.
Take all the context
Well, Wings are also talking to Boogie. Like,
away from it.
And I'm sorry for that. But
Well,
I will
I
say
think
that
I think it's
Keith is right. Okay.
This is what's good about having you here today.
Hey,
Is
super chatted $20. It bet a $100 on wings in a
oh,
tables match.
I absolutely will blame you, Nintendo male. You know why? Because you're a Nintendo male. You're not Xbox boy or Sony guy, right? You're Nintendo male. So I will blame you. You're part of the problem, right? We're going to rebrand you to Xbox boy, right? And then you can say it's not your problem. But until then, Nintendo male, it's your problem.
shut up, Hayes. You can give me and Boogie pushback, and we can give you a little pushback to try to find that middle ground, right? Because there is stuff, right, that we're not hearing from each other, right? Like you go and you do these streams and you say these things, and we're not. It's just not ready.
It's over. It's over for you, Sega male. There we go. It's over, Nintendo male. Your reputation tarnished, out the window. Done. Just kidding. You're okay, Nintendo male. You're alright. You're not that bad. You're alright, pal. Atari dude. Atari tard. Atarded. Okay, back to the locale.
Registering because it's so polar opposite. I can tell you what was going through my mind when I saw the slap video. A million things. Like, oh my God, is this my fault, right? Is the stress of going to fat camp and
Sidekick
this guy's running on
Gameboy.
no hunger, right? Did that cause Wings to lose his fucking shit, right? Was that one of the factors?
Game bro.
The medication. Me and Boogie have been criticized a lot for trying to get you off your medication so you can live life a little bit more like in reality, right? Are we to blame for part of that, right? So it's like, it's very complex. There's so many different factors going into what potentially happened. What are your thoughts on that? The medication and the starving at fat camp. Did that play a factor?
This all sounds like excuses. None of that was factored in when I was doing it. Like I was anxious, and like the problem is like you hit the wrong
You
trigger
were
with me.
anxious. Look, I don't want to be that guy, alright? If he's going to go on record saying it's not his medicine, which was our big theory, then I'm not going to push it, alright? I might believe it. I might think it played a bigger factor than he's giving credit for, right? But right there, he just said, look, I was anxious. What are his medicine? His medicine for? Anti-anxiety, right? So, just saying, it the dots connect.
Like there's two things I don't like people to try. I don't like feel like when somebody's doing me wrong. I don't like that at all. And like that was in my head, and I was pretty much dying on that hill at that point. You see me get that mad before with like the Omni situation and like the John situation, but that was more of a private thing. Whereas like I felt like you were doing me wrong by like going over my head and like unmoderating.
The sound of Kelly's head hitting the table. Who checked her for a concussion? Wings, you covet what you don't have. You put your comfort and feelings above your work team and your wife. You're not accountable. Man up.
I can tell you Mean Gene.
That's what he's making it sound like, Anne, but
Multiple people checked on Kelly, and she did not have a concussion. Like I can tell you that did happen. But
My Lord. First off, I never abused my wife. I don't hit my wife.
well,
you guys were concerned.
you kind of did. You kind of did. You can't say never anymore. You did.
I think you were more like right before we decided to do the show, you were like, dude, I'm gonna get hit left and right. And me and Boogie were coming from a place where like I think the fans kind of want you back, and you kind of knew better than us because I'm shocked at how much you're getting hit.
Well, the thing is like a lot of my trolls have access to me here more so than my personal streams. So you're going to get more people that come here and troll than you would anywhere else on the internet.
Yeah, there's a
'Cause, like,
go ahead.
Which is funny because like Insane, who's donating right now, like he's a guy that used to be really pro me, and he's really mad at me. And I'm thinking in my head like, how can I win this guy's trust back? Because like that's something I would have never thought about before. Because like one of the realizations I had to while going through anger management, even though people said what I did wasn't good enough, it still gave me enough to self-reflect. And that was like thousands of people didn't wake up one day and cultivate Discords and Reddits and things like that and have snark communities based off of me just randomly hating me, right? It's through my actions and through my communications with people over the 15 plus years I've been on the internet that created these communities, and I should be held accountable for that. And part of that's because I have issues with anger. Not so much like blinking out red, hitting people anger, which that did happen during the fat camp, and that was a myriad of concoctions that caused that.
Anger,
but more so,
I would say anger, authority, and accountability, right? Because like throughout the years,
Shut up, JFA. You suck. You suck. Where have you been? JFA, why don't you go stream? Where's your stream, JFA? Huh? Huh, JFA? Hmm? 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 I cut off your message? What'd I do? Uh-oh. I didn't mean to. You're boring, JFA. You're boring. You don't stream. You're supposed to be a man of the people. You don't do shit. You just call in. You never grown. You've always been the same boring guy with the same monotone voice for at least 5 years. At least. You never evolved, JFA. When are you going to evolve? When are you going to become big JFA? Huh? Huh? Never. Oh, lol. No. No, JFA. You don't tell shit to me straight. Because you don't ever tell me how to improve. You just say, boring, this is boring. Alright? How about you tell me how to do better? How about you tell me how to get good? Nope. Nope. You don't provide that kind of insight. All you do is beat people down, JFA. How about some education? How about you make a channel and you go through everyone's content one by one, each video, and you critique them, kind of like what Half Baked used to do, but you do it for free because no one's going to pay you $50 for that shit. But you know, you pay them $50 to improve their content. You can start with me, right? Pay me $50 and tell me how to fix my content. How do I improve? How do I make my chat happy? How do I grow my chat and make the new people happy? Give me advice, JFA, please. JFA is not a co-host. That would make it worse.
Not this situation, but throughout the years, when you would get hit with something, instead of just being like, I'm guilty, right? There was always like a Wings of Redemption defense attorney defense, right? On every situation that ever came out, right? And
That's true.
once you do that and you defend yourself, the people that are mad at you in the first place take it to the next level. They're like, oh, he doesn't want to say sorry, right? It becomes a game to the people online when you don't truly take accountability.
Yeah. And like I'm trying to think about stuff because like I see stuff in chat that's already like irritating me, and like I'm trying to like marginalize it and like trying to use the techniques I've been learning. Because like for a long time I realized that like my whole personality was just anger. Like one of the first steps of anger is disrespect. Another step of anger is
Run away from my problems? Run away from my problems. I'm confronting my problems right now. You, JFA, you are my problem. And you gotta tell me how to improve. I'll wait. I'll wait. Tell me how to improve. I don't really want to wait though, I'm not gonna lie. Oh wait, JFA does have a podcast. Thank you, Purple. I'll have to investigate that, JFA. Okay? I'm gonna investigate your podcast later. And we'll see. We'll see. I might even do a reaction to it. Should I react to JFA's podcast one day? Would you guys be interested in me critiquing JFA's boring podcast like he does mine? We'll see. You know what? You know what? Maybe I'll go as far. Maybe I'll go as far as to react to his podcast on a members only stream. I probably won't actually do that, but boy, would that be funny. Let me see. Invite you to my Discord? Should I? Do you guys want JFA in here? Do you guys want to hear his stupid opinions? Hold on. Let me create the invite link for this piece of shit. You shouldn't have left JFA. Oh wait, you were in the old one. This is my other one. Or my new one. Things I do for this stupid, schniveling dickhead. There. There, JFA. Happy? I invited you. 1 second. Let me do this real quick. Okay. Call in JFA. Let's chat. Let's have a little discussion. Until then,
is like making fun of people, and like how I build bridges is make fun of people. Like the first thing I did with like when I met Beans was like, oh, you got arm hair. You know what they call girls with arm hair? Mopeds, because they're fun to ride when your friends aren't watching.
Didn't you also
Jesus.
say that you learned frustration was like one of the beginning
A
stages?
form of anger. I never associated frustration with anger. Like, and that's I feel more frustrated than anything most of the time I'm on the internet.
I'm going to let the donos roll. We're about 10 behind, so I'm
Hey,
just going
super
to let them roll.
chatted $20. Wings needs a blue chew, not a SSRI.
Jesus. Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, I tried that.
That might
silence
be true.
That shit's pretty good.
You know, it's. I wish you could just joke about the situation.
Trident super chatted 20.
I'm running from what? Are you in waiting? Oh, you are in waiting. Okay, hold on. Gotta give me a little second, JFA. I'm a little slow. Move 2. I want to let me move to you live. The hell? Why can't I move you to live? This is horseshit. Move 2. That's weird. Okay, what if I do this? If I can't move you here, then maybe I might just have to come to you. Hello, JFA. Wait. Hello?
Your stupid intro is. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you're running. Look at you.
I'm running
away
from
from
what?
your problem.
From what, pal? Tell me.
I had to literally run after you so that we can help, fix your little, broadcast issue.
No. I came
But
to
I'm
you.
here. I finally caught up to you, which is not nice because I'm your elder and you should respect me.
You're in
Youngin.
All right. How do I improve, JFA? Tell me. Teach me.
Okay. So I will say this. I will renege on one thing. You did take one idea.
Please don't use
that I
slurs on my
put
stream.
down. That's to, hold on. Let me help. I'm trying to help. Okay. Are we live? Good.
We're live.
We're live. You stuck with that one show rule I told you because you were spread out way too thin and you had nobody capable enough to run your shows. You tried it network and it failed. It bombed. But you have the lolcow thing. The only problem is lolcow is it's boring.
You think lolcow's boring? Are you insane?
I am insane, but I'm also very right. It is very much boring. It's not an untapped resource anymore. Everybody's got their fingers in it, and you're just late to the party, man. There's other channels that's cutting edge, just got to the story quicker than you have.
I agree. There are a lot of hands in the pie, right? But what else would you rather me talk about? I'm Alex? Like everyone else?
No. Nobody likes that guy. Why would you talk about him?
Do you want me to talk about
I hate that
the
little
Minecraft
gremlin.
movie? You want me to review that?
What are you, a pedophile? No. I think if you're over the age of 18 watching that movie, you should probably have your hard drive checked. That's all I'm saying.
So what's my niche? Where should I go?
Okay, aside from the mumbling, which you should fix because you face it, you mumble too much. If you fix that, you do have a pretty good broadcasting voice. I would say don't host it by yourself. You're not at the caliber quite yet of being a standalone. I would have a partner in crime to do these shows with. Okay, not saying it should be me. I'm way too busy for that. I'm an adult.
Yeah.
I got responsibilities.
You're just
All
calling
right.
in at noon
But you-
on a Tuesday.
Oh shit! It is Tuesday. Yeah, on my lunch break.
Yeah, okay.
All right, I do it just for you, buddy, because I do care. Despite me coming at you and yelling boring from the peanut gallery, there's a small spot, a little toxic shaped hole in my heart for you.
Mm,
I check up on you, buddy, because I miss you. I
mm,
want the best for you, my little buddy.
interesting. So what do you think about the body cam shows? I'm not alone on those.
Okay, truth time. I'm not around for those. I pop in to say hi in the form of boring, but I can't stick around for those because I really am at work.
But I
But
upload the
it's a
clips.
decent idea, and I like that. I like the idea that you include Peepaw, you know, an elder's take to the whole thing. He's schooling you, boy, and that's good.
Mm, schooling me. Or am I teaching him the ways of modern encounters with the police? Back in his day.
You mean your
you know.
very wrong take of not obeying the law? Yeah,
What do you
you're
mean?
teaching him all right. Well, let's hold on. Hold on. Click. Let's look at your arrest record.
My arrest
Yeah,
record.
you want to tell me why you're behind bars a lot?
When am I behind bars? Except for whenever I'm freestyling like Billy the Fridge. Then I'm behind bars because I spit them out of my mouth.
Pretty smooth. That was really smooth of you.
Thank you.
Real
Thank you.
smooth. All right, let's ignore your criminal record for a second. I don't think you have a well-rounded, very educated take on the law. You are a youngster. You have shoplifted. You have pushed elderly people, off the side of the road because you're a jerk.
Mm.
So I think it's nice to have people there to, correct you when you
Your
make
own
the very
co-host
dumb,
is shitting on you in the
takes.
chat.
What's that?
Your own co-host is shitting on you in my chat.
Oh, which one? I have two of them.
The one that's burning things, like the world.
Oh, we don't pay attention to that guy. He has sleepy time calls at
I
both
pay attention to him.
Kind of like
He's saying important stuff in my chat about you. He's exposing you.
expose me for what?
Watching the
Expose
Minecraft
him.
movie.
The fuck that? No, I don't watch that pedophile movie. Makes me call Line Maker the movie. Okay, stop watching movies. You're a grown ass adult. Watch something better.
I agree. No one should be watching any movie. Movies are outdated. We should all be watching Lolcow the movie.
You are responsible for the decline of humanity. Okay, stop watching Lol Cow. Stop giving Keem any airtime. Okay, do something productive. I don't know. Go build a house. A house for blind people.
No.
While you're blind, they'll be
You
fun.
Can you
I
give
think
me
that would be
content
much
ideas?
more funny. What's that?
Where's my my content ideas? You said I should get a co-host for
Okay,
this
I'll
show.
give you one. I'll give you one. I'll give you one. Are you up to date on current events? You know what's going on in the world around you?
Non-politically,
You-
yes.
Do you read the news? Do you do any of that stuff?
Every once in a while, I'll throw on the world news. Every once in a while, I'll scroll some
Oh,
Twitters, get some dick started.
I
Did you know,
knew it.
JFA, did you know?
I knew it.
Hold on. KFC is launching a fried chicken flavored toothpaste. Now, that's not current events. You tell me.
Where'd you get that malarkey from? You get that from those tabloids where they found the Bat Boy or this guy got impregnated by Bigfoot? You read that from that tabloid?
It's from Dick Sturdo.
Those child molesters? Why would you take
Okay,
anything they say
Jesus
serious?
Christ. That's not true.
All right, hold on. I'll behave. Yeah, they're not child molesters. I'm just being an asshole. Look, all I gotta say is you could do that coverage where that football student got stabbed in the heart by this other
That was
student from
depressing.
another school. It is depressing. You should probably cover it. Give your
No.
take on crime.
I don't want
with
to. That's
Peepaw.
sad.
It's sad. This whole lolcow thing is sad. Why
This
aren't
is
you
entertaining.
crying? Watching Wing shove his wife down the flight of stairs is entertaining, it seems.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Well, see, now we're back to square one because I'm giving you great ideas and you're shooting them all down and you don't apply any of them except that one idea I said to have one show. I tried to help you and you're on a path to self-destruction and it's breaking my heart, Toxic. I
I'm
really
sorry,
wish
JFA.
you would listen to your betters. Me,
I apologize.
I'm better than you.
I
Huh?
one day do strive to get your approval, but unfortunately, I'm not sure today's that day.
It's because you're lazy.
I'm not
It's
lazy.
always
I'm
been your problem.
JFA, I'm doing daily content right now.
Yeah, in the comfort of your easy chair with your mouse,
No.
with your finger on the mouse trigger. Yeah.
Well,
Hard work.
It's mostly the keyboard because
Are you
so
Ha-
much work to keep up with the mouse.
Are you Hassan now? Are you Hassan now? Streaming's hard.
No. No. There's not lazy content. All right. I got body cam clips. I got gameplays. I got lolcow.
Bro, you're literally yawning every time
And now recording.
lolcow is on. You're yawning between segments, okay? It's boring.
There's a burp.
You should stop. Okay, well, good one.
Any
Good
less
one.
words, JFA?
Last words. You need me. You need
need
people
you.
like me to help you get better. Yes.
Let me show you how much I need
I've been
you.
there. I have been there from the beginning for Now Recording. It was because of me y'all got big with Now Recording. I propped up your show every time, and every time you disappoint me. But
There's
I
some
was
truth
still
in
there. I
that.
stuck by you.
There's some truth in that, like 2% of it, as in you being there
No,
from the beginning.
100% of it. Include the 98% with that. Okay, I helped you up. Whenever there was 2 footprints on the stand, that's because I was always carrying you.
All right, well,
I am in your
JFA,
heart.
you're gonna help me back up to my live room. Goodbye. What a guy. Thinking he knows everything about something. He don't know shit about nothing. Jesus Christ. Chat, do you guys want to get back to lolcow? I'm sorry for that distraction. That waste of time from the waste of space. Okay. So Wings is back on lolcow.
$25.74. Jordy, a real man, moves his wife's hand away from the horn on the car he doesn't slap.
That was actually my goal, to move her hand away from the horn. Like that's
I don't think that was your goal, pal.
like, did I do it a little too aggressively?
Monthly super
100%.
chatted $19.99.
That is true. You were slapping
Don't
her hand
worry,
down.
Wings, we are all with you. Nobody actually cares how many tables you send Kelly through. Happens to my lady every time she gets out of line too. Real talk. Next time, Kelly shouldn't get in the way of Big Pump. The Great Pidgey super chatted $19.99. Wings is a good dude, and it seems like he's taking this seriously and doing his best to make everything right. I hope he's back for good green heart.
You know, with the fact of no one being seriously hurt.
Insane super chatted $20. By the way, Wings, you useless ass pimp. Now that the wife beater is gone keen, you can get rid of all words Wings banned like useless and wife beater.
He's not gone. He's right there. He's on stream. What do you mean gone? Wings isn't gone. Do people legitimately think like Wings is fired and not coming back? Like, do people still take the bait every time? I don't know.
100% bitch in your blood. Wings of excuses.
No.
You never change Wings. Useless. The original
Those
super
are-
chatted
those are
$20.
lies, I think.
Wings is still in denial. He can't be brought back in good faith because
That's
he
how you do
obviously
it.
hasn't
That's how you
learned
get the
his
Wings, because Wings
It's like
hates
the
the word
NFL.
useless.
Tape don't lie.
Fuck.
The tape doesn't lie. If you go watch the tape, you'll see.
Shut up. Wings has certain words that he hates, like most people. Useless is one of them for Wings. If you call Wings useless, you're under his skin. That's why he responded to that.
That by the time I was pushing somebody, I wasn't even looking at them. Like, far as I know, it could have been Mike or 6'5", 250-pound Ken. I was just pushing to get somebody, and I even said, "Get off me!" And by the time I realized what happened, I instantly snapped out of it because I realized I had pushed Kelly. And at that point, like, you had other people jumping in,
Rumor
screaming at me, and I was just
I love
confused.
how emotionally invested everyone is that donates. Like, they are so invested, and they swear they hate these people, but they throw money at them. Wings is getting this money. Wings is definitely getting a cut of this money. I guarantee it. Because he's going to be back.
Just like, you can see it on my
Hey,
face.
I was so
confused.
afraid when I seen Wings push Kelly that I called my dad and cried to him and told him what was going on because my PTSD flared up. I was scared to death. It
Yeah, they don't care, pal.
felt like a rock on my chest. How
They don't care.
can I make it thumbs up?
I wish in the end you'd hit me, because you and I could work that out, no problem.
Well, even the
you
shit-
hit me about 30 times before.
Even the shit with me, it was like what 5 minutes later. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that, you know. As long as
Well,
you can calm
I
down.
never planned on hitting anybody. Like,
Yeah.
like if I would have hit Team, I could have.
Chatted $20.
Yeah.
Wings, what got me upset is you saying it's not DV if it doesn't leave a bruise.
And likewise,
Yeah, that was
I feel
pretty
like I
bad.
maintained
That was probably one of the worst things he said. That was fucked.
my control pretty fucking good. Not to pat myself on the back, but
I think you did. Because I was confused at how you managed to do that. But then at some point you told me like you had to because you're the boss.
I remember just looking in Wings' eyes, like, are you for real? Are we really like? I was like trying to like understand. Are we about to fight? Because I was confused. I was so off guard.
Like, I was just standing there formulating. Like,
$19.99. Just don't take the comments to heart. If are not a white
I'll
beater,
pause
then
it
are
after this
fine
50
done.
so we can
Either
talk.
comments get to her heart. Wings, just be better and do better. Nobody knows Wings like Wings.
We'll let Cynthia go, and then I'll pause the text.
That's a
discussion
really
quick.
good comment.
Cynthia Breyer super chatted $50. I forgive Wings. We all live in glass houses.
All right, TTS is paused for the moment. But
Let me address that.
Horrible donation.
Let me address that comment if it's okay, real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
They said that nobody knows Jordy better than Jordy, right? And like obviously Kelly knows you really well. And at the end of the day, fuck, if you guys know what's going on in the house, I can never know, they can never know, but you know. So somebody says that you're something you're not, who cares? You know you're not, so who cares? Fuck
because public opinion, and they'll use it, they'll weaponize it.
Yeah. Well, we're here to help with that, you know.
Because like look at it this way, like even if you don't see what happens behind the walls, right? I didn't marry Kelly right away. I knew Kelly for 6 years.
Boogie's one of the only people who can say that because people have said literally everything about Boogie. Like there's nothing that hasn't been said about Boogie, so that's why he feels that way. Normal people don't feel that way. Normal people don't want to be called some of the worst things you've been called.
Years before we got married. If I was beating her ass every day and like pushing her through tables and shit like that, you think she would have married
Nobody's
me?
saying it's every day. He's twisting it. He's twisting it. No one said that. Nobody, like, we speculated that, oh, the two things you happen to do to Kelly happen to be the same week during Fat Camp. That was. But no one's saying anything else that you're implying.
That's true.
Against her parents' wishes, because at the time I had trolls trying to break our marriage up.
I'm gonna play
What's up, Trippy?
this one real quick.
YouTube is censoring my comments. Super chatted $20. 1. Wings, you need to go back and watch the tape because you aren't retelling what we all saw on film. 2. Boogie is way more evil than Wings. Wings shot a gun in a school zone cause someone knocked on his door. Boogie is evil.
I think part of the problem is when you are in a fight or a physical altercation, how you remember that in your mind and everything that happened, because what happens is your adrenaline starts running and everything's real slowed down. How you remember every little step of that normally is not the same as what happens like on the film if it's being recorded. Like you memorize it wrong. And they'll even, hey, something's going on with your computer or your camera. Are you dealing with an earthquake right now? That was crazy.
No, I'm anxious.
Oh, so you're shaking your knee or
Trying
whatever?
to take your
I'll play this
meds.
one real quick.
Akai Knight super chatted $20. It was clear from the video that Wings pushing Kelly was completely accidental. Fight me on it.
I wouldn't say accidental.
It 100% was accidental.
but
Because like, do you think I came out of that game room planning to powerbomb my wife through a fucking table?
Well, the difference was that guy said it was clear.
I wouldn't say accidental. What I would say
Like I feel like I'm nitpicking everything here.
is whoever was in front of you, you were pushing. And I don't think you knew Kelly was in front of you.
Right, because honestly, the only person I realized that grabbed me
You're
was Kim.
always lurking around. Thanks, Trippy. I appreciate it. I've seen you around, I think Rewind. I've seen you donate around there a couple times or get brought up in chat. I see you around.
Because Ken, like, decided to push through Ken, and he, like, grabbed me around the midsection. And, like, I was trying to push through, and my left leg got kind of tangled up in his leg, whatever it might be. And I just, like, I still felt somebody grab me on the arm, because Ken let go at some point. And I felt somebody grab me on the arm or had my arm, and I just pushed him, and it was like, I'm like, get off me. And it's like, it was Kelly. He was like, and that's when I stopped, right then and there. And, like, yeah.
See,
and I
that's
said, like,
believable. That's believable. But believable. Jesus Christ.
Why'd you get in front of me? Or, like, I told you not to get in front of me, or whatever it might be. And that was from, like, the Keemstar fight. Because, like, if you go back and watch the tape, like, she gets in front of me in the Keemstar fight as well. And I'm telling her, hey, yo, don't get in front of me. Don't do this. Don't do this. Stop doing this. And she wouldn't listen then. And that's not trying to say, like, she should listen to me. But it's like, I didn't want to hurt her by her jumping in front of, like, a physical altercation between men.
Have you and Kelly, like, had a conversation about it privately where you, like, apologized?
100%. Like, you don't think like the fucking 18 hours on the road we didn't talk about it?
Can you talk us through that? Because I think it would make, like, it would be so much better, right, for the audience to know kind of, like, what that conversation was like.
Well, initially when we got back to the cabin, I ended up blaming her a little bit because I was still mad and, like, shell-shocked from everything that happened. And, like, I sat probably in the recliner 10 minutes. By the time I got out the recliner, I realized it was my fault. Like, she was doing nothing but try to protect me, and I was the one that put her in a situation.
What were you... I get, like, emotions were high at the time, so I'm kind of curious. What were you thinking before you thought it was your fault? I'm just curious.
Where it happened. And I can't blame her for her actions. I only can blame me for my actions. And I apologized to her. And then I also apologize for the next 2 days it's going to happen because I'm going to be spaced out and I'm going to be in my own world. And it's going to feel like she's dealing with a glass wall. And, like, that was the conversation there. She'd have to give you more insight because those next 2 days were a blur. Like, a lot of it was just me driving down the road, living in my head, like, reliving it over and over again. Because, like, I mean, Gino did me dirty here. But, like, I remember going into the Discord and say, like, I knocked her over with, like, 4 momentum or some shit like that. Because in my head, I hadn't seen the video yet, right?
Yeah.
In my head, that's what happened. Like, I was kind of pushing through Ken, and, like, the 4 momentum kind of pushed her
You
over.
can't
Like, after
really
seeing the video, I'm
expect
like,
Gino not to do that. That's kind of their job. Their job is to amplify everything in a certain way to get a reaction out of people. If you read Drama Alert's tweets, their goal is to get a reaction out of people. That's why they add, like, what's a good example? I remember the other day was like B-tier rapper Eminem is a grandfather today or something. Where it was like, they'll talk about, like, OnlyFans stuff and they'll give, like, a certain take on it to get more impressions from one side, right? So that's kind of their job. They're used to doing that.
nah, I fucking pushed her. And because, like, in my head, I didn't push her at all. Like when you're reliving it in the moment, And like,
Yeah, no, he doesn't think it's his fault still.
Dino kind of just
He's
left
still trying to make excuses for it.
out the part like 2 minutes later when somebody showed me the video, like, oh yeah, I fucking pushed her. And like I just said, like everybody painted the narrative as bad as humanly possible, and that hurt my feelings.
Somebody, let me just play these because we're behind on super chats, and I'll address this one person that's
Read
so
super
scared.
chat.
Keem has no comment on the Gino thing because Gino gets the pass.
Added $25.74. Keem didn't handle it well. He was scared.
I can tell you for a fact, when Wings was pushing me, I wasn't scared. My adrenaline was running. I was in fight mode, right? Like, which is kind of like fear. Like when you have your adrenaline running, there is a part of fear there, right? But the moment that I remember true fear and like actually being scared is when the stuff with Kelly happened and you plowed through. Because now I'm thinking like, oh my God, this has escalated into this. What's gonna happen next? Like, does Wings have a weapon in the car or whatever? I'm just being honest. Like, this is where my mind was going. I was like, he's lost it. He's out of control. Like, you know, if Boogie would have got pushed or anyone else would have got pushed, it would have been like, okay, you know, he's a hothead and, you know, he needs to calm down. But when Kelly got pushed, it was like, oh wait, he may have lost his mind. You know, that caused me to have true fear of like, oh my, I don't know what's gonna happen
I
next.
thought you were going to search the
That's the worst part
cars.
about all this. I wouldn't even come over to hit anybody. I was coming over to yell at Boogie.
Yeah.
Because like I don't like Boogie. You've never actually stated this, but I'm sure you'll remember this because John was standing right behind you, and John goes, "What are you gonna do hitting people for?" I'm like, I don't want to try to hit anybody. You remember me saying that, Boogie?
Yeah, I think so.
What was going on in your mind when we were in the pushing match? I'm curious because for me it was like, are we really? We're about to fight? Like, what is? Like, I was confused.
What ended up happening was I was
Hello, Liana.
really livid, and then like you got mad at me for yelling, and the first thought I actually had was like, why is he getting mad at me for yelling? Boogie yells at him all the fucking time. And then like you stood up and my belly like bumped you, and you put your arm out to like get distance from me. In my head instantly I registered it as a
I love the phrase belly bump. It's so funny.
The first thing I remember is you pushing me, and then I was like, oh shit, we is this for real? We're about to fight? So then I wanted to have distance, so I put my hand on your throat, right, to get distance. And the whole time I'm being pushed back because, again, and I've said this a million times, it's just true. When Wings is moving forward, he's moving forward. There's no stopping it.
Now, I'm a fat pile of shit, but I'm athletic, so I got a lot of muscle under me.
Granted, I had Crocs on. I don't know if that's an excuse or not, but I was just doing this, bro. I was fucking moonwalking.
Well, another pro tip: if you want to get in a fight, Keemstar, don't tell somebody you're about to hit them, and don't like show them the hand you want to hit them with.
Well, I mean, I was trying to get you to stop. I was like,
Yeah, because like in my head, I'm like, I don't want to fight him. I don't want to fight him, but he's gonna hit me with a right hook. I'm gonna block the right hook.
well, in my head, I was like, I don't want to fight him, but I'm about to give him a right hook if he doesn't stop pushing me. So I was just verbal about it.
Wings was in the Locale Live VC last night, so he's basically back. He's allowed back in the Discord. He's still hanging out there. I haven't watched everything, so don't spoil it. But he's basically back, is what it's seeming like. Oh boy, it's already. I said by the end of the month. This was soon. This was quick.
Right?
This was barely a week. Actually, this was yesterday, Monday. This was 1 week since they've been back. So, when I jokingly, I don't know if I said it on stream, or I said it like peepaw or something when we were talking about this, I was like, he could be back in a week, but I'm going to say a month to be safe. I don't know where I said that, but I said it. And I found that very interesting. They came back 1 week since they came back. Very interesting. Sounded like Wings just needed a little week vacation. I'm sure he'll be paid for it too. He's got a little paid vacation.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy. I felt kind of, when you get in a scuffle like that with another guy and things calm down, there's almost like a joy you get from it.
I
right?
knew it would be soonish. I didn't think it would have been, because they tweeted out like 90 days. I was like, 90 days is what? End of June? There's no way. There's no way he's not back before the end of June. It had to have been sooner. That's why I said April.
Right? So I was completely fine. All right. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Right? You know,
Well, you had adrenaline shakes. Did you not have the adrenaline shakes?
I think I did for sure. I had to.
I 100% had the adrenaline shakes.
Yeah.
Like I think that's what escalated a lot of it too. Is like when I went back in the house to kind of calm down. Like you had a couple people like just harping, like get the fuck out the house, blah 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 blah. Like just let me calm down. Let me sit here for a minute.
I went in there like probably 5 minutes after it happened. And again,
Yeah.
I could be completely wrong at the time because time gets blurry, right? I went in and I was like, look, Wings, you need to go to your cabin. All right. You just need to be away from the situation and calm down. Right. And then you started popping off at me in the house. And I'm like, I just left. I was like, nah, I'm getting out of here. Right. He's still hot. And yeah.
And that's when I went and got my clippers because like I'm like fuck it, I just got fired. So I went to grab my clippers and everything because we'd used the clippers to cut Becky's hair the day before. Because everybody was obsessed with this fucking clipper case. Absolutely obsessed with it. Matter of fact, let me go get it. I want to show people.
I'm going to play text to speech while we're
Josh Liv
waiting.
offers
We're so far
super chat
behind
at
on text to speech.
$19.99. Play the clip Tears of Joy handshake medium light skin tone.
Nah, we don't need to see the clip
We've
again.
seen the
We're
clip.
trying to, we're talking, all right? This is like Dr.
How
Phil
many times have we seen the clip? We've all seen the clip. We don't need to watch the clip again.
moment right now. Chill out, guys.
Whaley
We're
super
going
chat
to
at
get
$19.
Wings to analyze the clip frame by frame. Here's what I was thinking here. Here's what I was thinking half a millisecond later.
99 cents. You better stop, Wings. You better stop.
It's just a set of clipper case. Everybody's swapping down as a pistol case. Like I'm going to keep a pistol in the case to go out there and confront somebody.
Snaggletooth super chat at
Yeah, honestly.
$19.99. Wings, for you to be forgiven, you need to allow a man in Kelly's fam to hospitalize you. Also own up and say pushing her and slapping her arm was wrong. Not just an open hand slap like that's okay. No excuses. How'd I lift super chatted $20. Why did you make me do this, Kelly? Think, Kelly. Think.
No, that's a invincible reference.
There's so many fucking donuts we're behind on. I thought we were caught up, but I guess not.
Slurple Blurple super chatted $20. Wings the Slayer of Wise and Devourer of Wendy's Chili.
What a
Bring him
name.
back.
It's like 3 more.
So that can't be the last one because Insane's the last one.
Yeah, there's like 3 more.
Waffles super chatted $20. All 3 of you need mental help. This is disgusting behavior overall.
Yeah, he probably should have took the 90 days for like morals. But it's also locale. So I expected this. Like, anytime we think something morally should happen, we have to remember what show we're watching. And then we're just like, oh yeah. It's locale.
Well, this is the last one, and then I'll pause it again so we can talk.
Insane super chatted $20. The golden age of troll channels is upon us. We're back to the low energy 2-hour streams where you really gotta make that money. Always gonna be in mama's trailer that you own 25% of. Forever useless. Crocodile tears. Fatty super chatted. Dust Bucket super chatted $20. Bring Wings back. Becky
I skipped one.
fought people and she's still here. This is Locale Live, not people on Good Behavior Live. The 3 of you make Locale Live complete.
I'm going to pause that real quick. What do you think about that? Did you think it was unfair that Becky was still here?
100%. I even made that when you walked in the house. I made that judgment because you said you got to leave, and I go, if I got to leave, Becky and Roxy got to leave too.
There's a little bit of a difference there. One, you are a 400-pound land monster attacking your 130-pound wife. There's a little bit of a difference there.
You said that, and you thought about it, and you're like, that's fair.
I thought about it and it was fair, but I didn't think that Roxy should go home because she didn't start the physical altercation.
Yeah, but she's the one who threw the jacket into the water. That is a physical altercation. Like,
Yeah,
she started the fight.
We kind of
But then
created
also-
this-
Yeah. No one's going to cancel, though. Like, no large amount of people are going to cancel their membership.
environment where we all just like goof off. Like it's meant. I don't think it was meant to be. Hey, I'm trying to ruin your life.
There's
Like,
goofing off, and there's like throwing people's medicine into the fucking lake.
yeah, it was medicine. That you go home for that, right?
Because that's what Becky did. She threw her medicine in the lake because Roxy threw her coat in the lake.
Yeah. Well, Becky went home.
But
Right?
then also Kelly truly was to blame for the stealing. And granted, I gave it to her, right? But I guess I really didn't know the context. Like I'm thinking, okay, Kelly left her hoodie over here. I give her the hoodie, and then it's Becky's hoodie, and I'm like, oh, it's just a bit.
I had to deal with that hoodie thing for so fucking long. I was sick of it. Like, you think you heard enough about this hoodie? That's all she talked about at the cabin. There was like 8 hours of it. I'm not giving her back. Keem's gonna fucking curtail to her. I'm not giving this hoodie back. This is my hoodie. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, dude, just give her the hoodie back.
Yeah.
It's a shirt. It's nothing. Like, this doesn't have to be. I even told her, like, don't get into a fight and get us kicked out of fat camp. On the day I got no fight and got kicked out. She's right there. Did I not tell you that? Because she wanted to fight Becky.
Oh, I know.
Becky kept saying she could beat me.
My logic, while we're paused on TTS, and I'll unpause it soon. My logic was like, look, Becky and Roxy got in a fight, but nobody got hurt. You know, nobody got like seriously like hit or anything. And when it's two girls fighting, it can easily be broken up, right? When guys are fighting,
What? I don't know if Keem has seen enough fights. Some women are worse than guys fighting. They're wild.
oh, that's a whole different story. Someone could fucking die, you know. And then the fact that it turned out to be a guy, hurting a girl.
Keem hasn't seen enough women fight. That's not an accurate take. That's fucked.
To me, that is just like so fucking different. Not even in the same fucking realm of two girls fighting or two guys fighting. You know.
Call it cat fight for a reason.
Now, I granted, like I really truly believe you didn't know who you were pushing. You were pushing anyone that was in front of you. But still, that was kind of the line where
That's the double-edged sword that those people have to decide on, because you can support the smaller shows, and just Cafe, for example. You can support Cafe and be a member and pay Ken and Beans, but you're also paying Keem, who made the decision to bring back Wings. So that's the game they have to play.
I was like, well, no, that's not true. I don't know why I'm even making this point, because both of you had to leave because of the physical altercation. But then me and you got into a fight on the phone when we were leaving Fat Camp.
You can't hit, you just throw shit. That's with the guys, right? But if you're fighting each other, like a woman fighting another woman, y'all are fucking animals. Why would anyone support Cafe? I'm just saying, as an example, right? They got their little cult, alright? I don't know how, but they do. They do. They have viewers. Billy the Fridge's mom is one.
Where you were like, just pay me out. So that's how it came to the point where like, okay, this is done and over with.
Yeah, because I felt like I didn't even want to work with it. I felt completely disrespected the way you guys handled that second stream.
Well,
And like Kelly felt disrespected because you guys basically called her a liar.
do you understand how like we also got disrespected just from the whole thing happening in the first place?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
there's so
And
much
like I said,
time and effort.
I'll take accountability for like the push in the whole thing. Like I said, I was in the wrong on the whole fight thing. I never said you were in the wrong or anything. Like, you've never seen me go like,
It'll be
I
interesting.
pushed
I hope when we get to Rewind, if I react to it, they bring on the members who are complaining and they talk it out. I know Xylee, you guys have said that Xylee was upset by it. So I think that'll be interesting to see them talk. Like Xylee talking to the members and seeing how that goes.
team and I should have pushed team. No, like you never should take it to violence.
No, I'm just
I
saying.
even said like mine and your altercation was me being hot and instantly thinking of something more than
And then I
that.
bet Billy, Billy's just going to go with the flow. I was trying to remember that phrase, right? Not that Billy doesn't care, but Billy is just going to swim with the waves. So I'm interested.
Actually was.
They do?
You texted me.
Okay,
Do you
cool.
remember you texted me and you
Then I will watch Rewind.
apologized and I instantly forgave you?
Right. And
Yeah.
that was like 25, 30 minutes after the fact.
Yeah.
And it's because I felt like I did you wrong.
You did do me wrong, but the
Right.
whole but the whole incident as a whole was extreme disrespect to everything I've been working for. For the show, for Fat Camp. It was.
That's a whole nother can of worms.
I understand that you were disrespected, right? And you felt that way. But good Lord, did I feel like all my hours and hours and hours and money, fronting this thing was just thrown into jeopardy like that,
That's like I said, that's a whole nother conversation, and that's probably one that we might not want to ever have. Like because to me, I looked at Fat Camp as like we did all these days in a row, back to back to back to back, all this e-begging and all this other stuff to help fund this, to help like build this thing up, and then it's like our audio was shit the entire time. Like between day 3, I'd already seen like people were giving up.
Queens was just the Becky show because Tina was sick and couldn't talk. Should I skip reacting to Queens on stream then and just watch it on my own? Like, does anything of importance happen? Because I don't mind doing that. Here, Doug. We'll do this for now then. There you go.
Up on Fat Camp, and I kept coming to you like, yo, we need to transition this to something else. This needs to be
Thanks,
more
Doug.
fun. And like we just kept holding on to Fat Camp. Like, this is what it is. And it's like nobody cares about me, Boogie, and fucking Mike working out.
I mean,
Okay.
we're always gonna have those
We'll skip Queens and just do Rewind then.
disputes, right? But one thing that bothered me is you said, "Let me tell you the $32,000 mistake you made. We could have waited a month and did this at Lord Rush's."
Since I am
100%.
going
At
to
the
do that though, does Tina actually shave her head, or did once again Queens clickbait for no reason? Because I've started taking Queens. First of all, in the Lolcat universe, the titles mean absolutely nothing, right? No one knows what, like, Rewind just copies and pastes both shows and kind of merges them together. So we don't really know, like, sure, we're going to talk about what happened on the shows for, like, a portion, but the rest of the show, we have no idea what Rewind's doing. Queens is just clickbait. We don't know what the fuck's going on ever on Queens. Like, Becky's getting punished, and then she scams everyone. Tina's getting a haircut. Liana? You're not allowed to quote the Minecraft movie. Clickbait? I'm shocked. Wow.
Time I didn't respond, but then I started thinking about that, days later, and I was like, Lord Rush don't got no place for us to stay. It's like, we still would have to get hotel rooms, and it would still turn out to be the same cost. There's land to do the shoots, but there's no housing. We'd have to stay somewhere.
We could, there's all kinds of variables with that. Like we could have tailored
Liana, I swear to God.
it back. I felt like there were too many people there to begin with.
I agree, but
I agree with that too.
saying one thing, and then actually doing it and experiencing it, and then learning from what went wrong, way different and way more valuable, right? I've learned so many lessons at Fat Camp, like so many.
One of the lessons I hope we learned is that we should never do anything more than a week.
I think you're right on that. I actually do think you're right on that. And if it is,
Like, I feel like everybody, like even after I left Fat Camp, everybody was on edge the entire time. Like everybody was just sick of each other. And then you add alcohol.
It kind of lost it. It kind of lost its appeal because they just started sitting there, right? Like the first week they went swimming, or maybe they went swimming that second Monday, but they did exercise. They threw a car in a lake, I guess. They did the races, the water, the lake stuff, and then the second half of Fat Camp, aside from like the swimming day, they just sat around. They didn't really do anything. Like, I enjoyed Fat Camp, I'm not complaining, right? But it wasn't really Fat Camp after that day. It was just nothing. Wings pushed his cat off the chair. Well, Uh, you're down to rewind in Madhouse. You're gonna stop watching live Trippy? Yeah, it was just sleep streams and everything else. Yeah, it lost its appeal. So if they're gonna do this 1 week cap on events, it's better. Yeah.
Mixed with I don't drink personally, but like it's just a bad time waiting to happen.
Boogie, you haven't talked that much.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
And also, people who don't drink typically don't want to be around people who are drinking.
Because I feel like this conversation is mostly between you two. What I will say is my motivation here is pretty clear from the very beginning.
If Wings is on today moving forward, well, most likely, yes. Trippy's Madhouse been good. Because I've been wanting to watch it, I just haven't had time. And the things, when they pop on to other shows, like, I think it'd just be fun to watch. Because it just sounds ridiculous. So I am interested.
Number one, I want to stay loyal to a friend who's been loyal to me. And like Jordy said, he took this show in part to help save my fucking house, and we did. And I don't want Jordy to have to go through any financial hardship because he walked away from the show. And secondly, I do think the three of us working together can continue to help Jordy work towards a better life for him and Kelly in every possible way. And I think Jordy's on that path, and I want to help encourage that. So I'm mostly just listening, because I think we're on the right path.
I'm gonna get caught up on TTS and I have to pee. Sorry, gentlemen.
Star super chatted $20. What about the financial, emotional, mental, and verbal abuse that Wings has committed on cam? DV isn't
Who cares about that nonsense?
just physical abuse. Stop
That's not me saying that. That's just me giving the,
gaslighting us to make it okay.
I mean, like I said, I think there's room for improvement in the relationship. And
Chillalot
most
super chatted
relationships, I think it's
$20. Wings, there's no such thing as a perfect human being. It was a mistake, but I do think you have anger issues and don't know your own strength. Glad you're taking steps to fix it. Promise
Wings
you will
is
get
on
through
live again tonight. Not surprised. Bunny and Tech have made it watchable. I like Jaffe. I think Jaffe's really funny.
this. Stay strong. Blue Collar Joe Bicep super chatted $20. Wings loves Kelly and messed up royally, but with that said, he has shown remorse and he should get another chance.
Anything is on the table, Peepaw. Also, hi.
Redliner, while we have a time here, Wing should deal with this long. I was actually trying to deal with this long.
YBS TV official. Ya boy super TV. Super chatted $20. Hashtag justice for fatty. I can sleep with King's wife on a Monday and be hired back on a Friday. Welcome back.
Whoa.
Wings lol King won't fire a PD file or a women beater pathetic. Wings King needs you show dies in 6 months without you.
Kelly, what you're doing
That
in
was
chat right
a
now is what
wild donation
it makes it look worse.
What's she doing in
Like,
chat?
that I will not comment on.
Saying she's willing to take a lie detector test and all this other stuff.
Here's the
what?
thing.
Like,
If you-
it's really hurt Kelly's feelings that people don't believe her that I don't hit her.
Yeah.
You know why? Because she said that she tripped as soon as she fell. And that's like a number one sign that people in that situation would do. So she can't really be upset by that. Yeah, he's always just trying to blame someone else. But that's not going to work. Like, I don't understand why she's upset about that. She doesn't need to be. It's dumb.
How frustrated were you going to fat camp? Like, is it the environment of fat camp? Like this is what I'm truly trying to understand, right? Did starving yourself, did driving, did sleeping in something that's not your bed? Like, what do you think were the contributing factors that caused this?
Honestly, I just felt like it took too long. Like yeah, I was starving, I was hungry, and I was sore and tired every day. But that's what it is. That's part of being a fat motherfucker, right? Like if you're doing anything, you're gonna get tired and sore and homesick. And I'm a homebody to begin with. I just
So
think
Kelly's parents laughed about it? Yeah, I remember that.
and a little too long. And like, if you would have never like went in there and told Kelly that I was fired, I don't think we have the fallout.
I was going to do another catch-up stream before this. But I saw he took the stream down on his channel. I don't know if he put it in members only or what he did. And I didn't want to watch one of his like detractors re-upload it because I don't want them to put a narrative a certain way. And also he did push her. Yeah, we know. We all know he pushed her.
When did I tell Kelly that?
You walked into like the streaming room after I first let the Becky thing leak, and you walked off and like flipped me off, and you walked in there, and she started texting me. She texted me like 15 times. Pull it back up here.
Because I'm not saying I didn't do that. I just truly don't remember it. There was a lot of events that happened right after that were like, you know what I mean? Were
She's like,
monumental.
shut up. She's supposed
Kyle
to show up.
Seidel super chatted $19.99. Hey Gino isn't happy Wings lied about him and wants to talk to Wings. I think he's in waiting.
Limo meeting, ring a bell. King just came and said you're fired. Oh my God, they're asking Wayans want the scale. Shut up. This is cringe. It's all right there.
You want to talk to Gino?
If you want to, I didn't say anything. I was a lie.
William Miller super chatted $12.87. Would you redo Fat Camp if it was just the three of you?
Yes. If I had to do Fat Camp all over again, I would not have the other shows there. 100%. I would have had, actually, I take that back. I would have had Tina and I would have had Mike and maybe even, truly maybe Becky and maybe Rewind.
Honestly, Tina
Yeah, the main three shows would be what I want to bring to the next thing we do.
The main three shows. I would not have had, Milkers, and no offense to them. I thought they were great there and I had a lot of fun with both of them. Or, Test, right? There was a lot of problems with Nightmare and, I just want to have these other shows.
So if you have,
some of these shows,
sure, you can go with like stress levels or whatever, but if you get rid of all these other shows, the Wings and Kelly thing still happens, doesn't it? Most likely. Like, sure, you change one thing, anything can change, right? But Wings was already talking about the Becky stuff, right? And then Keen gets pissed. They get into their little scuffle. Like, everyone that was involved in this situation is still there. Besides Roxy.
helped out big time at Fat Camp. Twiggy helped out.
Gino wants to confirm.
Grim helped out a huge.
Yeah,
Gino,
Becky and Kelly still would have had the issues, which would have been the hoodie situation. Like, everything is still at play there. You're only getting rid of the Roxy and Becky situation, which was an issue on its own. Yes. But all this other shit, still probably happening.
There?
Yes, I'm here. I'm upset, Wings. I was in the Discord defending you, and you throw me under the bus with a lie?
Cynthia Breyer
Look what happened
super
to
chatted
receipts,
$20.
One minute, quick
My
time out.
mom abused me constantly when I was a child. I forgave her before she passed. This is where my attitude for forgiveness comes from.
Thank you, Cynthia. We're going to pause TTS just to get through this. Go ahead, Gino.
I wasn't into Discord.
Twiggy is a psychopath. I 100% agree, Savage. I went on a whole spiel about Twiggy on my last locale stream. I was going to clip it, but I just never got around to it. I think it just works better in that stream. I don't think everyone who watches these streams in my audience already saw it anyway, so I just figured not to mess with it. But yes, I agree. Twiggy, he's a psycho. He sucks. He's not as good as people made him out to be, and his downfall is very entertaining. The fact that he went live and made $12 in the locale universe is insane.
Defended me. What I was in the Discord, what I did see is a drama alert tweet that took things out of context and didn't include everything, and that's what I'm upset about you about.
I'm pretty sure I was pretty fair on Drama Alert,
No.
And VC, all he does is, yeah, because that's all he is. That's all he is. He wants people to tell him how funny he is, how great he is, all that. He is a master manipulator. And I think people are slowly coming around to that. Slowly starting to see the real Twiggy. Even though he told them this. When he first showed up. He's like, I don't remember what he said. It was like sociopath or something. He just fucking... I love it. They did a poll for Twiggy punishments. Everyone said fire him. They should. I think Ozzy might be dead. Like, I think Razdov, if he goes back, he needs to be with... Bring back Sonic. Or Mitch. That'd be cool. But, who knows? It's a mess. It's not my mess to clean. I don't get paid the big bucks.
How is it not fair?
You clipped the forward momentum thing, and then you clipped, I forgot what the second thing said, that I didn't push her or something like that. And then...
No, for the caption,
And I hear about the manipulation he was doing with fans. Oh, manipulation, Twiggy. Huh, what was he doing? Did I miss this?
Straight up, like you just pushed your wife, which is factually what happened.
Right, but like you didn't include like 2 minutes down where somebody showed me the video, and I admitted, like, yeah, I ain't seen the video, but I did push her.
I also tweeted out your statement in entirety. We
I
covered
didn't
your
see
side
that.
of
All I
things.
seen was that first tweet where like you left out the fact that I admitted I pushed her almost 2 minutes after that. So it looked like you painted me in a way where like,
I was not trying to paint you any way. I was just trying to do my job.
You were though.
I wasn't.
Well, okay. Gino, or she, runs Drumlet, right? And so her job is to cover the most relevant news of the day. That was the biggest story of the day. You pushed
Right.
Kelly.
And I'm saying he clipped it out of context. He didn't leave the full context because it's a better story without the context.
But just tell me what was missing so we can better understand what you're saying.
Because like literally 2 minutes. Because like as soon as I went to the Discord and I said that, people like started showing me clips and screenshots of me pushing her. And at that point, I hadn't seen the video yet when I made those comments. And like within 2 minutes, maybe not even 2 minutes, I'm like, yeah, you're right, I did push her.
Okay, so
And he left that completely out of the post.
at one point you were in the Discord denying pushing her.
Correct.
And you're saying 2
Tweeted
minutes. And he tweets that, or she tweets that right away. Here's the thing. I can tell you this. Gino's fast. When Gino's on a story, Gino's going to be first of the world and going to break it.
This, sure, they might be fast, right? We're missing the point that this is a consistent thing. Like, I don't agree with this situation specifically, but they definitely have a narrative when they tweet. Like, if you go through and you look at, like, 10 Drama Alert tweets, you're going to see a narrative painted. You're going to see them leaning a certain way. Like, perfect example, right? Bell Blacks. When they tweet about Bell Blacks, it's like, transgender YouTube does this. I'm like, okay. Bell Blacks isn't known for being a transgender YouTuber. That's just something that happens to be a factor, right? So they have a narrative. Oh, Michelangelo. Interesting. So he's still doing the same old, saying that people don't like Razdov and all that, or saying that Razdov's. I get it. I'm not surprised.
A story, right? So is it possible Gino didn't see your acknowledgement that you were like, oh, wait, I did push her?
It's a possibility, but it was quick. Like they were hitting me quickly with these clips. Like, it was
What's up, Ani?
less than 2 minutes there. I'd almost say you could see it in the same like bubble, like in the Discord now, like it scrolls upwards. You could probably see it all in the same little text line.
I
And
made
what
an
she,
effort to get your side of things. I even tweeted out your Discord messages. I also covered multiple angles on it because a host sent me some extra footage. I made a fair and honest effort. I just feel slandered that you accuse me of like going after you when I was
Oh, get out of here.
in the Discord, like heavily defending you. I was getting so much shit on that day.
again, I did wrong on this, and it's my bad. But I felt like you didn't cover
Well,
the
he's just copying this entire stream, not just here.
story fairly.
I mean, I guess that's your opinion. I guess maybe
That's why Michelangelo hated Rostov. Interesting. I'm shocked that Twiggy sunk his teeth into another person to manipulate. I'm not surprised it was Michelangelo either. He seems like he would be easy to manipulate. He doesn't seem like he's, you know, all the way there. He's an interesting fellow. Yeah, I really like Rostov. He seems cool. Seems like a genuinely like decent person. He reminds me a lot of Mitch for different reasons. I feel like they have similar humor.
And that's
maybe
where we
it's a
had to agree to
situation,
disagree. Like, I don't hate you. I don't
That's
dislike
fair.
you.
I just feel a little bit offended because now it's like I genuinely was defending you in the Discord.
Here's a Twiggy
Now it's coming
stand.
across you like you throwing me under the bus.
That tracks.
I'm not throwing you under the bus to saying like
Well,
the
you
way
called in and
Is
you
he
came
still
in
a Twiggy stan? That's the question.
and you were immediately name dropping me.
because like you were one of the first points of reference that I felt like, wow, look at this.
Well, if I didn't cover it on Drama Alert, someone
I
else
know
would
you
have
had to. I know you had to cover it, but I was like, because like it looked malicious from my point of view because like you left out the context that I added almost instantly.
Anytime I cover a host from Locale Live, they always feel like it's some kind of personal thing, but it's really not. I'm just trying to
Also,
impressions on her page.
I gotta say, I truly gotta say, one, this has been going back and forth with you, Wings. All right, so first you said you didn't push her right in the Discord immediately, and then you saw the footage and you're like, I did push her, right? And then we were on the phone with you, and you were saying, I fucked up bad, like I took accountability, right? And then you were saying, well, she tripped, and then you put out the statement, right, to Twitter, and you're like, dude, I fucked up. That statement was beautiful, but then you're on your stream, and you and Kelly are again going with the trip narrative. So you have kind of been back and forth on this. It hasn't been a clean messaging.
A lot of that is Kelly convincing me she trips.
You should be doing dishes. Oh. I want to make a joke, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, she thinks she's helping. She's not. She's doing the opposite.
Right. Like she like the fact is like I had to spend the next week with her and we just talked about it over and over again and ran it. And it's one of those things that happens so quick. Like this whole exchange happened in less than like 2.5 seconds from like start to end. And it's like it's a series of unfortunate events. And it's I've even told her like let's just call it a push. Regardless if you think you tripped or not, we'll call it a push. Take accountability for it. It doesn't help us if you even if it's the truth. You got to give up the right to being right.
Gino, you're an asshole. Get the fuck out of Fat Camp. Like, what are you doing?
Hey, I rented the place. Well, it's mine.
Get the fuck out of here.
That picture looked better than the actual thing.
True.
Thank
We
you,
got
Doug.
Eric in waiting. Let's break things up and laugh for a minute.
I'm going to say this. Can we say how much the table cost?
We will in 1 second. Let's break a little bit of this up. What do you want, Eric?
Sorry
Thank
about
you.
that. I wasn't expecting to be on today.
Well, you were in members waiting.
Yeah, I know. I just thought I might as well show up to some shows. So
So Eric,
Damn, Eric, looks like I already pushed you. Your teeth all messed up.
Thank you.
Eric, I'm hearing rumors that you're not making
See,
my
you
Lego
guys are
video
nice. Thank you. I'm glad you guys blessed me.
anymore. You're planning on screwing me.
What?
Okay, can I explain my perspective?
Sure.
Okay, when I was getting trolled up to high heaven, and like
I'm gonna
it was really
Eric is on the last straw. Okay. He's pissing me off. If we don't get this video by the end of April, I'm done with Eric. He's not on the good list anymore.
starting to get to me, and I do realize that I owe you guys that stop motion, and I will finish it. And it's like, okay,
Yeah, Eric's shirtless is it's a nightmare. You know, not the good kind of nightmare like the host. Bad nightmare. Very scary nightmare.
I'm saying is I was originally planning to cancel it due to trolling, but I do realize that he owe you guys that stop motion, so it's like I want to finish it for you guys. I want to.
You're gonna finish this. I got a real question for you, Eric. I got a real fucking question for you. How do you feel about losing your show to that fucking like sexual energy that it turned into, and it's paraded around his nerves? What do you feel about that?
I'm not happy about it. Like I'm really not happy about it. But I get it. Audience wants buff weeb, and it's like I'm still gonna fight for my job back because I believe in local nerds. I believe it can be as successful as a show. But
I got a question, and Wings, I apologize in advance for this, but what is worse? Pushing your wife on a table or scamming Locale Live on the Lego video? What is actually worse?
It's pushing your wife on the table 100%.
Wait, let Eric answer.
pushing a wife on the table.
I disagree.
Okay, Keem, let me explain.
That sounds like a fair rule. I think we should definitely implement that rule.
I disagree. Let me explain my point of view. He's in a fit of anger, right? And he's not making an educated decision. He's making a highly emotional decision, right? That is horrible and wrong. And like, he needs all kinds of help, anger management, all this stuff. I get it, right? Bad, very bad. But this is a decision that you've had months to think about, and you've still decided to be evil. If Wings had months to think about, should I push Kelly? I don't think he would do that. But you had months to think whether or not you should scam us, and you have decided to scam. I find that to be pure evil.
Okay,
That's the difference.
so what's
If not
So what
premeditated.
happened was Friday, I was supposed to come onto Local Nerds to confront Buff Weed. And I believe what happened was I got kicked out of the live on air thing like 5 different times by John because it was everybody against Zay. So I didn't really have time to.
Once again, John still sucks. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid that everyone drunk at Fat Camp, alright? He still sucks.
Who say my piece and all, and I got server muted, and then I got timed out. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. The community isn't as thankful as they should be. It's like, but again, I changed my mind because I do realize I owe you guys that stop motion. And
Eric, I'm gonna give you the same fucking advice I gave Pharaoh. You got to hold accountability to yourself. You made yourself replaceable. Like look who you lost your fucking job to. You lost your job to Zay Zooted. This bitch like takes like weed packs and stacks them on a wall like it's a fucking flex.
Well,
Just imagine if I like
no, technically he lost his job to One Buff Weeb. Zay was already there.
Wendy's chili cups back here and just start stacking them up as I fucking ate them or some shit like that's a fucking flex, right? Like right now it looks like the dog fart after show after they just got done with a porno. They're like spinning a fucking wheel to see who gets drunk next. That's what they're going to. It's just it looks almost like fucking like cam girl fucking site.
But you know what?
They're just letting it happen.
They're making more money than Eric ever made, though.
Yeah, I agree with you. They are making more money, but like Eric, can you not beat cam girl light?
Probably.
Then why aren't you doing it?
I'm trying to do that. And I started hearing every show like
No, you're doing the exact same Pharaoh did. I told Pharaoh, like, go with the fuck in there. You got a host role still. Tell him you got to show that you're gonna be fucking entertaining, but you just don't do it. You just sit there and you goon, and you just get punked out. Like when Keemstar came at you just now, like, where's that fucking video? And then he related it to like me pushing my wife, and it said it was
give
work.
advice. I agree. He is not. Yeah, for multiple reasons. Wings should not be giving advice.
First, you should have fucking manned the fuck up. Like, how the fuck is that worse?
Yeah, I do apologize for that. It's just
Grow a set of nuts, big homie.
I will.
All right. Thank you, Eric.
Don't worry, I will work on that stop motion and release it.
You know the best way to get people to stop saying that you're scamming us?
What?
By getting the fucking video done. Getting it
Make the
done.
goddamn thing.
Get the fucking video.
You fucking loser.
What the fuck are you thinking?
Fucking moron.
All right, that was a nice intermission. I'm going to unpause the TTS.
YBS TV official. Ya boy Super TV. Super chatted $20. If Gino is a she, well she. Wings might push her next for slander loudly crying.
Brantley, I need one if you could bring me one. Thank you, lovely. Bring your little friend
Joseph
too.
Lucera super chatted $19.99. Go fluff yourself. Wings abusing women crazy. Pouting.
I don't understand a word he just said.
Neither.
Go fluff your wife. I don't understand.
You might like that.
Ethereal just said they sell Eric's teeth at Spirit Halloween. That's fucking cold.
Oh my god.
That's cold.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
Dude, he's going to push us on tables. Eric's going to get, that's the disrespect that we give him. It's too far.
We were going to talk about the table. Can we say how much the table cost?
Yeah, let's jump into that. So the table that
This is the craziest shit right here.
the table that was damaged at Fat Camp.
Buff is entertaining. Again, I think they build him up a little too much. But he is sometimes funny. But he's not like, I don't know. He's not going to make me watch Nerds though.
is truly, honest to God, and I verified it. We spent hours looking for the same exact table. That exact table is a $5,000 metal outdoor table. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, hey, I bought a similar table at like Big Lots or Walmart that was only like $1,100, maybe $800, right? How the fuck is it $5,000?
Neglected_Tibbles super chatted $19.99. What DDID miss I'm late AF. Wings, how is unemployment doing? Boogie you fat. W rewind RWO for life hard RS in the chat, better show than any other yo.
How the fuck is it a $5,000 table?
Yeah, I thought they were fucking joking when they told me like the table's $5,000. I'm like, oh, King's over here trying to fuck me out of fat camera. Look at this shit. Then he showed a picture of it. I'm like, this motherfucking table's $5,000. And then like we ended up finding the table for like what, $3,800, but you had to pay $200.
No. There's only one place to buy this table. It's $5,000, but if you have the yearly membership with the company or whatever, they'll bring it down to like $3,300.
Yeah, it's like good
wild.
lord, this fucking table's ridiculous. And it's not metal, it's aluminum, which aluminum is a metal, but like it's different. It's a hollow table. But like it's supposed to be rust resistant, you know, to the elements and everything like that. But like it was a well made table. But like, damn, son,
it wasn't that well made. I have got so many of those fucking aluminum tables and shit. I buy a lot of my outdoor furniture on Temu.
I hate my life. 99 super chatted.
Temu.
$19.99. I just hit a dog going 70 miles per hour in my
Temu.
truck. What a horrible Xmas.
You gotta save that for Christmas Eve, you retard. Why are you doing that meme now?
Retard.
I gotta say the streak fucking continues. Every trip I've taken a local live is costing me money.
$20. Everyone needs to forgive the Pepsi pimp. He was low on carbs, had deficiency of Wendy chili, and no one wanted to look here and listen to him.
Low call alert. I have a meeting with you tomorrow. Be available. I'm gonna call you on Discord whenever I'm free. Be available, fucker.
But I don't want to. War Prime super chatted $19.99. Hey Wings, look here, look, listen, I just wanted to say that I don't agree with what you did, but I still would love to have you come back in some capacity. Stay strong, biceps.
Thank you, sir.
Kima's going to take my idea that I had like a year ago, where someone takes everything that goes on into the locale show and puts it into a YouTube show. Basically what we're doing here, but in video form, it's like 15-20 minutes at most. I guarantee you that's what that's about. And that's smart. I was originally going to do it. I was talking about it like in January. But that's just too much fucking work. I'm not doing it. If I knew the views would come, then I would consider it. But, nah. I like doing it the way I'm doing it now. What do you guys?
Sold a 5-piece patio at Walmart for like $100. Like honestly, like with the quality of the furniture in that house, I thought that table was going to be like a $400 or $500. I really did.
Wings, you are the GOAT. We both knows you regret what you did. By the way, Boogie last stream sucked so bad I thought the entire show was dead. Thank God he is back. Hooray, hooray.
That means Timu's gonna be fucked. It's gonna be sad times. Sad times.
Hooray,
No more Timu.
hooray, hooray.
Guys, Wings is not
118 super chatted $19.99.
Bye, Doug.
How old is your dog Boogie?
15. The other one's 4.
Wings is not back. Wings is a guest on the show. All right, but we want to see how this goes, right? And we want to see if we can figure out some path back. Like I don't know, when Boogie faked cancer, it felt like this whole thing was falling apart, right? But we found our way back, right? Wings in this situation, I feel like somehow, some way we can find our way back. If I fuck up, I hope we can find our way back. You know?
I mean, if anybody deserves the second chances I've been given, Jordy definitely deserves his second chance.
I want to address this. Willie for not worse. His Wings is like the new Wings, like the same Wings, never changes. Like, here's the thing though, right? Like going into this, like I have to continue to be the person that people liked on the show. I have to like make fun of people, gotta like be somewhat aggressive. Like how do I be completely calm on a show designed around yelling and drama? Right? Like it kind of defeats the purpose if I just sit here and be Boogie or like even like Rastov. Like I don't know where you guys are going with that one.
Have you talked about the going off the medication? Do you think that played a factor? I'm really curious because we get hit with that all the time. It's all over the Reddit. It's Keem and Boogie's fault.
I can't say one way or another based on that because like my brain doesn't create.
I'm pretty sure it did play a factor. Whether it was the sole reason or not, you know, that's a thing on its own. But it definitely played a factor.
Serotonin like it's supposed to. So my medicine helps my body create serotonin. Serotonin is something that keeps you calm. Could have been a factor, probably. I mean, I hadn't took it for 3 days at that point, and that's mainly because I wasn't eating. And if you don't eat, you kind of get like it has side effects. But like, do I feel like that was the main factor? I don't know. Probably not.
Didn't you go cold turkey like weeks before?
Yeah, but I went back on it for the fat camp stuff.
Good. Well, okay.
But then I couldn't take it regularly at fat camp because you got to eat with it.
Why did you go back on it? Because I didn't know you went back on it.
I went back on it because of like the spread out on Omni, and I didn't want to be that person.
Okay, so that was the moment. You know?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because like I don't like getting that mad where I feel like I can't control myself. And like I know this looks bad because I don't. That's not gonna help. Say it anyway.
Just say it. You might as well.
I feel like I'm a very calm, down to earth person 99% of the time.
Oof.
And I feel like even people around me will know who say that. And nobody agrees. Thank you guys.
It was definitely a factor. It definitely was. Like this isn't the one thing caused this. Like the medicine plays a huge factor. There was also other contributors.
But you don't think I'm a calm person most of the time?
I think most of the time you mute your emotions. I
don't have
don't know
emotions.
what's going on underneath, honestly.
I don't have
emotions.
emotions. We've seen your emotions.
Sometimes.
So I
Guys,
think you do a really good job controlling yourself 99.9% of the time. Yeah.
guys, we're gonna talk to some of you guys. You're okay with talking to the fans? But you got to keep it
Go for it.
short. You're not gonna be in here a long time. You're gonna come, make your point, and then leave. Getting members waiting. We'll talk to a bunch of you and just kind of see where you guys are at with all this. What do you think you should do to make amends for this? Like, what can you do?
I think I'm doing what I need to do to make amends for this. I need to be real with myself and make sure me and Kelly is good. And I did the online anger management. People said that wasn't good enough, so I'm looking for offline anger management. But if I go to offline anger management, those classes are most likely going to fall right around Local Live coming on. So like, it is what it is. It's like, that's what I said today. Like, I don't think I'm in the right mental space for this stream today, and I wanted to push it off because like I don't know where I want to go.
I actually
with my life at
disagree
this
because
point.
I think you're handling this pretty good. Boogie, what do you think?
I think it's good, dude.
Yeah, I think you're doing fine. You know.
See, I think it's a disaster. I think people are going to take away from the stream is that I didn't take accountability, which I've said multiple times. I want to take accountability for this. Like, I'm in the wrong.
Well, you got to
And
understand.
I have this thing, and it makes me a local where I keep wanting to defend myself, and I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you got to understand.
That
right?
is
This-
what you're
this
doing.
month-
That is why people say that. You are taking some accountability, but you're not taking all of it. You're trying to find some excuses, and it's just not. It's not good. You don't need to do that, right? Even if you believe that in your heart, don't say it.
Right, I'm trying to get my full box in here. This amount of people will never forgive you no matter what. This amount of people are for forgiveness. Like, they want to see you do better, right? This amount of people don't give a fuck what happened, and they fuck with you, right? So you're dealing with 3 types of different fans, right? I mean, I'll ask. I'll actually do a poll based on that. Let me see here. Start a poll. Thoughts on wings. Let me unpause the TTS because we're so far behind.
100%. Yeah, that's. Donos drive the show. If the show wasn't making money, Local would have died a while ago. Local dies when the money dies.
Let's get caught up on those.
Reese super chatted $25.74. How could you not have had test? Grim ran your entire show and made everything happen. Keen, you're so ungrateful. Keen, you didn't hold your cool, you were scared. And yet again, you're Dan, you're going to ignore a TTS transgender flag.
I'm gonna be honest. As far as like, yes, Grim helped out huge, but I could put literally anybody in that situation to hit a button. I've done it. You know.
Control plus Alt plus Della super chatted $19.99. We love and miss wings. There's Def a way back. This show holds people accountable. If he leaves, then we are giving up on him, and that's not what this community does. Secure super chatted $20. Keen, if they are going to make you pay $5,000 to replace that table, then you need to make it clear to them that you are going to take the old one.
I know.
Place it at your camping area if Tina does not want it.
I know, but it's too late on that. Like, I can't ask. Like, what are they gonna do? Ship it to me?
Joshua
That's a whole other
Apocalypse
cost.
super chatted $19.99. Wings punishment should train boxing lose weight for members only, but the couch has to be like drill sergeant.
You should get that table, but I guess you can put it in the Local Museum.
Level.
All right, guys, there is a poll out there. Thoughts on Wings? 1, I'll never forgive him. 2, if he takes accountability.
Coaches
And 3,
187
bring him
super
back. I
chatted
don't care.
$20. What are you talking about? Pimp Rastov was a great host for LCL. Make a poll.
True.
I'm sure numbers would be close.
I like
No,
Rastov.
Rastov does not fit with the dynamic of the show. He's great, and I do like him on here. Don't get me
He's a good replacement. Whether he's good enough to be a regular on the show, probably not. You gotta have big names on this show, okay? He held his own, I think. He held his own. He did fine. He's a good substitute.
Which is funny. The one episode that I
Ring
caught
super
with
chatted
Rastov was on, and you went on about
You
Social
bring Wings
Security.
back after beating his wife, and he's already complaining about how you made him stream today and how he didn't want to. Never beating the land monster allegations.
That's so true.
Yeah, Grim did everything at Fat Camp with no complaints. Keem's always talking about it's so easy to do this, so easy to do that, but he can never find people who do it. Grim is one of those who will do it. He's not easily replaceable. We've seen him do it with editors. We've seen him do it with all these other things. Movie scripts, all these people he works with. It's like, oh, it's so easy to do this. Is it? Because you're having a hard time finding the right people. Rastov is a legit team player, yeah, for Local. Rastov wants to see Local to the best it can be.
BB underscore Phil super chatted $26.32. Go easy on our beloved plump pimp. This reinvigorating of Wings trolls is worse than any punishment the LCU could ever think of. Ethan Klein also
Facts.
said there just has to be a pat back. Don't forget that.
So, as of right now with the poll, thoughts on
All right, well-
Wings? 22%
Who cares what Ethan Klein has to say?
will never forgive him. 33% or 34%, excuse me, will forgive him if he takes accountability, and 44% don't give a fuck. So, most people don't give a fuck. But about
That's
half of
exactly. That's what Keem took away from that. Most people don't care. Maybe we'll lose a small percentage, but exactly. That's what I said at the beginning of the stream.
them will just never forgive him.
Yeah, Lord Rush says he'll get the table if you want him to.
Maybe we get the table.
I think we should get the table. Like, if we're paying $5 grand
I'll
for that
text him
table,
right
we should
now.
get it.
All right, I'm gonna text
That
him
means
right now.
78% of people want him to have a path back.
And I also want to say this, which I don't know what happened after I left, but the pool table leg was broken before we got there.
Well, someone left a stain on it. That's what they're upset about. They knew that like the leg had a problem. That they're upset about is somebody stained the goddamn felt.
Yeah, but aren't they charging us for the leg and the slate top?
They did
No, I
not
think
charge us
that's
for the pool table at all because I
Oh,
told
okay.
them that we didn't do that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, because I was like, that's some bullshit if we get charged for that fucking pool table leg.
Did Tina and Becky decide to agree to help pay for the table to help offset the fucking cost?
I don't think Becky agreed. I think she relented.
The last I know is that me, Mike, Tina, and Becky will be paying for the damages at Fat Camp.
That's nice. Thank you, guys. Even Becky, thank you.
All right, I just
Everyone
texted
is
him, I said, "Can we grab
replaceable. Yeah, that probably is how Keem thinks. I don't think that's true though. I think Boogie is irreplaceable. Boogie kind of runs this show as much as Keem does, close to it at least. Not runs it as in puts in the work, but runs it as in the moments that go viral. Mostly Boogie.
the damaged outdoor table since we paid for it?" So we'll see what he says. If he says no, then we do kind of have a problem. We just bought a brand new one.
Yeah, no shit.
Okay, we're caught up on alerts.
Because Keem hated the idea I had for the table.
What was your idea? I can't remember now.
Oh.
I wanted the table, and I was going to shoot a video of Kelly like
Exactly. It's like we're back to normal now. We got wings back. 78% of people don't care. They want it back. And yeah, that's all that matters.
pushing me and throwing me on top of it multiple ways.
Abelnetro super chatted $14.06. Let's keep things fair. Wings should only be back on if Kelly is filmed pushing him to the floor. I'm talking
That's
a
what
Wings
he
head
just
bouncing
said.
on the pavement kind of push.
That's what he just said. Oh my God, Keem, we just got a donation
Detective_Tibble
saying
super chatted $19.99. Can we just cut the shit and reveal he's coming back? PLZ.
Look, we're not there yet, but I would like to see Kelly push wings on a table. I kind of want to see that now.
I really want to see that.
I kinda
and
wanna see
literally, as that happened, so Ventrio said Wings should only be allowed back on if Kelly is filmed pushing him to the
Do
floor.
you have the folding table there, Wings?
John
I
Pro
think we
super
took- I think
chatted
we-
$19.99. Devon, get the tables. Big ups to Kelly
I'm
for
gonna
lasting
this.
longer than Boogie. Also, look here and listen.
I think we broke one of them, and the ones that we didn't use, I think I returned them.
So there's no table at your residence right now that you could potentially be pushed on.
There's one I can push on it, it won't break.
Okay, I think we get it. Let's bring it into the studio.
It's not going to fit in this room.
Well, how are we going to heal unless you get pushed onto a table? I don't know the path forward.
I mean, like, I could get a table, but it just won't be this particular evening.
There has to be some table in the house.
There's my eating table right here, but like it's a 400-pound oak table. It's not going to break when you get thrown on it.
There's no other table?
Jesus.
No, you've been to my house. How many tables do I have in my house?
Do you have
You
a
don't got a lot of
coffee?
furniture.
What about an iron board?
And the ironing
I
board.
think I have an ironing board, but that's just going to.
I mean, what about some cardboard boxes? Throw his ass into some cardboard boxes or something.
Kelly's
just-
going to get something. She might know something I don't know.
I think for us, I think we need to see you pushed onto something.
You know, it's funny because Kelly comes and shoves shit in my face all the time here.
What do you mean?
Oh, Kelly does have a table.
Oh boy, here we go.
Apparently, we have one of the little black tables that we set the computer up on still.
Oh, God.
There you go.
Hey, Keem.
Here's the issue, though, right? The table's fine. Oh, never mind. She has one of the big white tables. We never returned them? How would we do this?
I just want to take
You might want to go put some leggings on. Because you want to be on camera.
All right. I got to pee real quick. Sorry.
Dude, I've been trying so hard not to cough during this fucking stream. I don't know what the fuck I got at Fat Camp, but this shit.
I get what I wanted.
Well, this was always going to happen. Wings was always coming back. I don't want to sound like, oh, I knew it, oh, I told you so, or anything, but how many times are we going to play the same game and expect a different outcome? Sure, this was a little bit different, but so was faking cancer. And we just let that, like, you know, like, you fake cancer. Faked it. Faked it. Like, looking, like, saying it now, it's not as big of a deal as it was then. Because that, when Boogie found his way through that, that is when I knew. It doesn't matter what they do. It's locale. They're fine. They can do anything. And they'll be back. And they're going to make all the money doing it. They're still going to be number one after Wings is back. Doesn't matter.
I do. Because, like, Kelly pushing me on the table is just going to be me falling back on the table on my own accord, right? Because she physically can't push me over.
Yeah.
That's
How
what
about
I'm
I lay on the
saying.
table?
I don't know how they're surprised either. How are the hosts surprised when we all saw it coming? Like, I'm not even screaming scripted anymore. I'm not on that boat. I don't think everything's scripted. But I knew this was going to happen. I knew it.
And she gets on the couch and jumps on top of me.
Do both. Do both.
It's like we only get one shot at this.
That's true. This will be funny as fuck. I see a lot of people in chat like, oh, I don't know. No, this is gonna be funny as fuck.
What do you guys think, Chad? You guys want her to push me and I just do like a crash fall into the table, or do you want me to lay on the table and she jump like a splash onto me?
Ouch.
I'm not gonna get mad and lose it, dude, because I don't get mad like that.
Yeah, like it's 0% chance of that happening.
Like even if somebody were to hit me, I'm not gonna get mad to lose it like that. The only issue is like I don't want Kelly like physically striking me, so like it'll take the ads off of the video.
Dude, I'm furious. I just went to go piss. It's snowing outside. It's fucking snowing.
We have a frost advisory in fucking Arkansas tonight. The world has gone to shit.
So like there's two ways we can do this table thinking. There's Kelly can push me and I can do a crash fall through it, which is basically throwing myself through the table.
Okay.
Josh Liv Offical super chatted $19.99. Just join Discord on the phone wings and set it up.
Or I can lay on the table. Kelly can climb onto the couch and splash me.
If you lay on the table, it's gonna crash.
Jalen Lewis super chatted
Table's gonna crash
$19.99.
That's a good point. So you're not going to be able to lay there and wait for her to jump.
I kind of like the splash. Boogie, how do you want it?
I like the idea. If the table can support him long enough for her to like jump up and push him, like wrestling slam him. Because like he said, Kelly pushes him down. She can't push him down.
$19.99.
I agree, Ann. I agree.
Wing's only path of redemption is if you send him to the railroad tracks. Yes, the tracks. Keem knows the way back into the people's heart. I will forgive Wings if you fire Boogie. Otherwise, Wings versus Cyborg. Omeo my super chatted $19.99. We know Wings will be back. As a punishment meant he shouldered do a stream of anger management for every stream he missed from Fat Cam.
I literally forgot about that.
I just want to see you get better and do better. We know you're not a bad guy.
I literally thought about that. I forgot about that. Remember at one point we were gonna have him fight Cyborg?
Oh yeah.
I completely forgot about that. Oh god, this is gonna get bad.
I thought we actually did.
Oh no.
That table can support him initially.
_random_hero_ super chatted $20. Have Kelly do the Macho Man elbow drop to Wings.
Oh god.
Also, hi everyone.
You're gonna have to like.
All right, Kelly off the top ropes of the couch.
That's why I came up with the splash. This is gonna hurt.
I know.
Like,
Yeah.
What not to do is don't hit your head on the desk.
I can't make promises.
Wait, she can't make promises. What the fuck? Oh god.
I think we're gonna do the splash.
Yeah, do the splash.
You'll climb to the couch and jump over me.
Yes, do the splash. Oh god.
This is a bad idea.
Hey Becky, I hope you're watching. This is your punishment next.
You know in WWE, when they say, please don't try this at home?
Oh god.
This is why we're doing the splash.
I would definitely get the dogs out of there. You don't want one of those dogs under the table.
Try it again.
Okay.
No.
Let's see what they're saying.
I said I would definitely get the dogs out of there. You don't want one of those dogs under the table. And then
Problem is, I don't have an office door.
oh shit. Yeah, I say the splash.
Come on, Bailey.
I say the splash will be fine. That camera angle is way better. But maybe down just a tad. Yeah, right there.
This was the dumbest thing they ever did.
I was trying to prove to her.
I don't know about that.
Nobody,
They've done some pretty dumb stuff. That's a big statement.
people believe that she can actually push me.
We'll see. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, she cannot push you.
You ever watch wrestling, Kelly?
I was not a loser.
Wow. Wow. She lost some cool points for that one. Wow. All right. Fuck you, Kelly.
He said
I'm
okay.
gonna need you to climb onto the couch, like that. Yeah, and I'm gonna lay on the table and you jump.
Just jump over you.
Yeah, try.
Oh, so I too?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh god, I'm so nervous.
Yeah. Yeah, if this goes wrong, my god.
Dude, this table
Yeah, I
must be a
agree.
horrible, horrible person because it's about to go to hell.
Is it actually great too?
Our health insurance is paid up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh god. Oh no. It's going. It's going. There's no way he lays on this.
Oh,
It's not going to. It's going to break.
Lay quick. Lay quick. Lay quick.
I'm going to get hurt.
Lay quick.
Go quick.
Lay flat. Ice. You're on ice. Don't
She's
put all your weight
saying
in one
I
spot.
am going
Lay-
to get hurt. Oh shit. That's not a good luck. Not a good luck. Like, morally, and the normal side of things, awful idea. This should not be happening. Lolcow wise, this is hilarious. This is peak content. This is great. But these are also real people, so I can't.
Lay. Oh god. Lay.
Hey, go quick,
Lay
quick,
down.
quick, quick.
Lay. Spread the weight
Distribute
out.
the weight, distribute the
Distribute the
weight.
weight. Distribute the weight.
Hurry, you got this. Hurry.
Distribute the weight.
Oh, Lord.
Too bad.
Oh
Oh,
god.
God.
Oh god. Distribute the weight. There you go. Oh
Oh, God.
Oh no.
All right, it's holding.
Oh god.
It's holding.
Oh God.
Why am I so nervous to do this? Because I know I'm about to hurt you?
Possibly.
Oh God.
I went through one of those tables. It was fine.
I hate this so much.
Jesus
God.
Christ.
One more time. One more time.
Oh my God.
They have you now.
Oh, that's the Jordan family mating ritual.
You know-
What is the mating call?
Dude, if I'm Kelly though, I'm pissed off. She got the steel table. Wings got the plastic one.
You're right.
Don't yell. You know, you're just gonna lay here the rest of the show with your headset? Here.
Okay, Wings, the chat is pretty pissed off. They said Kelly got the steel table and you got the plastic one.
Hers was aluminum.
Better. We good now?
Hers was aluminum. Honestly, I thought that it was going to break from me just sitting on it, and then she jumped on it and it held. I'm like, what the
Right?
fuck?
All right, well, okay, now that you're in that spot, I feel like she needs to jump on you one more time. Because the camera angle's perfect. She's got
There's
to
some sturdy tables.
hit you with that elbow drop, that Macho Man elbow drop.
Wait for just a little bit. So I'm like under the desk.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
there you go. She got it.
All right, Kelly.
Have her get up on that arm on the left-hand side, the far
Tamajam
one.
super chatted $20. Wings, where did you get that table? That's
We're
got
gonna
to be
need
the
you to,
strongest
Walmart
table in the
is right.
world.
Like you do this,
It's a good
you
table.
come off and hit me with the elbow.
Yep, right on the tummy. Macho Man. Randy Savage.
Come on, don't jump on Bailey.
Dude, you guys
From
and your
the
little
dog.
dogs. Fucking
Look,
little dog.
the best dogs. They're like cats, but they're dogs.
No.
By the way, I gave Skipper a haircut, and Skipper
Big
looks
dogs.
so weird.
How do I do that?
Show us. I want to see that.
Jump on you again?
Yeah.
From the far
Do
side.
it!
From the far side. Wings the other one. That way she can hit you with an angle. Oh, God. This is going to be bad. Elbow drop.
Do it
Right in the belly.
Yeah, that one.
So I just come down and jump like this?
You want to basically splash with the elbow drop.
So I just jump down with my elbow?
Yep.
I'm sorry in advance.
That was so
Jesus
weak.
Christ.
Well, she has to literally jump into a hard surface. You look like you're having fun.
Well, Wings, here's the good news. The chat is saying you've
All-time
been
low
forgiven
for
10%.
locale.
You only got 90% to go.
It's close.
Oh.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Am I excused?
But like Ann said earlier, it's not an all-time low for donations, and that's what matters.
I don't know, we gotta get the table up.
Greek girl said y'all are sick. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
What
What are you
do?
gonna do?
Three.
Exactly. That's the response I expected.
Doing this
It's a sick world. Either you make fun of it or you don't. I mean, that's it. Those are choices.
Like
It's a
kind
sick
of,
fucking world.
yeah. I don't know much more you can do. You know, you have to find joy in life. You know, you can't just-
UPGR4D
But how do you
super
not
chatted
expect
$20.
this? I don't get it. That's what baffles me about this. These people aren't that dumb. I get they're locals, but they're not this dumb. I don't think. Maybe I'm giving way too much credit.
Kelly finally got to be on top of Wings.
We'll just
I promise you, he ain't never on top. If anybody's ever on top, it's her.
appreciate your assistance.
What's up?
Wings is a climber?
No, he did way more
Billy.
damage than he did at Fat Camp Tour if he got on top.
What's up, Fridge Billy?
Hey, I like to see Kelly back around here. I think we forget a lot that Kelly was part of the family too, and
Yep.
Wings being gone means Kelly was gone.
Yep.
And Kelly's part of the fam. Wings part of the fam.
So what's the deal with your girl, Billy?
You know, got the internet going nuts.
Right. But I sent her a message privately. She completely ignored me.
I assume you mean Xylee gets real?
Yes.
I think
What do
she.
you, what do you expect? She's not going to talk to you. Are you insane? That is not happening. I don't even know how you even begin to think about that. You clearly weren't watching Locale. At all. Jesus Christ.
has very high opinions of what happened that are very high from even before what happened. I think she. I think her opinions of this are from years before what you did even.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, Xylee and Tina will probably never, ever forgive you.
Yeah, I don't even know it's about forgiving you. They're carrying weight from a long time ago. The work you have to do
That kind of
is for
goes
you,
hand in hand, though.
and what they have to do. I don't think that's
Right. I just feel like they
all
doesn't.
separate
I
roads.
just feel like Xylie's not even giving me a chance to defend myself for it.
Real quick. Silco's or S1 Kilos said this is embarrassing and everyone should unsub. And there's other people that feel that way as well. But that's not going to happen. We've ran multiple polls, and most people do want Wings back. Just so you know.
Exactly. That's exactly what I said. If it's not the majority, it doesn't matter. They'll get that 20% back from other people. Oh, your girl? Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Oh boy.
You know. So
I think that's something you do have to address. Everybody that has those feelings are something that they're going to have to either overcome with themselves while watching the show, or they're going to have to walk away from the show, right? Because that's baggage they have with themselves at the end of the day.
I disagree.
And
I think you can just tell them to fuck off. You don't want to talk to them, or not at all. You don't have to pick a side. You don't have to forgive someone to stay on the show. I don't think you can hold a grudge. I don't agree with that.
We understand it.
And I wouldn't blame anyone if anyone was like, "Dude, fuck this. I don't stand for this, and I'm out. I'm gone." You know, like
Yeah, I've seen a couple of people said that they're domestic abuse victims. This is triggering to them. If he comes back, they're done. And I literally told one of them, I'm like, you got to do whatever makes you the most comfortable.
They're so
like,
right.
I fully
They're
100% support that.
To
so
those
right to do
people,
so. Yeah.
those people, I want to say, I think it's slightly unfair for you to think that Wings is responsible for the worst possible things that you could think of. But we do know what Wings did. We saw what Wings did, and we understand that was terrible. But we don't know if Wings is an abuser in the worst sense of the word. We know what Wings did was terrible.
He was like, Zali doesn't know me anything. I didn't say she owed me anything. She doesn't have to be. She doesn't even have to like me at the end of it. All I asked for was like her to at least talk to me before making a grave choice, and she wouldn't. She refused to do that.
And this is the thing, right? To talk to you, she has to address things in herself that's work she has to do with herself just to talk to you, right? And that's unfair to ask her.
Because like I consider Zali my friend, and I still want her to be my friend. And if she can't get past this, okay, fair enough. I at least wanted to say my piece.
And
right?
she might be able to get
I'm
to
still
that
the same
point.
person that she liked beforehand.
She might be able to get to that point, but she'll have to confront what she's asked to confront first, and that's her thing. She's gonna have to deal with herself before she can get there. That's her path. That's where she is, right? A lot of people have a whole lot going on in their minds that before they can ever deal with your shit, they got to deal with their own.
Let's
shit,
deal with the shit that you and Boogie did the other day. It's like I looked at this shit, I'm like, God Lord, they're dying out here.
The food thing, yeah.
You just went to fat camp and you just lost 50 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting back on the right track, and the answer to this is let's mukbang chicken wings.
Well, he was eating vegetables. I was eating chicken wings, by the way.
I don't give a fuck about Boogie. Boogie's in a better space than he's been in a long time in his life. Boogie's half the man he used to be, right?
Yeah.
You got like 10% of your heart working, and you're a big boy, right? Like
yeah.
And like you need these wins. You don't need to have setbacks. You know what I'm saying? Because like,
did you calorie check my mukbang?
I did not calorie check your mukbang.
The majority of it was vegetables. If you look back at the page, the majority was vegetables.
$19.99. I am just worried that Wings pushes Kelly down on her back more than Lily Phillips lays on hers.
Jesus.
Look, I will say this. The show bombed. The show has more dislikes than any other show we've ever done.
See, but now that Wings is here, we're allowed to laugh at those jokes. That's the difference. Xylee is in a tough spot. 100%. And I don't really know what she should do. It's not my place. I'm not going to really comment on that too much. I don't know. I hope she makes the decision that's best for her. Wherever she's happier, if she feels like she can overcome and tackle something like that, good on her. If she doesn't want to and she doesn't feel comfortable and she decides to exit, good on her. If she picks the middle ground, says fuck Wings, but she's going to stay and stick around, maybe she goes, but she doesn't interact with Wings at the events, good for her. But I don't know. I don't. It's a really fucked situation to be in.
$9.99. That shit doesn't matter. The fact that everyone knew he would be back and you all played it like you're so hurt and mad Abbott and oh, he's gonna have to work his way back. Okay, now this is scripted.
You mean just like the Becky thing? How they knew Becky was there and they found a way to play it into the stream? Kind of like how they knew they wanted to bring Wings back and they kind of told you that over and over again. They literally said it on stream. We want Wings back. Multiple times. They said, we want Wings back on OCal Live. It's just a matter of the path. They've literally said that. So why surprised? Why donators? Why? But she's on the Rewind show. She's going to be forced to... Yeah. Probably. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how it's played.
First off, I haven't agreed to come back yet.
First of all, if you're upset that Wings pushed Kelly, the whole thing was scripted, just so you know. It was all planned.
Yep, it was always a plan. Thank you.
I thought it was funny
It's a cop-out.
to suggest a mukbang when Keem was gone. That's a fat thing to do.
Yeah.
And if you're
It was
mad
my
at
fault going through with it, though.
if you're mad at me,
I think your joke is serious.
Super chatted $9.99. As someone who was on the receiving end of a murder-suicide attempt resulting from DV, you all
Jesus
need to learn to manage your
Christ.
triggers.
Holy shit. I don't know if these donations are real, but there's some fucking trauma in these chatters. Jesus.
Get help instead of seeking victimhood.
I do like that dono. I do like that dono because that dono is like, hey, look, this is a serious issue. Figure out a way to manage your triggers. And the reason I even know that is because of our private conversations with Wings. Because Wings,
Yeah, but they suppose that's the thing, Trippy. Supposedly, Wings isn't allowed to go to any more IRL events. He'll be there, 100%. He'll be at the next one. He'll be right there, front and center.
Is doing a domestic violence type thing, and he was explaining to us that he was learning his triggers, right, and the root of some of the shit. So yes, like that is a good donation, and that's exactly what needs to happen.
They'll all be at the ghost camp. If they go through the ghost camp, they'll all be there. It was Wing's idea to do that trip. Wings is probably the one doing the most research for that trip. He'll be there.
I want a world where Wings and Kelly can come back. I would love that. I don't know what that's going to take. I'm not responsible for that world to happen, but I would like to see Wings and Kelly back personally.
Joseph Lucera super chatted $9.99. My mom and me were abused by an alcoholic. If he comes back, I am out. It's unacceptable.
Gee, that's unfortunate. Too bad you're not majority of the audience, is what, the thoughts.
I'm sorry that anything on the show has brought up insane like feelings that some of you are dealing with. Like, Xylee and Tina, it was hard seeing them live this at Fat Camp and their reaction to this and how much this truly means to them. Like, it's one thing to hear somebody on the internet give their opinion. It's another thing to see it in real life. And I saw it in real life with Xylee and Tina, and that's part of the reason why we were so stern with Wings when it came to the slap video, the Twiggy video, is like, we're in real life with two people that were affected by domestic violence, and they're telling us, and we can see the fear on their faces and the anger and the upset. And that's when it becomes real, when you're face to face with someone in real life, with someone that has dealt with this stuff and their reaction to what took place.
Yeah. And so,
good on Xylee for her going through all that shit, and then as soon as it happening, her trying to like calm down Boogie. That's wild that she was able to do that. Good on her.
I think those are two bridges that would be almost impossible to mend. Wings.
Percent. I shouldn't even brought it up, honestly. Like, it was one of those things where it's like,
because Boogie was also tapping into some other form of trauma from his childhood, and seeing people fight and all that. Like, he was kind of fucked up too.
I felt like they would at least give me the chance to like say I'm sorry.
Not to their level, but just in the moment, he was.
And not just cold for me.
Rhino's been putting out a bunch of stuff in the chat. Like, I just care about views and money. I do care about views and money, but I care about other things. I care about people, right? And this situation affected a lot of people, and I truly do care about that. And it's how do I, you have a lot of different things to take care of. You have to care about the other employees and their feelings, the safety of other people at events, the fans and where the fans are coming at, the integrity of the show.
You care about views and money the most. Sure, there might be a portion of you that cares about people, but it depends on how the people go about it. When that person donated and said whatever, and said, what do you want, or whatever he said after the table thing to that person, right? And Boogie's like, 78% of people want you back. Like, you're just saying fuck the other 22%.
The quality of the show, if you put yourself in my shoes, you'll realize real quick, you're not getting pulled in one way. You're being pulled.
Yeah. They're not considering, Wings isn't considering the fact, not everybody wants an apology. Not everybody wants to go forward. Not everybody wants that road path for you back in their life, right? You might have been friends with Xylee. You guys might have been cool. After that, maybe she wants nothing to do with you. What's wrong with that? You did it. You got to live with what you did.
In 10,000 different ways, and there's 10,000 different things to mend, to heal, to trying to find the sweet spot. Like when Boogie faked cancer, here's a great example. Boogie faked cancer, right? That ends anyone's career. That ends any podcast, right? And it was trying to find.
But not in locale. This is exactly what I was talking to Riff about yesterday. Right? Doesn't matter. Like, YouTube and moral rules do not apply in locale. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do. That's why at the beginning of the stream I posed, what does it take for Boogie or Wings to do to legitimately get kicked off of locale in, what does it take? It's going to be a lot. That's not prison. Yeah, exactly. If Boogie does it again, the only difference is with Xylee is that she wouldn't be able to do it on her own channel because it's the locale topic, most likely, right? She would have to do it on Rewind.
The middle ground, right? And now we're in a similar situation where this is, horrible, and trying to find the middle ground. As much as you think everything I do is black and white, I can assure you it is not. It's very, very complicated.
It gets even more complicated when the fact that, like, Kelly's forgiven me. And I know where I'm going with this.
And the world doesn't forgive you. No.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Not everyone... You feel entitled to be forgiven. That's how this comes across. Not everybody has to forgive you. Some people, like you, Wings, you forgive that dude who killed the healthcare CEO, right? Because that guy killed people too. You forgive him. There's millions of people out there who think that guy deserves to die, right? I'm not going to go into it much more than that, but just an example off the top of my head, right? The entire world doesn't forgive you. They don't have to. A lot of people didn't like you before locale. A lot of people didn't like you even after your trolls kind of riled down. There were still some people who didn't like you, Wings. Not everyone is going to like you. I don't know where this is coming from.
The world has to see the change, and I get it. And I want to try to take accountability as much as this because I don't want people to have these feelings, and I don't want to lose friendships over me making a bad choice. Right?
That's too bad.
That's why I probably keep trying to harbor back to like, yo, I didn't really know who I was pushing. I was grabbing behind that kind of bullshit, right? I should have never took it to that point, right? I should never even have to make this because I should have just apologized.
I don't want to lose friends, so I'm coming up with excuses. Is exactly what he just said.
I don't want people to have these feelings, and I don't want to lose friendships over me making a bad choice, right? That's why I probably keep trying to harbor back to like, yo, I didn't really know who I was pushing. I was grabbing behind that kind of bullshit, right?
Exactly. I didn't want to lose friends, so I'm coming up with excuses instead of owning it.
Right? I should have never took it to that point, right? I should never even have to make this because I
Exactly, Ann. You're 100%
should
right.
have just apologized to begin with when I went off the I don't know what word to use, when I went off the agenda.
Like beyond Kelly forgiving you, it gets even more complicated because Kelly's also being punished for your actions, right?
That's true.
She was enjoying the fruits of you being a part of this. She was a part of this. She was there at that camp doing a ton of stuff. She got Brantley's phone out of the water, fighting off fucking snakes.
And Wings saved
Nobody
my phone.
else would.
And Wings saved my phone. You know, and
Yeah.
Another thing going into this is like the car episode was my favorite episode. Wings did almost everything on that. You know, it's like there's so many like it's not black and white. It's so fucking complicated. It's like you're not me, dude. You don't get it, right? You know, it's easy to say, oh, he only cares about views and money, which I do. I clearly do. You have to be successful. If you don't, then you're not going to be successful. You're a retard, right? You don't do a job to do it mediocre. Like you do a job to win, to be great, to be excellent. So obviously I do care about those things. But then there's all this other stuff. You know,
People also saying that Wings isn't taking accountability. If he's not, like, how do we catch him taking accountability if we're not seeing him too, right?
Yeah, that's actually something I made the case of. Like, there's two paths. We can either cut them all entirely out of our lives and we have no clue what's happening, or we have them in our lives and we can check in and see what's going on. So what are the choices? You got to keep the person in your life so you can check in if you want to help them do it.
Kelly needs to be a part of the show less, but I don't think that's what she wants. She wants to be a part of it, I think. She wants to feel included. That's kind of the vibe I get from her.
They need to do.
Billy,
Everybody's saying about money. I was cool with either way.
Billy, I'm gonna let you go just because I did promise the fans we only got 5 minutes left. You're gonna have to be real quick, Fluffy. Just one word in, real quick.
Hey guys, Wings deserves to have a chance. He deserves a chance 100%.
Thank you, Fluffy. We appreciate you. All
Thanks,
right,
Autism.
Ghost, real quick. Ghost, you're live on the air. We got time for just a sentence from anybody.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, so Wings, I just think that when you're saying like you need to defend yourself, you got to understand there's no defending what you did, you know? And that's like what accountability is just accepting that all you can do is apologize and try and be a better man from here on out, right? Like there's no going up to Xylee and defending anything you did. There's no defense, even if you didn't know it was her.
Yeah, we got the
I didn't want to defend myself against her. I just wanted to apologize to her.
Zastin, real quick. We got time for about a sentence from you.
Give Wings another chance.
All right, thank you, Justin. We appreciate you. All right, we got Jaffe here. Jaffe, what are your thoughts on this?
Real fast, I know you guys have to wrap up. I just wanted to say very, very briefly that me shoving my face in period blood, not making me look so creepy. Now is it? Just want to say I'm glad I don't have to be up there. So you get to enjoy the crown for now, Wings. I hope you're well.
How do people not like Jaffe? He's so stupid and funny.
What an asshole.
Oh, yeah.
What a fucking asshole.
Don't trust me. This is not a crown I want to wear. Like my mother.
What'd she say?
Oh,
shit.
You don't want to know what my mother said.
I do want to know. Koopa
Well, that's the difference between Desi and Kelly, right? Desi's too shy to care. Like, she's out, like, probably playing with Barbie dolls and watching Lolcow in the background, alright? Kelly wants to be included. She's probably watching Lolcow knitting, bored out of her mind or something. I don't know.
My mother said that Kelly shouldn't have got between two grown men.
Oh God. Okay, you're right. I didn't want to. You're right. I did not want to know. Koopa, what are your thoughts?
I just want to see like Wings, you know, like I want to see him grow, man. I want to see redemption from him.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. You gotta go. We're running out of time. Wormo, what do you got for us? Wormio.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. What do you got for us?
Leave Wings alone! You don't even perform for you bastards! Leave Wings alone!
Okay, you sound autistic. Sorry. We're gonna play you. RJ.
All these people who are agreeing with Wings sound the exact same.
Hello, gentlemen. I just want to say to all the women out there, if your men are fighting, don't get in the fucking way.
Wow,
Jesus.
some of these opinions are very surprising to me, but...
1 cent. What do you got for us?
Hey, Big Pip, I just want to say I'm glad you got a possible path back, and you keep doing you, man. That's all I got. Glad to see you on the stream tonight.
All right, good one. Tony, you're the last one. Tony, you're the last one. What's your last sentence here?
Hey, the local animation, TTS is...
okay, fuck off with yourself.
Jesus Christ.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap it up. We will do
autism.
part 2 tomorrow, I guess, because there is no conclusion here. So we'll try to get you a conclusion by tomorrow.
Yeah, I get it, Liana. Thank you. He wants Wings to have redemption because Wings is Wings of redemption, but Wings should change his name to Wings No Redemption because he's not getting it this time. But he is. Yeah, Liana, we get it. All right, go play with your cats. All right, you're probably taking shits. Anyway,
I know a lot of people feel how they feel. I just want to live in a world where Kelly and Jordy are happier, better people.
Wings.
I got nothing.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Well, there you have it. The reunion. You know, it's like, dude, can you be happy? No. Are you really sad? No. It's just, you know, the emotions right now are.
Leave Liana alone. No.
I think we're all in purgatory. But we'll see you for part 2 of this reunion with Mia, Boogie, and Wings tomorrow. Guys, right now you have to go to Locale Queen 2 of this reunion with right now. I think we're all in purgatory. But we'll see you for part 2 of this reunion with Mia.
Part 2, just so we can continue to have Wings on the show, of course. Of course.
Boogie and Wings tomorrow. Guys, right now you have to go to Locale Queens, and apparently some crazy shit's going on over there. So we'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Standard Eastern on the worst podcast on the planet, Locale Live. Good night.
All right, chat. We're not going to Queens because we was told it was clickbait. We're going straight to Rewind. I'm very interested in where this goes.
And the show goes on.
Thank you, Billy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of appropriate ages, I am your host, Billy the Fridge. We have got an amazing show for you.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be drawn out all week. He's going to be there probably on every show this week. Maybe besides one. He'll be back. For sure.
I want to thank Bod Shotgun and Reitz for coming up to Cash Cow. Gotta love it when people come through, even before the show.
Brantley's putting Keem through a table? Okay. Okay.
Show starts and show their support.
That's definitely a decision.
R's in the chat, them big red R's writing for the Rewind World Order. Rewind World Order. That's right. You're here live.
I got a pretty smart chat. I'm surprised no one comes in here trying to fight me on my takes. There's all these donators and stuff, but no one ever comes in here and tries to fight me yet.
As always, it is a fine Monday, baby. So I'm gonna give the details.
Billy talks so slow.
About an hour and a half ago, Xylee came into the Rewind.
This is 2 times speed.
Said she was not going to be doing the show tonight, and she was not too happy. But then, I think she decided.
Well, exactly, we have the same takes, but I'm saying no one comes in here and like tries to fight me. So Xylee's not coming on, at least yet.
Was going to do the show tonight, and I'm just waiting on her to show up. Waffles, thank you for the grifted.
Okay.
D-Money came back, cash out. Let me some Rewind. 2 months strong, RWO4 life.
Okay.
She may or may not show up at this point. If she does, we'd love to have her. If she doesn't, I will just be sitting here with you guys live on Locale Rewind. We're going to rewind the day. The weekend was crazy. We did a 24-hour stream.
It was.
I got to say, it was a fantastic, crazy episode. After Friday's episode, Xylee and I were sitting there, mentally, I was somewhere in a tropical setting, on the beach. I was just floating in the water, eating a piece of
That's nice.
sushi. I don't know, some fugu or something. Fugu de chow. Lily Masai sending Xylee so much love right now. Thank you, Lily. Appreciate you. I was checked out, ready for the weekend. I was going to have a big vacation, 2-day vacay, and I bullied Xylee because I think the night before I said something about a 24-hour stream, and she said, when are we going to do that 24-hour stream? Were you serious about that? And I was like, I don't know. We should probably do one. And she said,
I like Billy.
We could do one next weekend. And I said, yeah, we could. And then she said, well, this weekend would be the best because Keemstar's taking the weekend off. I said, yeah, that would be good. Let's just do it tomorrow. Let's just do it this weekend. Are we crazy? Should we do it? We bullied each other into doing it.
A lot of entertainment, Billy.
No time, no prep, and it went off without a hitch. I mean, I didn't contribute anything but my sweet self. Xylee's here now. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, Xylee Get Real is here. Xylee Gets Real. How are you doing?
Not good, and I'm sorry that I'm late. I didn't realize it was already 10. I apologize.
It's just 10.
Yeah, I know, but I'm usually the first one in the Discord now. I'm discombobulated. I need to go get my glasses. I'll be right back.
All right.
Shit.
While you go do that, I will continue with my story about how the 24-hour show happened. No planning. We just did it, and it worked out really well. Waffles, thank you for the grifted. Waffles, Xylee put a little menu up for ways.
Oh, I watched every second of it. Yeah, Billy's part wasn't the best of the 24-hour stream. I don't think it was bad though. I would say, he definitely needed other people there. Yeah.
He ran the middle.
I think it would have been rough if it was just him.
Segment of the stream. He broke it down into 3 8-hour parts. And
more rough.
She set little menu items for her segment because she ran the middle 8. And one of the things was you could buy Xylee shots. And Xylee got super wasted thanks to Waffles directly buying Xylee mini shots. It was fun. Xylee got white girl wasted. My mom woke me up. My mom woke up about the same time I did during the segment where you were live. She was like, Xylee is white girl wasted. I said, oh yeah, Mom, I'm going to check that out. So Xylee, speaking of this,
She
weight,
was.
wasted. You feeling,
It was very funny.
Any effects of the alcohol right now? You clear and present from the alcohol?
I didn't feel anything Sunday, really.
Well,
I didn't get a hangover or anything.
I was waiting for you to come here. There's 2 screenshots I have in the rewind chat. Do you want to pull up the first one without the further numbers? Just the first one should be the ranking for our Sunday numbers.
Yeah, give me a second.
Without the
That I was in the member stream. I don't think so because I don't think I was a member yet. I think I was just a Local Live member then. Whoops. Uh-oh.
I know which one you're talking about.
There we go.
I want to debut the first one because we were, ladies and gentlemen, we were number 2 in the United States. Local Rewind was number 2 in the United States.
Nice.
All live streams for most super chatted. And now Miss Xylee, do you want to show them how close we were to number 1?
This is so retarded.
It's so funny. It's so funny. We were $10 away from number 1.
Holy shit.
We were 1 TTS. One troll. One troll could have been like, Burley, you fat shit. You need to lose weight, you dumb son of a bitch.
That's
and
wild.
would have made us number 1.
Yep.
One troll could have been like, fuck you, Billy. You need to respect women. Don't call women bitches, Billy. One troll could have been one troll could have said anything and made us number 1. It's $10.
$11 would have made us number 1.
$11
fucking dollars would have made us number 1. How fucking sad is that?
It's so funny. So basically, Lily Masai gave $10 tonight.
Yeah, I saw you donate. I was like, oh, Anne's watching Rewind. And then the Chipotle thing was happening. That was funny. And then he joins the end of the second stream and he's like driving. I'm like, this motherfucker better not be going to Chipotle. I was like, there's no way Chipotle's open right now. But no, he didn't. I don't think. And if he did, he didn't have the app.
If everybody watching gave $10 tonight, there's a chance we could be number 1 today. So close. It's so funny. It was such a good stream. It was fun. It was great.
It was fun.
Cyrus the Virus is real talk. We would buy Xylee a drink IRL. Yeah, everybody wants to drink with you, Xylee. They want to get you.
I don't know why. I'm fucking annoying, bro. I went and watched that back and I'm like, if I was sober, I would want to beat drunk me up. I'm not gonna lie. I would tell that bitch, shut the fuck up.
Xylee, why is drunk you such a bitch? Or sober you such a bitch, but drunk you is so loving and sweet.
Way too loving. But you notice I still had the heat for Becky though. Just like, I still had the heat for Becky, but Zay, I was just trying to talk.
Drunk Xylee and sober Xylee is so funny. Like I wish somehow there's a way they could have a conversation. It'd be so entertaining.
That girl and go, please, I think you could do well.
It was her birthday. She celebrated her birthday.
She watched us singing happy birthday to her. It was funny.
Yeah, we did Coachella. That was our weekend. We sacrificed our weekend in order to entertain the masses, and we were highly rewarded for it. And now everybody in the LCU is thinking of ways to ride our coattails to glory. I heard the Milkers next weekend are going to be doing a sleep stream.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder who's next.
A sleep stream?
Who's going to try and triumph over the golden gods of Rewind?
I don't know.
A sleep stream.
So Xylee,
what?
You were hanging out there in the Local Rewind voice chat.
No.
You didn't realize it was 10 o'clock. Were things getting heated down there?
No, I was talking shit to Riri and Panda the Gray, who was in the chat, the person I have blocked in Discord because they were talking shit to me all day today. No, I just looked. I saw it was 10:04. I was like, shit, that's what they meant. Because somebody said, you're not going to Rewind. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to Rewind, but I didn't look at the time when they first said it, so they must have said it when it started.
Cowabunga says to help your weekly totals. F you, Billy. You need to respect women, LMAO. Yeah, if you guys would like to pay $10 to talk shit to me, all that shit talk would help get us to number 1 today, since we were just $10 away from number 1 on Sunday. That's I think my theory is correct. If
And that's
everybody
why
donated $10 today, we could get there. See,
that would be peak content. I would love Xylee talking to drunk Xylee.
Tina, she says, I love you guys, but I can't no more. See, Tina, that's $10. You've done your part. Now there's just 1,635 more people that has to do it. I love you, Tina. I don't know. They were trying to get Tina to shave her head on Queens.
I mean, they were doing that as a joke, but I feel like it was kind of a pussy move to even fuck with her when she can't even really talk back.
Leave Tina's hair alone. Tina
You're leaving. Why are you leaving?
Clickbaited. It didn't happen. Once again, right on the tally counter. Queens clickbaited once again.
Up here. I would tell you to come up here and tell me why, but you can't talk.
I love you, Tina. Her voice is gone. Yeah. Tina, you're not alone in that sentiment. I think a lot of people feel like leaving tonight. But I think a lot of people have a voice still. So if you're somebody out there who wants to speak on that, Rewind is a place to talk. You can call in. If anybody else feels like they need to call in and talk, you're welcome to call in and talk. But don't expect. There, Graceful Dove says, here's my contribution. Don't expect me not to shake you for $10. This is the show that shakes you for $10. Now that I know we were only $10 away from number 1, I'm literally shaking everybody for $10 now.
How often is it that we're like top 2 on that fucking site? Keemstar, you didn't know about this? To say something on live? What the fuck is wrong with you?
He had bigger fish to fry. He was busy.
No, he ain't frying no fucking fish. All he's doing is cooking it up and trying to serve it on a fucking plate. He ain't frying no goddamn fish.
He had bigger fish to fry.
He already has that shit served up on a fucking plate. He ain't frying no goddamn fish. Don't give me that bullshit.
He had big fish. There's a big fish.
Okay.
There's real big fish.
Xylie's not happy.
We had work to do over here at Local Rewind, and we did our job. And now we got work to do again. Everybody forgets. Everybody forgets this is a job. We're just working. We can't call in sick like Twiggy and expect Rastov to show up and take over for us. Even though Rastov takes over on all the shows now. Did Rastov end up doing Queens yesterday? I slept.
Yeah, he did Queens yesterday.
How'd that go?
Pretty good. Him and Tina get along very well.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Lil Size says, fine, Billions, Ali, take my lunch money. This is the second 10 you've
Tina
given us,
wasn't
Lily.
sick.
That's 2
You
10s
think
from
it
Lily.
would've
This
shaped
kind of
ahead?
breaks the whole 10 ordeal
So do you think they're going to do it tonight?
I was talking about. This opens up a whole world of danger now. Now I'm confused.
Or not tonight, but soon?
Multiple 10s? I don't know. I don't know what to say about this.
Yeah, it's funny.
Rastov says it was fun as hell. Tina is awesome.
Yeah, Tina and Rastov get along very well.
Too bad he wasn't at Fat Camp. He
It's
might,
okay.
he might have kept her
time.
from making a terrible mistake with that table. I heard they might be getting the table. I heard Lord Rush might go and pick up the table.
What the hell are they going to do with the table?
I don't have it since it's costing thousands of dollars. It's a very nice table. It could go in the headquarters if there's a Lolcow headquarters.
Lolcow headquarters?
Yeah, I don't know.
You mean Games House?
We don't know. There might be a ghost camp or something. A Lolcow
Maybe.
mansion. There's options.
Ghost camp.
People think that the table is a scam, but
they looked for it and they found it.
Everybody's done their due diligence trying to find this table online, and this place had 3 of those tables.
She went back to the ER? Jesus Christ.
There was 1 at the house and 2 poolside. Big Red says, Billy, I'm going to bed, but here's my 10. Sing me a lullaby. All right. Lullaby to Big Red. Go and rest your little head. It's time to go to bed. That's the song that I said. There you go. That was your lullaby.
That was nice.
I hope you liked it. Oh, yeah, they could bring the table to the 4th of July party. We could cover it in feast food. We could have wieners. We could have steaks. We could have ribs. We could shoot a Last Supper picture on it. I was kind of hoping we got a Last Supper picture at the big table at the lodge at Fat Camp. But
That would have been funny, actually.
The vibe didn't feel right after the downhill slope. Hugh G. Rection says, Live, Queens, and Rewind are the only shows needed. Here's a 10 for Billy and Xylee. Love you guys. See, I had people attacking me earlier in the Rewind chat from the Coffee Cult because somebody said that Lolcow Cafe might get canceled. And the Coffee Cult just started getting angry at that thought. They're fervent. They do not want to lose Lolcow Cafe. Cowabunga says, Xylee, you sound so sad. Let it out, girl. Come on, that's a $2
No, I'd rather
donut.
not.
Xylee ain't let it out for $2. Xylee will let it out for 5 red donos. Let's...
I'm not even going to let it out then because it doesn't matter.
I hate that she's right.
Just be upfront and honest. Just be upfront and honest and say he's back. Just say he's back. Don't bullshit me. Just say he's back.
True.
And then let me deal with what I got to do.
I'm going to bring in Silver Moon 2K. See what Silver Moon 2K has to say.
Xylee's spitting.
Silver Moon 2K, how you doing? You're live on Lolcow Rewind.
Oh, hell no. Am I on?
You're live.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, how you doing
Oh,
today?
shit. Can you see me?
Yep.
Oh, then you can see all this little fucking Becky hair right here. I was gonna roast that bitch and I couldn't figure out this score. But I got that witch tomorrow. And believe me, this stuff ain't fucking natural.
Where did you get that? Did you pull it out of her
She
drain?
is gonna get it. I can't say, but it's a little savage in here. That's all I'm gonna say. A little savage.
Oh.
But she don't get it because they didn't want that shit. And they did not.
Do you not like Becky Boop?
It's just not. Yeah, she's got her moments, but when she's messing with
What
Tina
the
D
fuck?
and the crew, hell no. I've been sick. I just got out of the hospital. And she's trying to make Tina do shit while she feels like
It's one that isn't a screaming match. Well, it doesn't have to be that way, right? Madhouse doesn't need to be a screaming match. If it is, I don't know who the fuck's screaming. Nerds literally doesn't need to be, because that show would do really good if it was just a normal nerd show. Alright, I can't speak on the rest of them. Rewind was supposed to be the chill show, so.
shit. Hell no. So, since none of the other people could go off and roast her well, I think I need to get on there and show them how it's done.
You're
okay.
You got spunk.
Believe me. I got more than spunk, Billy. I've got Gibby fever. That's why I got. You know what? That just reminded me. I actually need to talk to you, Billy.
What's up?
There's a lyric in one of your songs that's only a question mark, so only you can answer it.
Yes.
So in the Art of Snore, what are you saying? After beat your chest making big noise, what are you saying? The world needs to know, Billy. Billy, give it to me.
I think I have to listen to it to figure that out.
Uh-oh.
Big noise.
Oh, hell.
Something about big boys, I think. Or big boys beat your chest making big noise.
Beat your chest making big noise.
Or big boys.
And it goes something and it goes question mark.
Yeah, I'll have to listen to it and get back to you on that because I'm not even sure.
Is it in there, Xylee? Is it? Can I borrow that book? I needed that just to figure out this damn Discord. Come on,
Silver
Xylee.
Moon,
Give me the info.
Silver Moon, can I give you a nickname?
Awesome. You can send it my way.
Silver Moon, can I give you a nickname?
Yes, Billy, give me a nickname, baby.
The way you talk, your cadence and your sweetness, I want to call you Airsoft Batty.
Lol.
Ah, snap. That's a good one.
Is that okay?
That's okay.
I like that nickname.
Airsoft Batty's coming after Becky tomorrow. You might want to stay tuned.
I love it.
For her fucking position. I can show her how to be a bitch.
I love it. Big Moose says, much love, Billy and Xylee. You have the best show. Cheers, Big Moose. Thank you.
Jesus.
Okay, Silver Moon.
Yeah, y'all do. Everybody wants to come in for a rewind.
Alright, her voice is killing me. She needs a different mic.
Get your
goddamn microphone and learn how the fucking shit works. Goddamn.
Thank you, Xylee. Jesus Christ. Okay. I was trying to make it. I was trying to power through, but her mic just sounds so bad.
To be fair, your microphone was cutting out a little bit. Your phone was not the best quality, and I thought it should be baddie like BADDIE, not BATTY like she's batshit insane. You guys are wild.
Actually, I agree with the BATTY.
She was great. That was fantastic. Becky, look out! Airsoft baddie's coming for you.
She's talking about taking somebody's position. With what? You didn't even know how to work Discord. We
Silver
know you
Moon's
can't run
coming.
OBS.
Silver Moon's coming.
Yeah. Listen, that was so bad. She made me stick up for Becky.
for life. Red heart emoji.
Hell yeah, I'm Greg. Love you too. So what was that, Siley?
I said that was so bad. She made me stick up for Becky.
That was great.
The fuck?
She was spitting.
Don't take her position. She doesn't even know how to work fucking Discord. How is she?
She was on her phone.
So she gonna take Becky's spot
She was spitting.
from her phone. From her phone.
Everybody starts somewhere.
No.
You think B Rabbit knew what he was doing when he showed up against Papa Dot the first time? This is the beginning of 8 Mile.
Fall.
I'm not doing charity cases anymore.
Airsoft baddie.
Lammy killed me off of that.
Airsoft baddie showed up. This is the beginning of a whole new story arc. Bet.
Probably.
Cajun Lady 1961 says, love y'all, love you too, Cajun Lady. MV Princess 98 says, as a Survivor 2, it's been a lot to deal with the wings thing. I stand with Zally on this. I couldn't watch LCL tonight. It's not okay.
Well, have fun not
Knight
watching.
Rider 1125. Knight Rider
I'm not
1125.
saying that
Live
to
on
be a dick, but I'm just saying that because that's the reality.
All cow rewind.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, how you doing?
Pretty good. I can't come up to network. Is that okay?
Yeah,
you're fine.
Okay. I have a question. If Brantley was the one that hit the table instead of Kelly, are we having a different conversation?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Brantley would have got up and powerbomb wings through the table.
Brantley would have got up and whooped his ass. Let's be honest. Brantley would have got up and picked something up and beat the shit out of him. Let's be honest.
It would have been.
Would we make WWE jokes about it though? Would we make WWE jokes and have Brantley jump off the table?
I mean,
jump off a couch, go to a table.
There would be more jokes.
It would have been. It would have been a different situation because it would have been a different situation.
Of course, it would have been.
It would have been a different situation.
This guy, I guarantee this is where the thing Liana was talking about in the Discord came from. Keem heard this and he's like, all right, motherfucker, I'll show you. And then that's where this whole idea of that happening is coming from. He brings up good points, but I think he's coming in a little too hostile, which I get because it's a touchy topic, but you know, I think Keem's going to end up doing, if Keem actually goes through with it and does the whole table thing, we're going to see that. Then part 3 tomorrow is Boogie and Desi. Desi's going to jump on Boogie in the table, blah, 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 blah.
It would have been personal to Keem then, right?
I mean, it would have been different altogether. I don't know. Brantley would have been in between wings and whoever else was.
This guy doesn't know who Keem is. He doesn't know that Keem does rules for thee, but not for me. There's no Keem.
You know, like Kelly might have been the only person there that felt comfortable enough to put herself in between wings and.
Would that matter to Keem, you think?
I don't know. We
really, come on, be honest.
Let's be honest. If we're gonna do what ifs, then we'll do what ifs. But we have to go off what is, right? So
there would be no consideration of him being back on the show.
How about this?
Wait.
What do you suggest?
Knight Rider, just calm down a little bit with how you're saying it. We can have
What
a
do you suggest?
complex conversation about this.
What do you suggest?
See, I'm with Zyley. He's coming in way too hostile. He needs to chill. Yeah, if Wings did that to Brantley, he probably, maybe. See, this is the thing, because I said, what would it take for Wings to be fired permanently? Maybe that's it. Maybe? But I don't even know. I don't know. Would he still be gone? Maybe. Maybe it would be a punishment where Wings gets, like, punched in the face 5 times by Brantley, and then he can come back. Right? I could see that happening. Like, there would be some sort of exception. I know it. It would be hostile, and it would be a hot moment for a little bit, and maybe it would be longer than a week that Wings is gone. But I think he'd be back either way.
Suggest. Play out your scenario in full.
He committed assault. He should be arrested. He shouldn't be on the show. Like it would have been done the same with Brantley. The only difference is it's not personal to Keem, so Keem doesn't care, and he can make a big joke about it and have a WWE style go through a table match or whatever the heck he had on live. That none of that would have happened if it was Brantley.
I have to admit, I think that whole thing with Wings and Kelly through the table.
Yeah, you could be right, Ann. Maybe. Maybe she's the exception. Maybe that's it. What would it take for them to get fired? Touching Brantley. Perhaps. I could see it. But I could see it going the other way too. But okay.
Whatever is not comparable to what actually happened. I think it was making light of the situation, and I
Made
didn't
a joke
appreciate
of
it. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I didn't appreciate it. It pissed me
And
off. I
bad
have to
taste
admit.
as well.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't think it was very funny and probably wasn't well timed, but also it's a completely dumb thing. It was a dumb joke.
So just make light of domestic violence. That's cool.
I mean,
and then we'll have him on tomorrow, and we'll we'll do some stupid punishment where he has to put cake on his face or something.
That's what they did. Talk about it. Talk about it then. This is your platform to talk about it.
I had a lot of respect for Keemstar, and I lost it all today.
Okay.
Everything he said, all about we can't do this with Wings no more. We can't be cool with domestic violence. All that's just bullshit. And he just proved it today. Just total bullshit. So everything he said it back.
This is the thing. This is the difference, and this is. I don't want to put anything into the universe, but I think this could be like a downfall of Rewind, right? Xylee is based in morals, right? That's why she's upset about this, right? Not only from her past, but it's just wrong, right? Billy is in the vision of this is locale, right? All these people are locales. We come to expect this type of stuff. These people are not. We're here for a reason. We're on a show called Locale for a reason, right? And I think that disagreement on one of these situations, maybe this is it, who knows, could be what splits Rewind. Well, yes, that was a different. Like, yeah, he was fucking with Brantley, and then that is an issue on its own, right? But again, we made exceptions for him. He was doxing. We pushed past that. Who cares? He was doing all these other things. We pushed past it. Who cares? It's just salvo. Until he fucked with Brantley. So maybe that is it. Maybe that's the line. Right? And then the whole pissgate or whatever the fuck happened.
Camp afterwards is total bullshit.
Well, here's the counter to that. Kelly and Wings are still together. Kelly seems to be not only okay with everything, but wanting to progress and move on with everything. And Kelly is trying to move on with everything. And
yeah, but that's like most domestic victims, isn't it?
Kelly,
she's his wife, of course.
Yes, and she's
don't make it right.
And we are going to interject what's right in this. So we have to now have the conversation of what's right. So if we're going to stand up for what's right, we have to say what's right. I think what's right. I think what's right is that Kelly has a say in what goes on because she's the person who was hurt here. First and foremost.
It was all in bad taste, and everything he said. I respect him for all the stuff he said before this, and then he just shit on it all today. Pardon my French.
The LCU has always been in bad taste.
Yes.
But
then don't say that. Then Billy, then don't say that one stuff. If you're gonna make a joke out of it, make it a joke.
See, this is my thing, right? This is why this guy, he's coming here on good faith. He's coming here trying to have a normal conversation, right? This is the issue with a lot of the audience with locale, right? And it's even taken me some time to understand this, right? Matt got it from the jump. I was like, this is locale. Okay? They're going to do stuff. It's locale, right? Took me a little bit longer to swallow that pill because I was getting a little heated about certain things. After the Connor thing, Connor was fired. I was a little pissed. I was almost done. And I was like, why? That's so stupid. Like, obviously it was a different situation completely. But I was like, I see where this is going. I see the direction. Right? I was like, all right, cool. I'm not going to be so emotionally invested. I still watch it. I don't know what they would do that would make me stop watching. Right? What would locale do to where I stop watching besides get boring and suck? I don't know. Because I'm a fan of Keem, I followed Boogie. I think Wings is entertaining. Might be a piece of shit, sure. Becky is entertaining as shit. Tina, I've followed for 10 years at this point. Could be on a camera. I started watching in 2012, 2013. Like, Xylee I've known through commentary. Billy, I saw him through IP2 back a couple years ago. A while ago. They only fight old boxers that are past their prime, true. But Jake Paul is a good boxer. Don't care. I don't know. I don't know what they could do to make me stop watching. But that's this is my whole thing. This is what'll split Rewind. Billy understands this is locale. Xylee might too. But Xylee looks at it from a real life perspective. Billy does not.
The whole time then. Don't change it just because now it's going to make you money. Now all of a sudden it's funny now. When he was acting like he was for women and he was for against domestic violence and all that stuff, all the great stuff he said before, it all got shit on today. So it was all just a joke.
See, you can't, like, we all knew it wasn't Keem's idea to put that domestic violence phone number on the stream. That wasn't Keem's idea, that was a donator's idea. Like, the donators who support the show give Keem a lot of the, like, trust me, Keem's a very creative person, right? That's why I like him. That's why I followed him for so long. But that was the donator's idea. Like, a lot of this stuff is.
So nothing he says is genuine.
I can't hate on him for saying that.
I'm not hating on him either way.
And that's the thing. Yes, goalpost always moves. Whatever the current situation is, best way to get out of it, that's where the goalpost goes.
I'm not saying that you are. I'm just saying I'm not hating on him for saying that. That's just me. You know, I wasn't saying you are.
Sorry, everyone in the mood of the show. I hadn't wanted to say that. So I love you guys. Great. I love Rewind. It's great. Talk to you later.
All right. Thank you for calling in, Night Rider.
I hear you, people.
John Lumpkin says, I hate if your aunt had balls, she would be your uncle, but she doesn't, so she's your aunt. Man with no name says, W Wings is back. Congratulations. The business is saved. You guys are acting like someone was killed. You should be thanking Wings for the big payday. Mooch says, between Becky and now Wings, I'm done. Left LCU. Still have my Rewind hoodie and love you both. You guys rest off.
Left LCU, but you're still talking. All right.
Can't have integrity. Keem spineless right now. Way too soon. Bordering on gross.
Can I make a comment about the payday thing? Our big paydays have had nothing to do with Wings. Our big paydays have been here when Wings wasn't here.
I want Xylee to stay calm here. Right? Xylee gets YouTube. It's a little different with Locale, but Xylee gets YouTube. Because she's gone on and she's told Zay. Granted, she was drunk, but she told Zay, you are talented. You just need to stop reacting to everything. And I'm really hoping Xylee can take her own advice. I'm a little concerned. We'll see. Someone says something that pisses Billy off. Well, people are saying a bunch of stuff that's trying to piss Xylee off. So.
And we were doing our own thing. Our big paydays has nothing to do with Wings. So you can take that shit and take it over to Locale Live and say something to them about that. True.
Yeah.
True.
The world that's built here is built on a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, I'm sure that the views that came in from what happened with Wings were probably big, but I think that a lot of the money that came in after that, a lot of the stuff that came in during Fat Camp after the Wings stuff was because we were all just sitting around hanging out.
I was talking about hours on Rewind. I'm not talking about Locale Live. I was talking about it was a donation to Rewind.
General,
and when they said that, I'm talking about us on Rewind.
Yeah, I think in general, like the Wings thing didn't pull in huge cash for Locale Live. I think people just wanted to see everybody hang out and chill after the Wings thing went down. And people were just happy to see everybody interacting and being buddy. I think the Fat Camp stuff, everybody killing themselves wasn't even that big of a winner. Like Wings, King keeps saying Wings put together the car thing, and it was like some of his favorite content at Fat Camp was pushing the car around, and that wasn't a big money winner.
No,
like,
that wasn't a big stream for them. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So like, I don't know how much money was made off of this. I think the people
Billy, okay, listen, here's my biggest issue. Stop fucking bullshitting me. I'm sorry, Keemstar, you are my friend, but don't bullshit me. Just say the motherfucker is back. Just say, stop ball teasing people. Just fucking say he's back. Just fucking say he's back, and you don't care what anybody fucking thinks. You go around telling people, don't listen to the chat. You don't ever care about what the fucking chat thinks, but goddamn, if you didn't you didn't put a poll in the chat to see what the chat thinks when it came to that. Just stop.
True. Xylee's cooking here. She's right. And I get it, like on a topic like this, fair. It's nothing new. It's nothing new. It's just, it affects Xylee now. She doesn't want to play this game. And she probably, I don't know, but she probably got this behind the scenes too. Where Keem was like, I don't know if he is coming back, right? He didn't flat out say on stream he was coming back. He was like, I want a path for Wings to come back, or whatever the fuck he said, right? And he probably said the same thing to her privately. But they're supposed to be friends. I don't know. I'm speculating here. I have no fucking clue. But interesting. But she's right.
Not bullshitting. Just say he's back. I'm not stupid.
Well, the first thing I said when the stream started. Wings is back. I saw it yesterday. It said Wings guest. I was like, Wings is back. That guest meant nothing. I read right over that. It means nothing.
And that was yelling at Keem. It was not yelling at you, Billy.
I don't mind. The yelling. RZ the Legend says Keem doesn't care. He's trying to manipulate people.
They're supposed to be friends, yes. They're supposed to be.
To being okay with Wings coming back. Nice timing for reading that one. Jose Olade, welcome to Bam World. Asking, why does he sound like he's about to cry a river? Because I think a lot of people are worked up over this. They have a lot of emotional investment.
I feel for Xylee, right? I really do. I've watched her go through some of this stuff. A couple of situations now. Like the yelling at Billy before Fat Camp and all that. Like, I feel bad for Xylee. But I don't really reach out to people because I figured they already got a million other people doing that, and I don't really got much different to say than what I think the average person would say. I'll just say to myself, right? I'm not trying to overload people, so that's why I don't reach out to people. But I legitimately do feel bad.
In, feelings about this issue, and this brought up a lot of real deep emotions for good reason. This was not okay, and the implications behind it roll so much further than the action itself even. And the action itself was so bold because it was right smack dab in the middle of a fucking camera on a live stream, right?
Yeah. And to you motherfuckers who think I'm acting, this isn't an act. You should have seen me in the Discord as the live stream was going on. You should have seen the few things that I said in the fucking live stream. And then you should have seen how I was in the voice chat after the fucking live stream. And if you think I'm acting, then you can suck my dick. Because
She's not acting. Because she's stuttering. Not right now, but she was a second ago. And she's having a hard time pronouncing her words.
Simple fact that you're trolling in a fucking YouTube chat. I'm pretty sure my dick is bigger than yours anyway.
Retro Nooks.
So you can fuck right off.
Knight Rider 100. Mitchie Blueberry says, Billy, are you up to I love and miss you? I'm camping. You love and miss me. You're camping. What the fuck? I'm at Lolcow Rewind. Silver Moon 2K says, leave Xylee alone. I love her. I took nothing she said to heart, but I'll have my computer up and running tomorrow and on something and hopefully rewind. Much love. Hell yeah.
Good job.
Critical Thinking says it was funny, and this man is not a man. Damn. Mitchie Blueberry. Billy Hill says 90% of Lolcows get fired and rehired. Nothing new.
True.
Waffles says, why are we fronting like Wings DV stuff isn't live for the rest of the week? Sad, pathetic behavior to front like he's gone, then he's back. EJP says, Kelly from the top rope, Pepsi pimp neutralized. That's a wonderful way to spend $2. Source Rex. Not going to read. Y'all need to learn more about DV from survivors' perspectives. Survivors often make excuses for or blame themselves because that's how abusers have manipulated them to think. Jinx Friend says, Xylee, hope you always remember you're loved by so many.
You know, I'm not even going to call Kelly a victim because she doesn't call herself one. All right. So I'm not going to disrespect Kelly in that way. I'm not going to do it. All right. But I'm sorry. Am I supposed to feel safe at live events with Wings there?
Some of the LCU gets it, yes. It's probably exactly the portion we saw from the poll. That 22%, that's about the donators too. There's like 1 in every 5 that have a normal take, I should say.
Am I supposed to automatically go, yeah, no, he's not going to get all pissed off and start shoving people?
Yeah, we're still here. We're going to wrap it up. After we finish Rewind, it'll be over.
Am I supposed to think that? Am I supposed to think that? And then he lied, right? He lied right there in the live stream. He said, Kelly didn't even react when I did that to her arm. First of all, you didn't just smack her arm. You smacked it and then grabbed it. And she did react because she rubbed her fucking arm. Do I have to show it? Because I will. You said she didn't react. She absolutely reacted. And then Wings, because I know you're fucking watching Wings. Don't go asking Billy about his girl. He don't fucking run me. My own husband doesn't fucking run me. I run me. I didn't answer your ass back because I didn't know what the fuck to say. And I wanted to keep my ass in check.
Fair.
So I didn't answer you back because I didn't feel comfortable answering your ass back yet. and I'll answer you on my time.
Aussie money is worth half a cent right now, but hope this helps you get to number one. Xylee, understand the frustration. Valid points.
Thank you, Necro. Twisted
Sure.
Puppet says Wings should be in JLF Wings. That's the incels that want him back. One Buff Weeb says, I don't know what's going on, but love you, Xylee and Billy.
Buff came in after, didn't he?
Final months of Xylee hanging there.
This is 2 times speed.
Great, honest. I agree. It's too soon, though. I can't help but compare this to Mike's situation, except everyone vouched 16 plus 21. I mean,
The difference between Mike's situation is that story. Oh dear God, I'm not even gonna get into the Mike situation. All I'm gonna say is the story has been fucking constant on his fucking channel for years. He was they tried to cancel him for him in 2017. No one gave a fuck. And quite honestly, after marriage, 17 years and 2 kids later, what the fuck can I do?
I don't think
Sure.
that I don't like the idea that we're just going to be fucking throwing people away. I don't like that. If there's a crime, punish them legally. Like Twisted Puppet said, throw them in jail, lock them up. If we can save Kelly from Wings, let's save Kelly from Wings.
You know what we did for Mike that we didn't do for Wings?
What's that?
At least everybody had a vote with Mike, right?
True.
Huh? At least they listened to everybody
Dark
else.
Fortune
not
says,
Mike,
Billy,
right?
be careful.
I don't want to speculate too much. All right, let's do this though. Okay. Obviously, what I say, grain of salt. Who cares? Whatever. Let's play this game. Okay, let's play it. Who wants Wings back? Let's start with Lockout Live. Okay. Keem, yes. Boogie, yes. Okay. Let's go to Queens. Becky. You know what? I'll even be generous. No. Tina. No. Mike. Yes. Okay. 3 yeses, 2 nos. Rewind. Billy, yes. Xylee, no. 4 yeses, 3 nos. Test. Grim. I don't know. We'll say. Well, here, Grim and Nightmare, don't know. I'll split it. Alright, yes and no. Okay. 5 yes, 4 no. Okay. Current Ozzy Rastoff. Here, again. Rastoff, no. Twiggy, yes. 6 yes, 5 no. I'm being generous here. Being very generous. Cafe. I feel like Beans would say no. 6 no. Ken, I don't know. Because he picks and chooses very inconsistently. I'm going to say yes. 7 yes, 6 no. Madhouse, Jaffe, yes. Bunny, no. 8-7. Nerds. Buff, yes. Zay, no. 9-8. Milkers. Roxy. I don't know. No. Savage. Yes. And this is, again, me being extremely, extremely generous. Who's the other one of Milkers? Savage, Roxy. Is there a third? Psycho Mom was fired. Either way, it's 10-9. And that's me, with me being extremely, extremely generous. Yeah, I'm still here, Nintendo. Twiggy, no? Okay. So then we're tied. Or no? All of Milkers, no? Jaffe is no 100%. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe a vote is what we need. Maybe. Savage is a DV survivor. Okay. I'm wrong. So maybe that vote would go a certain way. Maybe. Maybe no would win.
Careful where you walk. What the fuck does that mean? What
Okay,
the
that's a little
fuck does
rude.
that mean? What the
That's rude.
Explain yourself. Be careful where you walk. Explain yourself. Motherfucker, I'll walk where the fuck I want to walk. Explain yourself. What the fuck that means.
Yeah, guys, let's not talk like that. That's a little fucking rude. Anyway,
Well,
Wicked
we all
Graphics
had
says,
everybody
Dark
else
Fortune
about
says,
Mike,
Billy,
right?
be careful where you walk. What the fuck does that mean? What
Okay,
the
that's a little
fuck?
rude.
Be careful where you walk. That sounds like a threat.
Motherfucker, I'll walk where the fuck I want to walk. Explain yourself. What the fuck that means.
Yeah, guys, let's not talk like that. That's a little fucking rude. Anyway,
Wicked
we
Graphics
all
says,
had a
what,
vote with Mike. Okay.
oh, sorry. Wicked Graphics says what Xylee said times a million. Just say it. Don't give a fuck. And he's back. Stop mocking DV. Shame on all you, but carry the fuck on.
Yeah. Say he's back or do a vote. I'm with the vote. I want to see where it goes. Gaming locale. Glammy. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I don't care.
I think that he's not back yet. Xylee,
He's back.
You see that he's back because you know how game works.
I'm
think
not stupid. I'm not stupid. I feel like I feel like people think I'm dumb. I really do. I feel like people think I'm dumb.
Do you think
Just say that he's fucking back.
you think there shouldn't be a path back?
I'm saying he needs to go fix his shit and do whatever, and it ain't none of y'all's business.
Well, it actually is Game's business if he's going to come back. Him fixing his shit is part of the business, right?
Him fixing his shit should be fixed before he comes back.
Well, shouldn't that be part of the business so we know that he's fixing his shit? Or no?
Billy, you act like people don't lie. You act like people don't lie and people don't bullshit.
Well, wouldn't part of the process be
The only
us
ones
seeing
that want
him
him
show
back are the
improve?
big players, and they're all that matters. Yes, 100%. See, they do the vote, and they'll pull something like, "Oh, well, since Boogie is 400 pounds, that counts for 2 votes because he's like 2 people." And then we're gonna start doing some shenanigans like that. And then again, it's Keemstar's universe. Doesn't matter what the votes are. At the end of the day, if it doesn't go his way, that's what happens. Remember last time when it was like, should Boogie be fired? And the poll was yes over and over again. And then it was like, yes, but a little bit less this time. And then it was like, Keem was like, well, it's my show. I do what I want. He's back.
Is Keem going to be living with him 24 hours a day?
It's not possible, but aren't we going to be able to see him?
Exactly.
Aren't we going to be able to see him during the process and see the better person he is in his interactions? Aren't we going to be able to catch him in the acting better and being better? Or is that not part of it?
Yeah, that's a
So
stretch.
we're just going to take chances at live events then, right?
I don't know if he's going
Is
to
that
be
what
at
we're gonna
live
do?
events. Keem said he's not going to be at live events if he comes back, right?
Yeah, Keem also said he was fired too. So, I mean, what am I supposed to believe?
I don't know.
Yeah, we're having 2 different conversations here.
I don't know either. I'm just going to talk to some people, get some different perspectives, because I know some people that I really respect have different perspectives. You have a different perspective. I see where you're coming from. There's some other people that I really respect that have different perspectives, and I'm not going to do the whole echo chamber thing. And I'm going to talk to people and see whatever. I just know how I feel about it,
I think
and I don't feel good about it.
Fair.
when Wings left that camp, I saw somebody who had came so far from being secluded because of trolls online, and he had came out of his cage, his cave, his hermit lifestyle, and changed so much to be public and gone through so much change to get to coming to Fat Camp and bettering himself. When he left there, I could see a man that was worried that he was going to go.
Yeah, people, that $25. Shitty comparison, right? I went to Burger King the other day, and we got 2 Whopper meals, Impossible Whoppers, and they weren't even large, they were medium, $27. You can't even get 2 fucking Whopper combos for the price you paid for that shit-ass fucking class. The quality there.
Back into that, and that was one thing that I felt I didn't want to see happen, right? But beyond that, I saw Kelly, and I saw Kelly leaving with Wings, and I didn't want her life to go back to being reclusive and without a community like this.
Yeah.
And I want a path for Kelly to come back and have the friends and community and be able to hang with us and have fun with us.
I'd like to be in a community that would want me to be safe too.
Yeah.
Well, what is safe for Kelly? Not having Wings on Lockout Live? Is that safe? Is that what the answer is?
I don't know.
Because I don't know.
I don't know because it's not my concern because I'm worried about my safety.
It's not. It's not her. It's not her job to find the solution. She's not the boss. It's not her job to make this. I don't want to be that guy. Use terms or whatever. It's not her job to make it a safe work environment or whatever the fuck.
Be honest with you. I'm worried about my safety. All right. She's the one that chose to marry his ass. That's her thing. Okay. She doesn't call herself a victim. She's saying it's not happening. Okay, fine. It is whatever. All right. All I know is what the fuck I saw. All right. And what the fuck I saw made me fucking uncomfortable.
No.
Very fucking uncomfortable.
I'm not worried
But
about. I'm not worried.
you know what though? Xylie's uncomfortability doesn't fucking matter. The bottom line does.
I'm not worried about my safety.
That's what it's telling me.
I'm not worried about my safety, and I 100%.
You're a 600-pound man, of course.
And I 100% felt unsafe, and I was putting myself in between Wings and wherever he was going. I was the last stop between Wings after he. I wasn't quick enough to get in front of him and Kelly. I was slow. I was a 600-pound man. I was slow, but I was heading towards him.
He stopped because of you. I think he stopped because of you.
I know he stopped because of me.
Yeah.
I 100% know he stopped because of me. I talked him down. I saw his eyes change when he got to me, and his choice was to go through me or climb over the table he had just pushed Kelly onto. Those were his choices, or climb over the couch. His only real option was to go through me or climb over the couch or the table. I had blocked his path. I put myself in harm's way, and he was going to have to hurt me.
It is what it is. It don't matter what I say. Keem's going to do whatever Keem's going to do.
Yep.
Clinton says Billy is no better than Keemstar on his Wings issue. End of the day, maybe not, but that's because I want to see some sort of promise for people.
Okay, I respect your position
Thanks,
for this
Ann.
one thing and one thing only. Okay, you're looking at it as a position of help, and you want to see someone get better. All right, where I am at in the stage of my life, if a motherfucker ain't helping me, I give two fucks about them.
Yeah.
All right, I don't have the time nor the energy to help someone else that I'm not 100% sure they're helping themselves.
Fair.
And I see Wings and Kelly who I feel like, I don't know about Wings, but I know Kelly jumped in, fought those fucking snakes, pulled that phone out for Brantley. Like that shit was fucking, she got down and dirty for fucking Brantley.
I'm so tired of hearing about how Kelly jumped.
It's going to be interesting to see how the cards play out. Yeah. I have no idea. I think the voting is a good idea. Because I was for sure. I was like, I think most of them will vote yes. And then I thought it through, and then, you guys are throwing stuff at me in the chat. Maybe not. Maybe it would go the other way. We'll see. I'd be interested to see how it goes. And if they're going to bring Wings back, like we've been saying, just do it. You don't got to treat us like we're fucking idiots. It's literally Boy Who Cried Wolf. We're going to do this over and over and over again until you don't believe it. But they still believe it. Some of us don't, but majority still do. Nah. Keem's not going to do that. You don't need HR for lolcow. We'll see how it goes.
In the fucking lake. You know what? Maybe Kelly should have gave back Becky's jacket after the bit was done and the live stream was done, and maybe none of this shit would have fucking happened in the first place.
True.
Maybe.
Big what are you gonna do? Kelly jumped in the fucking lake. Okay, guess what? Kelly wouldn't give back the fucking jacket either.
True.
Maybe she gave it back after the bit, because yes, Keemstar gave it to her. Okay, it was a bit. Maybe she should have gave the bit. Maybe she should have gave it back after the fucking live stream. And maybe none of this shit would have happened after that. And not like what it didn't start with fucking Roxy throwing it in the fucking lake. It started with Kelly holding on to the fucking jacket. This is how did Roxy get the fucking jacket?
Yep. Wow.
Mrs. Casada says, "Oh, go ahead."
No, I was just saying I appreciate what you're saying from a perspective of you want to help and you want to be there for somebody. I do respect that from you. I do. I don't want you to think I don't take an account with what you're saying.
Yeah.
I do respect it. I just look at it completely differently than you.
Yeah.
But I understand where you're coming from.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
If there's,
they're on two completely different sides here. Completely different. And I think if it goes a certain way, it could be the end of Rewind. At least the Rewind we know. The Rewind that we watch. It's true, people. Technically, you're right.
If there's a road back to Locale Live for Wings, I don't think it's through a fucking table.
There's a road,
But
and Wings is already driving on it.
I do think that if there is
Xylee,
one,
we love you. Go off, girl. Say what you need to. Less
say
than
what
3.
you need to say. Thank you, Waffles. If there is one, I do think that I want to see it work for Wings' sake, but more so for Kelly's sake, because I feel like she needs a community. If she's really in the position that you think she's in, that she needs people.
I'm not just thinking about Kelly here. I'm not just thinking about Kelly, because quite honestly, it could have been anybody else that stepped in front of him and could have ended up on that table. It could have been anybody. The simple fact he put his hands on somebody. We are fucking adults. Yeah, I talk big shit. Do you think I'm really out here whipping people's asses? No, I mean, best believe if I had to, I will, all right? But I never hit first, just saying. But, it's like, bro, you're a fucking adult. And you were bumping fucking bellies with goddamn Keemstar. Look at that shit. That shit almost turned into a fight. Yeah. And then he came back.
I don't know.
And when he came back, that's when the Kelly shit happened. He could have just fucking walked away, and then it would have been bros. We got a little heated. It's all good. Whatever. No harm, no foul. So for Keem had whatever across his fucking neck.
I think
I don't know. Here, let me ask you guys, chat. Put a 1 in the chat if somebody quits over this. And when I say somebody, I mean Xylee, I mean Tina, or one of the milkers. Do you think any of them quit if Wings is back? Peepaw, you do? It's possible. This isn't me trying to say, like, oh, no one's going to quit. No. What I'm doing here is I'm just thinking. Because we've seen a lot of shit play out here. I agree. I don't know who it'll be. I don't know if Tina will quit, but she might take a break. 1.5, we'll see how today goes, yeah. I'm wondering if I gotta do another catch-up tomorrow to see how all this plays out. Because I'm not going to be able to watch it live, so we'll see.
Experience too much trauma because I don't think of violence like that. I don't.
You think if Xylee is this upset about it? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think Rewind right now is on some wobbly legs. Rewind's going through it. I'm worried about it. We'll see.
I don't know. In my mind, I just don't register it as that.
What do you think this response is? What do you think that's fueling my response?
I mean, I'm talking about people fighting is just normal to me. I'm like, fights happen, shit. Like hitting women, not good. Guys getting in fights, I'm like, it fucking happens, right?
You're right. You know what? He didn't leave a mark on her, so it wasn't abuse. We right.
That's what they said.
You're right.
Bumping bellies
Don't
with
matter.
Keem, I'm like, that's just fucking normal to me.
Yeah.
If you're talking shit and you're fucking in someone's face, that's to me, that's just.
Well,
me,
yeah,
that's
I
normal.
agree. Like, Billy's not helping the situation here. But that's how Billy looks at it, right? Billy looks at it like lolcow. Xylee looks at it like real life. Huge difference. Very important difference. It's literally the conversation me and you had, people. It's literally. I'm not as far as Billy is right now. I know it was wrong, but I knew Wings is going to come back. And I'm not that upset about it. I haven't gone through something like that, right? So it's not going to trigger anything like that in me. But I get where Xylee's coming from. I understand it. It is similar to Rastoff and Twiggy, yeah. How much can you push someone until they're done? Exactly. Yeah. I wouldn't say that Xylee's a normie, though. But I get in the context, yes, of thinking of it as real life, yeah.
If your guy's talking shit, if your fucking girl's talking shit, if girl on girl, guy on guy.
You've been through it and still knew he was coming back? Yeah.
No. Juddy, welcome to Cash Cow. Mrs. Getasada said, from someone who was a DV victim, I stand beside you. We all do. Much love, hun. Your tears are valid. Retro Nook says there's also the emotional side of things. Wings mock spirituality, even though Kelly is spiritual. Belittles, downgrades.
Are you upset he's back, though? Or did you just expect it? And it's like, oh, that's a shame. Like, what is your reaction to him being back?
That which interests Kelly. Yeah, that does not add up very well. Cowabunga says, Billy, wait, you're doing great. Xylee, you're doing great. Please ignore those kinds of comments. We love you.
Listen.
Yeah, Xylee is a normie compared to all the other characters. Because Xylee's not a lolcow. The rest of them are lolcows. Xylee just works for the lolcow brand. Billy technically is a lolcow. Becky, lolcow. Tina, lolcow. Everyone on Lolcow Live, lolcow.
The comment section is not swaying me one way or the other in the sense of, listen, if they want to be haters,
You just
those
expected
motherfucking
it?
people
Yeah.
were haters before this conversation that we're having now. They'll be haters after. It doesn't fucking matter what the haters say, but continue to say my fucking name so people will always look, who the fuck is Xylee?
The real YT Shadow says, Billy, just say you hate women and move on. I actually hate men. Women are the only ones I respect. Cowabunga. Thank you for the don't know. 18 Miss Mechanicals. I think it's kind of sad that Wings even wants to be back. Like, dude, you have the issue to deal with. Get some help. I get some mind help. I thought he said that he didn't want to come back at one point. I was like, oh, he doesn't even want to come back. Okay. And then they were talking about bringing him back. I was like, wait a second. Meowser says Wings coming back shouldn't even be on the table until he's gotten through anger management. He's still acting like he doesn't.
How do these people not see that he was coming back? I don't understand. Because people call in and they seem like they have a decent brain on their shoulders, decent head on their shoulders. And then everyone's donating like, I can't believe Wings is back. I can't. He shouldn't be back. Like, we've known this.
Problems. Yeah, that's another thing to talk about. He was over here like negotiating about how mad he was about what they were saying. And I'm like, he is kind of like not addressing. He's like, oh, Billy, wait, what's up with your girl? I'm like, it sounds like you're more worried about how you were wronged than the wrongs you've done. Man with no name. You both have done nothing but blow this out of proportion. I hope he is back. Get over it. Keep collecting your big checks and don't ask questions.
Don't react, Xylee.
I was planning.
Yeah,
I was planning on that. But you only donated $5 to say that. For a hundo, I'll stop asking questions, pussy.
I won't. I never will. It's my fucking job to ask
For
questions.
5 red donos, I'll stop asking questions, pussy.
Not me.
MB Princess says, then where's the line? Where it is too bad or too much for someone to be able to come back? I mean, we have to call that line. Keemstar has to call that line. Xylee and I have to call that line. We have to.
That's how I feel too sometimes, Peepaw. It feels just like wrestling to me. I'm trying to figure out, like, I don't think it's scripted as much as other people do. I just think it's hard to explain. I've explained it before, but I think people overuse the term scripted.
No, we don't call that line.
Yeah,
we don't call that line at all because nobody gives a fuck what we think. No one gives a fuck what we think. So I don't have to call shit.
You know
I can call it for myself.
You almost called that line today. You almost walked away today.
No, I almost walked away from doing the show tonight.
Yeah. Big Moose for the 50 gift, the 50 grifted. Thank you, Big Moose, for the big grifted.
Thank you, Big Moose.
Big crown, big
Thank
moose,
you.
big Kang Moose in the place to be. But yeah, everybody has to make that line. You, the viewer, have to make that line. We all have to make that line. But you have to make that line. Kelly has to make that line. And if Kelly sticks with Wings, we have to think about Kelly too.
That's absolutely, that's her business, but I don't have to think about her.
No, you
I
don't.
don't have to think about her at all. I'm thinking about myself.
But I am thinking about Kelly when I think about Wings and Kelly. 100%. I'm thinking about Kelly. I'm thinking about, I was in that room before all this happened. Me and Kelly were watching Wings when Wings said what he said about the Becky situation that started the spiral.
And that's when she started texting him and he started sparking out. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. I care about those people. I'm sorry. I know people.
There's nothing wrong with that. It means you're a good person, Billy.
I know people who are way worse than Wings and Kelly that I care about, and I would hope that there was some way for them to feel like there was a reason to do better. Even if there's not a path back to Lolcow Live, I would just hope that they had hope that let them know that doing better was the choice. Whatever that is. But the idea that there's a line that can't be crossed, that's for you to decide.
Okay, I want to make it very clear about something. I'm not saying that Wings can't change. People can change, all right? I have seen some down and dirty motherfuckers turn it around.
Yeah, I agree, Anne. It's a sticky situation. The average viewer believes this. They don't understand it's very produced. But he flat out said, Keem flat out said, we want Wings to have a path back. So how are these people surprised? Xylee, a little bit different. She has trust in Keem, right? But what the Ugh.
I've truly seen some down and dirty motherfuckers turn that shit around and not do that shit anymore. Okay, like loads worse than Wings. So I'm not saying there is no redemption for people. There is. I know it. I've seen it for myself.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I thought someone was gonna do a dono, but we got these gifteds coming through. It's gonna take a while to come through.
Oh, okay. But yeah. I'm not saying that people can't be redeemed. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just what I'm upset about is I feel like it honestly makes me feel like no one gives a fuck what anybody else thinks about this that works here. You know?
I'll tell you one thing. Nobody that works here is thinking about anything until
You're being treated like the fans. Welcome to our world. Doesn't matter what we think as long as the majority is on board with something. You know? It's no different. That sounds insanely shitty, but it's true.
it gets slapped in their fucking face. And empathy here is in short supply because people don't think humanely here. They are mechanical minded, they're viewership minded, they're numbers minded, and that's how they succeed. They have to be slapped in the face with humanity before they recognize it.
People put morals in the way of Keemstar's business mind. There's your difference.
Inhumane people. That means they're not trained to think about humanity. When the humanity hits them, it actually sinks really fucking hard in them because they're just not programmed to value it because their values are set on a fucking numbers game because they've been doing it so much. So maybe
that makes sense.
Maybe they need to be slapped in the face with some reminders or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I get it.
Xylee, we were supposed to be doing a victory lap today for our awesome 24-hour stream. They pissed in our cereal.
Yeah, Xylee puts Keem on a different level because she considers him a friend. That's why she always brings up how she can talk to Keem a certain way because they're friends. And Keem knows she'll call him out for shit. That's what she's doing. And I think that's why she's upset.
Okay, we know we did good. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's some bullshit. Motherfucker. The OB says, Dear Xylee, I don't pretend to know what do you feel about the situation because you're past, but you have the best partner in the LCU. He be always have your back. He be always have your back. You know, I be always have your back, Xylee.
Oh, yeah.
I be always.
Oh, and by the way, people were kind of like, some people were kind of getting upset with you when you went up Locale Live. I wasn't upset with you. I just want you to know I was not upset with you at all. Like when you first started out, I was like, okay, Billy, you're not helping. But no, when you were saying what you were saying, I got what you were saying, like once you got into the flow of it.
Yeah.
You know, don't ask me to repeat it right now because I can't. My ADHD brain is like literally swirling right now. But I mean, I remember, I think I said it in the chat, like, listen, no, I get what Billy's saying. Billy's fine.
Yeah, I think I
wasn't mad at you.
I think I was starting to say something that was talking about your past in a way that started out like making it sound like you might like bring up your past for no good reason. But I was saying that, you know, you don't have to deal with his shit, you know. You don't have to unpack your baggage to deal with his shit. It's not your responsibility to deal with his shit, you know. I can't remember exactly what I said either. Seek, welcome to Cash Cow. But I was trying to make a point that like she don't owe you shit, dude.
Yeah, I don't owe him shit.
Yeah.
If I want to talk to him again, I'll talk to him on my own.
I think I might have put it a more blunt, basic way than Billy was trying to do that.
Yeah. Don't sit there and ask Billy about your girl. No, motherfucker, I'm not his girl. I'm his fucking co-host, and he don't fucking run me even if he is my co-host. The fuck? You better step right next time, motherfucker.
He's doing an awful job trying to win Xylee back over.
You are saying how a lot of people feel. I have been upset all afternoon. Sorry, but the women need to be heard. And the white forgiving is typical for abused women. Not the way to handle this.
Hugs for Xylee. Hugs for Tina No D says Wings has been disrespectful to Kelly for a while. Talk down to her. People always tell him to treat his wife better. Then it escalates in front of us. But in his mind, there's nothing for him to fix.
Yep.
Roxy Unfiltered. We have to ban some heartbreaks for Xylee and Tina. I'm sorry, ladies. It was definitely a hard day today. Love you, Billy. Thank you, Roxy. Barley B. Real says, now it's Kelly's fault. Seth Look says, Xylee has a really good point about other people's safety with Wings. Even if you take Kelly out of it, Wings was still trying to get at Keem for the second time and was pushing through several people.
True. Yeah, and Wings was the main one saying he wouldn't be violent at Fat Camp.
in his.
Jesus emphasized the importance of forgiveness, teaching that followers should forgive others as they have been forgiven by God, and that forgiveness should be limitless, not just 7 times, but 70 times 7.
Yeah, I think forgiveness is should be limitless, but not everybody is Jesus Christ, dude. Like some people have their limits.
I don't even believe in Jesus Christ, but I'm not on that forgiveness train. I can forgive people, but it depends on what it is, on whether I'll even think of forgiving somebody or not. You know, I don't know. Maybe I need to have a conversation with Wings. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to sit down once I calm down and actually have a conversation with Wings. Maybe that's what I need to do.
I think Wings probably has a long
Agree, Ed. 100%.
way to go.
They have no self-awareness of where they are.
Before he's ready to have a conversation with you based on how he's talking about things even. Megan C says, love you, Xylee. Been crying all night. Love you. Yeah, Megan C really has been supporting you through this.
Yeah, Meg's awesome.
Juddy, welcome to Cash Cow. Bearskin Umbrella says, Wings is still making excuses, has no intention to improve himself. I've seen this before. If he's here, I'm out. Yeah, I don't think, Snap Wings is back in the mix. Like nothing happened is the right answer.
Yeah.
It'll be played out for content for a week. Should Wings be back? We're going to do the same thing we did with Boogie. We're going to do with Wings. Should Wings be back? We're going to run a poll. Doesn't matter. We should do one with the host, but we probably won't. We're going to run a poll, see what the audience thinks. No matter what the percentage is, doesn't matter, he'll be back.
I'm going to drink a non-Mountain Dew drink, goddammit.
You can have Mountain Dew right now. You can have Mountain Dew right now.
Part of my fucking
If Billy
crash
says
out.
anything, it's just facts. Billy says you're the guy. You the guy. Billy says you ain't
neechie. Hi.
shit. Guess what? Welcome to the Billy Show with your host, King Billy. I'm totally not being a sycophant.
Yeah, Mighty 5, you're not being a sycophant. That's the fact. And you're the guy, so you should know. York says Wings shouldn't have hit Kelly and Savage shouldn't have strangled Boogie. Ooh, we don't talk about it. You can boogie all night long.
All right, so you motherfuckers who go like, oh, it's yellow, it's Mountain Dew. All right, it's Minute Maid, zero sugar, and so I can show you I'm not like another host.
What do you mean it's not Mountain Dew? That's piss. You're drinking piss.
I can't get it open.
Come on, Xylee. You think you're going to beat up Becky with those arms? You can't open a fucking piss jug?
Yeah, exactly. She has no clue where she's at, right? She doesn't realize the majority of that $1,000 is going to Keem, the person she's probably upset with for bringing Wings back.
Listen, if I can't beat somebody up with these arms, I know how to pick something up. All right, there we go. There we go.
La 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 la. Is that just mango juice?
No, it's pineapple juice.
Seek says money is the
sugar.
root of all evil. Keem can go to hell. I think Keem is looking at this from not just a cash perspective, but also trying to do right by a friend.
See, Minute Maid, zero sugar, pineapple juice.
Why did they say mango?
No, they have a mango one, but I wanted the pineapple. I haven't had pineapple.
That would be so good with some fucking rum, bitch!
I have no alcohol. I drink all my alcohol.
Did you get some rum? Devastator says Zeta A. Kenny Casada. Shout out to Kenny Casada. Says women are abusive to men also, and I do stand by Xylee as well.
True. Very true.
I'm not a woman abusive, and I hate men be on women. That's not a man. Yeah, no. I don't think,
very true.
I don't think anybody should beat on anybody. Big Moose, thank you for the big grifted, and cheers to you, Big Moose. Sleepy
Thank you, Big
says
Moose.
DSP needs to appear on Lolcow. Come on, DSP. Come on, Lolcow Rewind. We'll treat you like a king. Actually, I'll come to you. I live 20 minutes away from you, DSP. We'll have lunch.
Do they really?
Oh, DSP lives near you?
Yeah, he's like 20 minutes away from me.
Holy shit.
I did not know that.
I'll be your bestie. Kenny Casada, I don't think anybody should hit anybody, especially not men to women.
Exactly.
Wicked Crafter says, clean your room first so you can come to the party. God damn it.
Wait, who can clean their room? Who has to clean their room? Me?
I'm talking to me. Megan C says, Xylee, I'm always on your page when you came into VC. Love you. Thank you, Megan. Lily1989.
Love you, Meg.
Lily1989 says, Jesus emphasized the importance of forgiveness. For that about earlier. RZ the Legend says, so where's the magical line? Would Keem stop with someone like EDP if someone was found out, or is this just some slippery slope bullshit I'm thinking? I mean, I think that line is a line he would not fuck with.
No. Okay, listen, I'm pissed off at Keem, but I ain't going that fucking far. I know Keem wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I think that
I'm pissed off with him, but that don't mean I'm gonna throw some stupid shit like that at him.
I think that if you want to know where the line is, fuck around and find out. I think you can clearly figure out where the line is based on where the line's been drawn before. Romeo Lacoste, fuck around and find out.
True.
That motherfucker. Don't get me started on him.
Keem's got a huge track record of dealing with fuckers that are not cool.
Yeah.
Man with no name says, if you're so high, I might even quit, but you won't because you love money. Get over it. No, I mean, we have the choice and we have the obligation to quit if it comes down to it. And we have the ability to fucking talk about it until that point. You know? You heard me, Dirty? We can talk about it. Rocky BB says, I feel stupid. I forgot where I was. Didn't expect my trauma to get kicked up today. Keem pulled the bait and switch and my stupid ass didn't see it coming. I'm sorry about that, Rocky BB.
You forgot where you were was a very important part of that message.
I think that honestly, they should probably hire a professional to deal with this shit because it would probably help them in the long run if they had somebody who knew what they were doing.
No, I agree. I think a professional is needed, and I do hope Wings gets that professional.
But he doesn't believe in that professional. That's the issue.
Split Fries Media says we will never donate again, and you shouldn't. If you feel compromised to your core by what is going on, don't spend your money on it. We want you to support us because you feel like we're doing a good thing. And if you feel like we're not doing a good thing, just don't support us. I absolutely love and adore that Xylee and I get to call this our home, our job, our way of being, but not your obligation. Mighty Five, thank you again. Tammy with a Y says that's not funny when you have attended memorials and hugged motherless children. It's not funny. Yeah, I think that's pretty drastic and crazy. I really don't. I don't think that is that is not funny. That is so far removed from anything in their minds, and it's so close to yours because you've been there, right? Like, this is seriously a situation of you've been through some shit and they haven't.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's true.
Sorry you have.
Very true.
Sorry you have. I've been through some shit, and that's what makes me want to try and make people smile and laugh. And sometimes I make people smile and laugh by saying some very dark and devious shit, but I try and do it in a way that gets away with it. I try and say really wretched, dark shit that somehow gets away with that. Makes people laugh and say, you son of a bitch, how could you say that? But not get mad about it. That's my way of being dark, is doing it with comfort. That's how I try and get it done. Sometimes it fails, but I try and do it from a point of not offending. I try and take it just to the edge. But my goal is not to offend and hurt people when I do it, but I do try and go to that line. I do like being a little edgy, but you never know who you're going to hurt on the way. Sleepy, we're going to try and get DSP on lockout. Big Moose, thank you again. Neon Treon says, Xylee and Billy, love the show. Thanks for earlier, Xylee, miss you, and enjoyed the stream earlier. Thank you, and I hope the night gets better. Heart emoji. Cyrus the Virus says, Xylee, I'm drinking a Diet Mountain Dew in your honor.
Thank you. God knows I need one.
What a horrible way to start your week.
Yeah, no shit. Like, could you have waited a week, Keen? That would have been great.
Fuck. Well, we are 1 hour and 15 minutes into this wild episode of Lockout Rewind. Isn't it crazy that the 24-hour episode...
No, you're not pessimistic at all. You're just seeing it all play out. We've seen this happen over and over again. It's not just a lolcow problem, like a lolcow live problem. We've seen it on all the shows. That's why it's not a surprise.
It was easier to do than this hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah. That's why I didn't. That's why I was thinking about not hopping on this episode. But then I was like, nope. You know what? I'm not a pussy. I'll do it.
Yeah. Speak up, pussy. God damn it. I'm pulling Megan C's. Megan C's, our newest crown. I assume you are here with us.
Hello. Hi guys.
Hey,
What's
how
up?
you doing?
You got some Black Pepper Zero over there, Sally?
Yeah, I have a store brand one, but it's not in my refrigerator yet.
That's really fucked, but it's kind of funny. And whoops.
Hi guys.
Hey.
What's up?
We are.
I have been crying with you all night, Sally. Absolutely your perspective, if it makes any sense.
Yeah. Well, no, there's a lot of different feelings in it. There's a lot of different feelings mixed in with it.
I get it. Well, you're a coworker. I'm not, so that's a little bit different for me.
Yeah.
Yep. I kind of somewhat regret spending $1,000 this weekend.
Jesus.
So you guys.
If you want, we'll tell Keem that Wings can't get any of it.
I don't care about that. Like me, as long as Kelly's okay. My problem, and you said this earlier in VC, we do need to hear from Kelly.
Yeah.
And she has been silenced, and that has been not okay. But maybe we also don't need Wings there either.
Well, Kelly hasn't been silenced, right? She's trying to make things okay. She's out there trying to say everything's okay.
But Sally can back me up. That's what bad women do.
Yeah, but we can't just put it on her that she's bad.
But I can't call her a victim if she's not calling herself.
Yeah,
a victim.
she's got to come out and do it. We can't just put that on her either.
Yeah,
it's just
you can't do that.
It's just as wrong to put it on her as it is to have done.
Yeah, but we all love Sally. We all love Kelly immediately. Like she's the most lovable person in the universe, other than Sally. So.
Corral the Vial,
Yeah.
Cash Cow. I love Kelly. I thought she's.
It doesn't matter how much you pay. You're just like everyone else. You get a little special treatment, but it's not going to go far. Doesn't matter who you are at all. Milkers is going live in 30 minutes. Psycho Mom doxed Savage. Or did I read that backwards? Hold on. Let me go back. Where'd it go? Fuck my life. Fuck. Alright, well someone got doxed. Allegedly.
She's a very sweet, awesome, funny woman that I love hanging out with, and I was chilling with her up until the last fucking moment. I don't know. Everything was going so well, and then Becky showed up.
Exactly. I blame Becky.
No, I don't blame Becky. I don't blame Becky at all for this.
I'm joking. I'm
okay.
totally joking. Other than the fact that Michael moved me out earlier.
True. They didn't let you cook. They should have let you cook. I agree.
They let me cook.
Yeah, they should have let you cook. You were getting warmed up. Goddammit. Mike was too quick with that trigger.
You know me as a person. We've been together for. We've both been together, drunk together.
Psycho Mom and Savage have been
Yeah.
going back and forth.
That's the thing.
But see, here's where the scripted stuff comes to play. Because Mike is involved, and that's one of his shows. I don't know what's real and what's not. But it involves Savage, so I wouldn't doubt it.
It's happened, but no, Xylee, I feel for you, and I also know where you're coming from. I just got out of a abusive divorce, so not physically, but mentally.
Yeah.
I see things, I see triggers, and I see all the things, and like for that, like no. I understand where you're coming from.
I'm gonna bring in Metalis. Metalis was hanging out in the chat with us during the 24-hour stream. Metalis, how you doing tonight?
Hello.
Hey, how
So, I'm kind of mixed on the ordeal. I do think everybody's deserving of a second
Queens
chance, but
tweeted Tina's day off. So it's going to be a Becky show tonight. Oh boy.
I think him being on the show literally, 2 weeks after the incident happened seems a little too soon. You know, yeah, I think Wings is obviously sorry for what he did, but I think letting him on the show now is kind of, I feel like it's kind of disregarding like everything that Keem said, you know, as far as, you know, what's best for the business. Obviously, like Xylee and I think a couple other people had said, like, they don't feel safe. You know, if there's going to be a live event, why have him on the show if, you know, people aren't happy? I think what Keem probably should do is maybe have him on a guest like once a week, you know, and have Keem or have Wings, you know, kind of show the progress that he's making, you know, if he's taking anger management courses.
This guy has a certain mic. Because I think this is the guy who has the mic I have, not the one I'm using right now, but my other mic that you hear my fan through. He just has all the settings right. I have no idea what I'm doing with mic settings. But he's got like the compression is what puts like the kind of bassy sound in his voice. That's why he sounds so good. Alongside the other settings he has on.
I still think it's just really in bad taste to have him on so quickly, you know, and, you know, Keem is implying that, like, yes, a decision will be made. It's like, well, I'm kind of hoping the decision will be made that we're not going to have him on the show from this point starting tomorrow.
I don't think we know what the decision is yet. He's going to be on again tomorrow, right, for part 2. Is it going to be a part 3?
Yeah.
Is it going to be a part 4? Is it going to be a part 5? Part 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20? What is
Billy
it?
gets it.
Can't do
I don't know.
mukbangs every day.
I think, you know, what do we know that he's done thus far, right? He's done a online anger management course. Do we know anything else that he's done?
We told the anger management course was online, and he said that he's looking into doing actual anger management. So he hasn't done that yet. Keem's made a statement, we've said. In announcements.
Hold on.
I'm going to pull in Fallout Muse.
Hold on. Let me get that this way because it'll be easier for a screenshot. Let me hold on. Because it's a long line and it's going to just be a pain in the ass. So let me pull it up a certain way.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I just got to take a snip of it and then I will pull it up as a screenshot. Just give me a second. It is tinier and it drives me insane and it's quiet.
Off by the lack of Mountain Dew in the current events, so please bear with her.
Okay.
All right, let's see. The announcement. Look, I know a lot of people are disappointed in me. I'm just trying to fix problems, and that's where I come from. I hope you understand that putting out fires is what I'm good at. Yeah. The idea that we know better than Keemstar. Uh-oh.
Jesus.
Was that a vape? What was that beep? Are we?
Did I beep?
I heard a beep.
I heard it too.
Wait, why did you hear a beep?
I don't know.
I didn't hear a beep.
It was like a
fuck was that?
noise.
Oh, you know what? I might have hit my vape right next to my mic. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Ugh,
I thought your
gross.
pacemaker was going off.
I'm not the one with the pacemaker.
That's what confused me.
Did you think your pacemaker was going on?
I don't know what the fuck was going on. Do we know better than Keemstar? Yes, we always do, right? How often?
I think this is a fire Keem needs not to put out himself, but like let the fire kind of smolder and die out.
He has to, though.
I don't know. I told myself a long time ago just to let Keemstar do what he does. That's what I've always told myself. And I've known the guy for 15 fucking years. And every once in a while, he goes through fucking tough times. And
I apologize for that beep, people. I apologize. They're saying it in the chat that it was so loud.
Nobody
No,
really
they're
cares.
saying it in the chat
it
that it was
was.
so loud.
Nobody really cares.
It was rough.
Every once in a while, I go through it with Keem and he takes a downturn. But usually he does all right. If this is one of those rare Keem L's, fuck it. But we'll see what happens. I think if he's going down
Oh, Ozzy was. Oh yeah, I forgot. Ozzy swapped their times. Ozzy's during the day now.
the wrong road, he'll correct himself before it gets too bad.
Interesting.
But we'll see. Oh my God, we're going through beep
Was
gate,
it
guys.
just Twiggy?
What Wings did was terrible, but Xylee just beeped. So let's forget about Wings. Beep gate. L's in the chat for the beep. Let's forget about Wings. Xylee beeped. We're moving on to the next problem. L's in the chat for Xylee's beep. Cancel Xylee. Come on. L's, please. L's in the chat for Xylee's beep. Forget about Wings. Xylee, nobody's doing the L thing. I think the beep is okay. Nope.
Yes, they are. They're
Shit.
doing it now.
Shit.
What do you mean?
Shit. Fuck.
Thanks, Billy. You're an awesome co-host.
I was trying to prove a point.
You're an amazing co-host. I love working with you, Billy.
I was trying to prove a point that beep wasn't a big deal. I think
And you just proved my point that I told you a week ago. Thank you, Billy.
I think I accidentally got you canceled, Xylee, for the beep.
Did I beep again?
No. Necro did say, "How dare you beat me in my vicinity, L Xylee," but he paid 20 Australian bucks to say it. So I guess that's a W. I guess that's kind of a W. Shit. Now we're getting W's for W beeps. We're getting W's for the beeps. See? Now there's the beep army. There's the beep army.
Nice.
Look at Megan C's.
Riley, FSLL, you
See, $50 from Megan C's.
Thank you, Meg.
As if she hasn't spent enough on us already.
Didn't she just say she regrets? All right.
Christ.
Meg, you already spent. You can calm down, Meg. You're good.
Meg, I'm gonna suggest next time you feel bad for Xylee, treat yourself, okay? Get yourself something nice. Xylee approves. Chromagato going, not me thinking, oh no, it's over when they hear the beep. I know, I thought my pacemaker was going off. I thought I was dying. I was like, oh no, Xylee, tell me
Wait,
story.
did I beat twice?
No, just
I only
once.
heard the one.
So why did you go off about the beat then?
Just to be funny.
You made me think I beat twice because I didn't even have my thing with me.
Yeah, I was just making a joke. Nobody cares
Jokes
about
suck sometimes.
Nobody cares
I
about
thought it was
the
a pretty funny joke.
They only cared because I
Really?
made them care.
You just proved my point for me. I hope you know that in a private conversation that we had. You
Uh-oh.
proved my point for me. Thank you.
That I
That I'm
manipulate the
right and
audience?
that I'm right and you're wrong.
No, I'm right.
Yeah, you did.
I'm right. You're wrong.
You proved me right.
Shut up, pussy. Rocky BB says, Billy, it's going to be hard for Keem to recognize the fire. He's actually starting with you and Boogie blowing smoke up his ass. Well, let me tell you, one day, Rocky BB, Keem will realize that smoke was the delicious vape.
Look,
from Xylee's
Keem's
beeping.
point of view is he's trying to help somebody too, and I get that. I just feel like he don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks, and that bothers me.
Yes,
That's my biggest
you're
problem
right.
with all this.
She's right.
People
She's
say
caught
that I do
on.
manipulate. I do manipulate, but I manipulate for the common good. I don't manipulate for any other reason than for you all.
She's finally caught on. That's Keemstar. I love Keem. He's one of my favorite people on YouTube. But I also know who he is.
To be better. Big Moose, thank you for the 20 grifted. My manipulation is your gain. You're welcome.
Can this be over already?
Nope, we got 29 more minutes of Lockout Rewind. The most uncomfortable show.
From was
How
it
much
yesterday?
is left?
Yeah.
Did you guys
Not
notice one of the
time-wise,
goals
but
was
content.
for Tina to act like Becky? I wonder where that idea came from.
So I'm hungry.
To say that we were trendsetters, but really, we were just bold. We were bold enough to burn a fire that couldn't be put out.
Rastov just said I stole it. I stole it from Keem.
Rasta love that.
It's divvied it up, and it was
it was a 24
one continuous show.
Yeah.
Graceful Dove says, we don't know what Keem is doing behind the curtain. Yeah, we don't know. We can assume. It's our job to assume. Who's this guy that jumped in?
That's Rastov.
Listen here, Mr. Martellus. I did steal it, but I did not steal it from Rewind. I stole it from Mr. Keemstar.
What do you mean?
When I said that I wasn't going to work with Twiggy anymore, he said, how about you guys jump on and then pretend to be each other for the night? That's where I took it from. Thank you. Yeah. Pew pews in the chat for Zali, guys. Pew pew, pew pew, pew pew, pew pew.
Shut up, pussy!
Pew pew. Did you know that Billy did a tier list as well?
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
Wasn't as good as ours. It was accurate, but it wasn't as good
True.
as ours.
Well, it wasn't too accurate. He put himself in F. But
Sorry,
I don't want to
Billy.
hear the spiel about how he feels about tier lists, so let's not.
Did you know that Keem
Apparently,
said
we
that?
have missed a dono from Jinx Friend because they keep putting it in the chat.
How do we do that?
Jinx Friend says, where is my typing ASMR? I have a new keyboard for now because I have to clean my old one.
I swore I read that, but I might have just read it in my head.
Yeah, I think
Boo.
you read in your head because they have typed like 6 times in the chat that you missed it. So
Seth looks.
We missed the typing ASMR.
Says, did you guys see Eric in front Buff on Nerds? It was very funny. Eric Whisper yelled so he wouldn't get in trouble. Was that today? I missed
Apparently.
that.
I have
saw
the.
that.
Oh, God.
And you want to know the funniest thing too?
What?
He was wearing his headset, right? He was holding a new microphone that wasn't even turned on.
Really? That's
Yeah,
funny.
he was using this microphone.
Let's hear the spill of the tier list.
Let's tell the tier list, says Connor18118. I did a tier list, and my tier list was very well thought out tier list. I didn't let the audience dictate any of it. She's 187 said,
Oh, sure don't.
was that on the Milkers? 6 Foot Dig said, all the enraged people here, why was Becky sent home to go right back to work after attacking a woman? Exact same thing as Wings. Where's the equality?
Yeah,
You know what,
Rostov
honestly?
is a really cheery guy. But how much of it can he take? That's the real question.
Fire 'em both.
He's good though. I like him.
Savage, just like my
He's kind of like Becky, but Becky is more negative. Rostov is like the positive end of it.
Savage talks about IRLs.
But
I
not
don't have anything
Spriggy.
about her doing that, eating oysters or anything tonight.
You know what else they did on Milkers yesterday?
Oh, yesterday's Milkers? No, I don't have yesterday's
Sucked each other's farts.
No.
I don't know. They did. That's
I
right.
watch Milkers.
Did they get a lot of love?
I don't know. I'd seen too many tier lists. I turned it off.
Nobody cares.
Apologize. I think that was also what was sent.
Oh, you're talking about
All
Yee.
right.
You're talking about Yee? Yee?
Shut up! You ass, Eric. What are you doing here?
Okay, here we go.
Sorry.
Well, now
All right, fuck this. I'm sorry. Y'all gonna have to learn my speed. 1, 2, 5. Here we go. All right.
things have calmed down.
Another time from fucking Jacob. I'm sorry. We are 90 away from the next shot. Go ahead.
Well, now that things have officially calmed down, and I can say whatever I want to say now, I've come to say some stuff to our dear friend, One Buff Weeb.
Okay, go ahead.
And it's gonna be I'm gonna lower my tone down, and it's gonna be something that our dear friend and Dr. Ivo Robotnik once said to Shadow the Hedgehog. So, here we go. I've come to make an announcement. One Buff Weeb is a bitch-ass motherfucker. He was making sex jokes towards Zay last night. That's right. And he was making sexual jokes towards his own co-host, saying his muscles were this big. And I know that's disgusting. So I'm gonna make a call out post on my BlueSkies.com. One Buff Weeb, your ticket is as small as a wall, not like this, except it's way smaller. Well, guess what? I'm gonna show you what I think of.
Eric.
Does Eric show his dick?
What?
This is like,
Is Eric about to show that hog?
The fuck did we just watch?
so cringe.
That was great.
Eric, this is why you're not on a stream anymore.
Eric, are you about to whip out that schmeat?
Yeah, that was perfect for nerds. That was great.
I mean,
Now
yeah,
that
at least he's trying. True.
Now that
Eric. Jesus Christ. Oh, no, do you have a hickey? What the fuck? Why do you have a hickey on your shoulder?
He went to a con.
What's going on?
He went to a convention. Eric was at a fucking orgy at the convention, probably. Maybe.
What is this?
My man's fucking, he's fighting for his woman.
Eric,
Eric the motherfucking god!
Hey, no muscles, no anime knowledge, it's just, thick boy stuff right here.
Dude, Eric, I fucking love you!
All right, Eric.
You think you can fuck up with that? Hey, well, guess what? I'm going to fuck up the earth. There's my super relationship. I'm going to piss on the earth. I'm going to go higher. I'm going to piss.
I can't watch this, Billy. Billy, I can't do this.
Oh, we have to. We're committed. We're pot committed.
This is so much better at 2 times speed. There needs to be a rule? No. No rule. No.
This would have been a whole different stream if we would have kicked off with Eric's fucking Super Saiyan.
It's on the moon. How do you like that, Elon? You fucking idiot. I pissed on the moon.
Okay, I'm going to put it this way. One, the chat to respond in a way that people would want me to respond, or two, if you would like me to be nice. Okay, because I'm too drunk. I need somebody else to make the decision for me.
Dude, W fucking Eric. Drop some W's in the chat for Eric right fucking now.
Don't give that boy W's. Don't encourage him to
I'm
do this
hoping
shit.
that they
What
put ones in the
fuck?
chat. Please tell me they
Chat.
we can watch.
No way they did
You got 23 hours to make amends with this. Hey, or else I'm going to fuck you up too.
Shit.
Whoa.
Eric. Okay, I think we got enough ones for me to do this. Eric, first of all, before you come at me, I need you to go outside and get a little bit of shade on you, so you're actually not one sheet of pale white. Second of all, I need you to come up here and actually brush
No.
your teeth because I can't understand you because you don't.
Oh, that rule. Yes, there should be a rule for shirtless Eric, but the rest of it, gold. But that part's too much.
What are you trying to do?
Your teeth look like made out of peanut butter, bro. I really need you to stop. Yeah, you almost smiled and realized what you almost did there. So I really need you to do the push up. Go ahead and disconnect on Discord so you can save yourself a little bit of embarrassment, okay?
That's all I want to say, but, hope you have a nice stream. Take care.
You killed it,
I
Eric.
appreciate it. Have a good day, Eric. Try again.
That was
The fuck
fucking
was that?
Damn.
Okay.
I was hoping he would have gutted him more.
This is like Leppy levels of cringe.
Yeah, but it's Eric, so that's awesome.
That's a cut above. It's a cut above. Lippy only aspires to be Eric's level.
God, the gaslighting is so unreal.
I loved it. Eric killed it. But then I went Buff Weeb. Buff Weeb just love.
Stoff said, fire them both. Don't be in the chat going, why didn't you answer it, Xylee? First of all, you didn't put my name to it. You put it to like anybody who would answer for themselves.
Wait, what? What's she going on about?
Eric did like not get it and think he won. That is my like candy. That is what I love.
6 foot dig. You gave that fucking super chat, and I was like, well, I mean, that kind of made sense. And then Rastoff said, fire them both. Don't be in the chat going, why didn't you answer it, Xylee? First of all, you didn't put my name to it. You put it to like anybody who would answer for themselves. Don't come for me. You know what? Ask Billy why he didn't answer it that one.
Not my
Okay?
job to fire
Ask
him,
Billy,
dude.
why are you particularly just looking at me going, Xylee, why didn't you answer that? You didn't put my name in that motherfucking super chat. So ask Billy why he didn't
Fair.
answer it.
Yeah, I'll fire them both and
Motherfuckers,
Boogie.
bro.
I'll fire them both and Boogie. Jed Dempsey said, get Eric in the madhouse. That'll be fun.
Why Boogie?
For Poke Gaga.
All right, okay, fair enough. Makes sense.
Dude, Eric, I actually love Eric showing up only to fight Buff Weeb. He's so serious. He thinks he's killing him.
And he said, thank you, have a good show, guys, and then left.
No
Hello?
matter what Buff Weeb comes back with, like Buff Weeb could have been 1,000.
Somebody just joined me. Hello?
Hi.
Hello, Liana.
Are you still live?
Yep.
Cause I am playing Minecraft.
I was hovering over the disconnect button. She beat me by half a second.
1,000 times meaner. And Eric was like, well, I get
Have a good day.
Hi.
He was raised right with manners.
I should just stream somewhere where people can't call in so we can be happier, chat.
W's for manners.
So good. Eric gets like no, he doesn't understand that he just got peanut butter teeth.
And everyone else has the jelly.
I think you say I have peanut butter teeth because you're just jelly of my and Zay's relationship.
Just love that he like quoted Dr. Robotnik and then said what he said to Shadow and then was like, listen here, you piece
That
of shit
was fun.
motherfucker. Like I was like, man, I must have missed that episode. Jesus Christ.
Fun.
Bunny Button says Manners W. She's calling him Manners W.
Damn
for
straight.
Eric. The Gaming
Damn
Monkey
straight.
says yesterday on Milker Savage ate sardines and oysters. Big W for
Ew,
sardines and
ew.
oysters.
Oh, bless her heart. Ew. No, I wouldn't be able to watch that. That would gross me out. Bless her
Sardines and
heart.
oysters?
Yes.
How is that gross? That's food.
I just said ew, and I think they're gross, so therefore it would be gross to me. 1 + 1 does equal 2.
Oh my God, she ate food.
I did not enjoy it.
Oysters are disgusting, and they make me want to throw up because they're little snot.
Don't stop. I want you to get clipped for picking on Eric. I want you to like go viral. Well, not in the LCU to be like, this guy is a bad guy.
See,
You want him to get canceled?
evil
Yes.
hater gets me. Fish bait and snot creatures. Exactly.
Nasty.
Evil.
It's like pineapple on pizza.
Hold on, how you doing tonight?
What's up?
What's up, dude?
We're just having a banger episode of Locale Rewind. Nothing's gone wrong ever.
Yes.
I come to Locale Rewind every night, and I have no idea what's going to happen. About an hour before the show started, I thought I was going to be doing this all by myself. And I'm glad that Xylee came through today. When the show started and Xylee was late,
True.
I was a little worried.
Oh, that was totally by accident.
Xylee made a good show.
I'm telling you, that was by accident.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
I didn't fucking troll the living
Well,
shit
not
out of
good,
Xylee.
you know. with context.
And she's now like in the chat like broken down or something. I was like, I hope she doesn't realize it's 10 o'clock. Because I was like the only other, because I saw you were in there. I scrolled down. I was like, you're still in there. I was like, either like you don't realize what time it is or somebody fucking got to you. And I didn't want to go check live on air in case you were like broken down.
Bro?
I don't know. Twiggy's put a stream up for tomorrow saying he gets punished, and there's a post on Ozzy asking what punishment he should do, and most of the comments say get fired.
Yawn.
That's fucked up.
Wait. So I have a question. So are you not going on the show tomorrow?
I'm not working with him.
Pumpkin, mommy's working right now.
True, Restov.
Have you thought about flying to Wings' house, getting Twiggy's car and driving it to him as a peace offering?
I saw something say he already did it.
Oh, nice.
I'm sure I saw a comment or something saying he went there and picked it up. But I don't know. And why the fuck am I making the peace offering? What the fuck did I do?
No, I agree with you. I'm sorry. Fuck that. Why does Rastov have to do the peace offering?
Do I think she reached out to Nick and Chris? Nick probably. Yeah, probably.
I love your little kitty cat, by the way. Are you a big kitty cat?
He's a big kitty cat.
Yeah, he is.
But,
Hey, kitty though.
I just want to come in and say one thing about the wing stuff. I've been through anger management. It takes like at least 3 to 6 months before you realize exactly what type of anger you have.
Well, yeah,
It is
you
a
got to
long
work at it.
process.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. I mean, that's a lot of work to put into it, you know, because you have to learn yourself, and then you have to learn corrective measures and stuff like that. And yeah, it takes a lot of work.
That's a lot of work for a person of anger.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Psycho Mom says, I love all the kitties on stream today. Shout out to Psycho Mom.
It's my old girl.
I think he just turned 6.
We think she is anywhere between. How old are you, bitch?
All right.
Thanks for that.
I get told I look like a pufferfish. Fish?
Yep.
I don't know.
Just waiting.
Pufferfish emoji?
Yeah, there is.
Didn't even know that.
Hey, guys, could you spam pufferfish in the...
What was that, buddy?
You're gonna have those little spines on your head. It'll look perfect. You'll be an actual pufferfish.
Yes.
You,
you should keep it for as long as possible.
Oh my god, so many pufferfish.
How much is left?
He is.
What?
Because I'm,
okay, buddy.
if I was
Well, I meant it lovingly anyway.
tall too.
Yeah, you are tall.
I'm the type of people. I'm an alien Earth. I'm something
Hey,
special. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Days.
Someone has a great idea, Rastov. Why don't you get one of those hair units that you like glue to your head? That way you can keep the long hair until it grows out.
Wow.
It's an option.
You know what I love about tier lists the most?
How many days left does Rostov have?
Bring people together. And I think we went generous enough to Eric. He should be. You know what? After today, he's a C tier. He's C tier now. Congratulations, Eric. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, that was loud.
Oh, I did it again, didn't I? Fuck. I'm sorry. Shit. My bad. I'll never do it again, guys. Or at least I'll try not to. My bad. They're yelling at me now. We got 5 minutes, Billy.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't work.
What are we going to talk about for 5 minutes?
Well, follow me. Anything else you want to say?
No, I just wanted to say like they should have kept him off longer until he at least got further into anger management and more understanding of himself. But
True.
That's just my opinion.
And not that shitty class he went to. But it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. Anger management doesn't work for him. He needs something else.
Well,
I do like him, but I think he needs a lot more work before they can actually bring him back. He needs to prove that work.
Appreciate you calling in, Fallout.
I think that's fair.
I think you have a very sound
He already hit the 7 days.
opinion
That
on
was fast.
all this, and I'm sorry I let you down.
I love you, Billy.
Love you too, brother. Have a good night.
Aw.
I'm gonna pull Peter
I like
Parker
him.
in. Peter Parker's been waiting for a while too. Peter Parker, how you doing?
What are you guys doing today?
What's up, dude?
What's up?
Why do you look like you just got caught smoking turkey behind the trash can at Whataburger? You look like you
He's
were.
like, my best friend's name is Turkey.
You look like you were on the set of Glazed and Confused, an extra on the set of Glazed and Confused.
How high are you, dude? Yes.
That's 3 epic stoner fat jokes. Good at fat jokes, aren't I? Aren't I killing it? How you doing, brother?
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
He's Jesse the Potty Ventura.
You sitting over there on the Baja.
You know who Jesse Ventura is, Restov?
No.
I know.
He's a pro wrestler. His name was Jesse.
Wait, hold on.
Jesse the Body Ventura was his name. I called you Jesse the Potty Ventura.
Oh, no, I have seen this.
Instead of having a body to speak of, you would be more so built like a
I
pile
get
of
it,
shit.
Billy.
Thank you, Billy. Fuck you, Peter.
He's also the former governor of Minnesota.
Yeah, he was one of 2 governors that starred in the Predator film. Can you name the other governor?
No.
I was going to let Rastov answer.
Governor.
Whoa,
Sorry.
what? Peter, thank you for calling in. You can't say that word on rewind.
You think I'm stupid, Billy? You think I'm stupid?
Wait, what did he say?
He said the Arnold word.
Oh.
Lol.
That was fun. RWO for life. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just a moment left. We're going to send you over to Lolcow Madhouse, Bunny Buttons, David Jaffe, and that rascal Tech Protect.
I like Tech Protect now.
I love Tick Protect. He's an awesome dude. I had an idea for you guys, and I know that Billy won't like it because it's not his idea, but I
So Madhouse is at midnight and Ozzy's at noon now?
The 24-hour stream, you should put like 1,000 member goal up and just have it running. Like how Madhouse does for their like spooky hotel thing.
16 hours and 5 long days until we do a 24-hour stream again. Next weekend, the 1,000 member goal as proposed by Ratstov. I'm going to miss your hair, dude.
Same.
Ratstov, a lot of people think that I hate you, and it's probably the way I treat you. I want
It
you to know
is.
something. I want you to know something. I love you.
I know you do.
Aw.
I love you too, Xylee.
Billy.
Sorry,
Love you too, Billy.
sorry, I'm so full of spunk.
Who's talking shit about Bunny?
You don't have to be sorry about that. You're always like that.
I'm gonna let us know now. Anything you want to say, Xylee?
Nope. Thanks for coming out. Everybody.
Bye, everybody. Go check out Lolcow Madhouse.
Bye.
Live now. We can rex it up.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Lol.
Run, Xylee, run!
Hold on, do it now. Do it now. All right, redirect and add, paste, click, save. All right, 10, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, check out Lolcow Madhouse, David Jaffe, Bunny
Boom.
Buttons, and that Rascal Tech Protect are going to treat you right.
Hopefully everything works out.
Go tell him Rewind is a sad house. Good night.
Aw.
Night, everybody.
Anyway, yeah, hopefully it all works out. It screws over the people in Aussie because it's 2 a.m. now. Yeah, but I think it works better for Razdov, even though Razdov's not on the show anymore. Interesting. Yeah. Next couple days are going to be real interesting, I think. See how Wings is. Maybe I'll poke my head in Milkers, see what's going on with the quote doxing situation that may or may not be real. We'll see how that goes, but live will be interesting today. I don't know. I don't know what Xylee's gonna do. Maybe she'll just handle it privately and keep going as normal, and when there's a live event, we'll come to that bridge when we get there. I don't know. I do not know. Rastov's in New Zealand, so it's the same for him. Yeah, but I think when they pitched that time, he was happy about it for swapping. Who knows? But either way, chat, we got through it. Somehow, I've been live for 4 hours and only watched 2 streams. How did I do it before? Or I could fit so many streams in 4 hours? No clue. No idea. I think my 7-hour stream, we watched 6 streams. Maybe I was skipping a lot more, but I don't know. Either way, interesting developments. Maybe we'll be live tomorrow. If anyone watching is in my Discord, the toxic content stage, and you see something of note, put it in my local chat, and then I'll know to go live. If not, I'll just be kind of relying on word of mouth, and yeah, it'll be iffy if we go live tomorrow. But if I see something that's like a big deal or a development to this, we'll be there. But you think they're all staying? I do too. I think so too. But we'll see. Either way, I will catch you guys maybe tomorrow. If not, there'll definitely be a video. There's The Last of Us playthrough that I'm doing. There's some body cams coming out this week that me and people did last week. We got some daily content. So if there's not a stream, there will be a video. If there's a stream, there won't be a video today. So I pushed back my video from today, put it to tomorrow. And yeah. GG's. See you guys tomorrow or sometime soon. Keep an eye out.